Let's make sure everything is good.
SK Gaming pick.
There we go. Everything is good. Let's get started. Yo, I was already watching these, but I was editing the video, so yeah.
To me, yeah, Byron, great idea.
Byron pick. Let's go.
Later in the draft.
That's what I'm talking about.
Potentially tanky if they wish.
Chat.
I think the long range affair here.
The squad is sitting all the way in the back.
A little bit better.
Max is open. Without the Gene, it might be less of a tantalizing prospect, but still very powerful brawler in her own right. Just be out and out. You know, charge up your teammates. Hypercharges can be important, but Byron doesn't have one at present. Still waiting on that one to land, so less upside there of bringing the Max in without the Gene in this composition. Plenty of sharpshooters still available. Angelo's going to get taken by Toxic Lotus instead here.
Tickets, please.
Oh, nice. That'd be OPE on the Buster for sure. That's the kind of ideal brawler to combine with the Byron. It's like, honestly, SK Gaming is just taking away picks at this point, as they'll Toxic Lotus.
Welcome, everybody!
SK Gaming.
Oh my god.
Oh,
wait.
my word.
The Hank, of course.
Great drafting. This really is great drafting, honestly, because SK wants the Angelo. I think that Byron would have been great to go with that Buster as well. The Grey is a dangerous thing here on this map, especially with a Buster. That combination, having that little ladder up the map with the hypercharge as well to be able to have those additional portals. It's a really dangerous thing. And a Buster, that gadget, Slimmer replay, can just suck everything in and just absorb those stars back onto your scoreboard.
Crucially as well, it allows you to pull people off course. Quite often, like, you know, the Buster is not going to be targeted. Slow-mo replay is a great way of making sure people look at OP. You can also drag,
Lucio, Nord, NYX, Looney, Akram, welcome to Twitch. Nuray, Rachel, Silver, Buddha, Jarrell, Mario, Usama, welcome to YouTube. Let me see who's on TikTok.
Was taken by Toxic
Oh my god,
Lotus
so
here.
many people on TikTok already.
But
Eerie with the heart me,
very
Pope with the heart me, Andre with the heart me, Lily with the heart me, Freddie with the heart me, Real with the heart me, Nikki with the heart me. Welcome. Mitchell, thank you for the sub on Twitch. Sorry, I was texting it in Discord. Let me see who's on. Felix, hello. Freddie, Megan, Eerie, Andre, Lily, Enyon, Brandon.
This could go very wrong if SK do not play this well and defend accordingly.
Goalkeeper.
The hypercharge there.
Let me make this full screen. There we go.
TP away straight into the eye of the storm for Joker though. Is going to go down to OU. And there we go.
Better. Batman, hello. Welcome, Lupita. Welcome, guys. All right, let's lock in. Let's lock in.
That wasn't a hypercharge.
Let's go, Mitchell. 9-month sub, Mitchell.
Thrown out by Talkin and just so happened to catch onto that
I appreciate
SK
you,
player.
bro. Thank you, Rachel.
Devastating. Now they're down by 2 stars, and they know they need to take a bit of map control.
All right, guys, let me shut up. Let me shut up. Sorry.
Hypercharged dimensional door. Joker pops it. Walking cane thrown out. Still not using that super just yet. Tok could be a problem. He has to use it defensively to back away, and Tok knows this. Blood is in the water.
They're using the BPR doctor method.
Gaming now. OU's forced to catch it away from Yoshi, who looks scary, but Tok is still center stage.
But Buster Pick's a little bit weird.
In my opinion, he is the healer behind this Hank that is causing.
Oh, nice shot.
That could be very much what Joker is feeling on this top right-hand side of the map. Going with the TP, trying to get behind it. They know that the Byron is susceptible to the Grey. There is still little time.
What's Grey doing?
Takedown that they cannot avoid on the side of SK Gaming.
No way!
Shortly to fall in there as well. And Yoshi in a 1v3 that is only going to be going one way. Toxic Lotus starting off bounty in the best possible way.
Yo, how is Toxic Lotus low-key cooking, they're low-key cooking up SK chat?
Goes on a dangerous mission. Dimensional door, teleporting behind the front line of Toxic Lotus. He's looking for
SK's not locked in?
But SK Gaming, the rest of them are too slow to respond. It feels like Ope's just watched his captain head across the map and just dumbfounded. Too slow to get involved and take attention away. Ultimately, the Grey just gives up a free kill behind enemy lines.
Amber with the heart me, Grace with the popular vote, Bilo with the heart me. Welcome, guys.
We're starting to try to flank down the left-hand side now. Just the 1 star, just the blue. So far, nice gadget there as well from Engine, just to get that little bit of spray, that little bit of poison to affect both Joker and OPE. Now they're starting to try to separate the Hank from the Byron. It's kind of not a bad shout for me. Joker,
what's up, Kronos? What's up, Lily? What's up, Mario?
He's a key player to be able to topple this
chat,
strategy.
people are downplaying Lotus right now. Guys, this is a professional team.
Still, Tok has the healing though from the Byron. I think that's something that SK just really have not accounted.
It's really all about the drafts.
Engine is doing far too much. He's even got a super as well for burst healing.
Wait, Hank, push up too far.
And Joker doesn't want to have to super away from that bubble of Tok, so he just eats the damage. Talk goes back up the map now. Where is the DPS supposed to originate from in this SK roster?
Yeah. I guess the Gus.
Really nice walking cane there from Joker, just already opened up that right-hand side.
I guess from Gus.
Hypercharges available for 2 of SK Gaming's members now, which is a solid sign. But again, time is ticking.
SK might be looking for a play in the last like 10 seconds.
The 30-second mark. SK Gaming are looking for a one-push thing, and if that crumbles, then Toxic Lotus up in the set.
They've got the perfect composition, SK Gaming, to make that last-minute gambit at the end of the round. OU gadgets away. Talk with the gadget of his own, the damage reduction.
Not enough.
Allows him to stave off most of that damage, and Ope is lucky to be standing still.
Just not enough.
The damage to cut through the healing just doesn't seem to be there. Not to mention the fact that OU has access to healing in his own super. So here we come once more. Montage.
Yeah, last 10 seconds.
Control. Toxic Lotus forced into the back corner of the map. There's 7 seconds left, and SK Gaming have got to make a play. Joker.
Byron has a... No, it's over.
Misses the walking cane and has the super backwards. There's no option, no opening for SK Gaming.
Wow. This looks so well set up. This looks super well set up.
We are witnessing potentially the most historic moment in Chinese mainland history. They are 1 set away from a grand finals in the Brawl Cup against SK Gaming.
That is crazy, chat.
This was not the script that I had in mind this morning.
I bet you everybody was saying SK Gaming's gonna win. I bet you.
SK Gaming in the past, the Kingslayers. But what happens when they're the ones wearing the crown? The target on their back now. And Toxic Lotus have got themselves 1 set away from advancing into the grand finals of our Brawl Cup in the most unlikely fashion possible.
Bro is happy, bro.
Most elegant.
So this is the China team, right?
World. SK Gaming have always seemed to have
SK Gaming is from where, chat? Are they European?
But now,
I think they're European, right?
Clutching at straws.
Is the throne about to be overthrown? That is the question now.
Seabass with the rose, Doggy with the heart, me and the goats. Thank you.
Point precision draft. Really smart. The timing
from Germany. Okay, okay.
Did not have a plan for the Hank. It was so apparent.
Chat, you guys know that Toxic Lotus came back from a 2-0 2-0 fall against Loud. You guys know that, right?
That was able to get into this stage of the competition. Well, now
so if they win this, it's crazy.
On SK Gaming early on. But they are a squad.
Mads, thank you for the heart me. PLC with the heart me. Thank you guys. Welcome.
Every chance.
Hello, welcome.
To a 5th and final set, and that is what I am personally hoping for here.
Yeah, in like years gone by, we've seen these like dark horse teams come out of nowhere because they just have like amazing
TikTok
mechanics.
Is saying that
certain players that
I have like a live restriction because I'm watching the YouTube. Like what?
And it's not enough just to be sick on an individual basis.
Come on, guys.
You have to have amazing coaching and amazing strategy through the draft, and you've got to be
ready with the tiny dinies. Thank you.
To the bands of the opponents, what they're picking, you need to have an answer. Now, Double Swoosh has been an interesting map over the course of this weekend because it's seemed to return.
What's up, Freddy?
Crow.
Steven, hello, welcome.
I think often coming in as last pick. Sometimes we've seen these crows do a great job at assassinating that enemy gem carrier. Sometimes though they've kind of faltered.
With this map, it's either you succeed or you get cooked. They gotta ban Ashe, they gotta ban Buster, gotta ban the Lumi.
They are the ones that, for all intents and purposes, are gonna work fantastically well.
Loki, Terra might be played here.
Hank now probably too.
Yeah, I mean SK Gaming gotta be considering that one. Yeah, and
Terra's banned. Okay.
As well.
Tara banned.
Tara banned. Yeah, so Toxic Lotus have done their homework. I mean, these are picks that SK Gaming are the most dangerous with, and it just that to me is why they're doing so well in this.
Jackie,
series.
Hank, and Chester.
Things so clearly. And applying SK Gaming at their
appreciate you, Zay.
Giving them no opportunities to really go for
chat. Wreckers and everybody else is like sitting in the back. Unfortunately,
draft, leaving them. Yeah, exactly that. This is good from SK. There'll be OPE on it, but the Amber is going to be a Buster weakness here. If they go for that, I'm a little bit concerned for this Buster.
Yoshi looked absolutely furious at the end of that last set. You can see the frustration starting to mount for SK. They're throwing everything they can at this Toxic Lotus team, and not all of it really seems to be able to stick. You compare healing with this Joker, can make it a little bit easier to deal with if we do get an Amber response.
They did get the Buster.
But Toxic Lotus.
But what is Toxic Lotus going to pick here, bro?
Amber here. They're tipping their hands in a big way.
Thanks. Okay.
Really enjoyed by both of these teams. Definitely more so Toxic Lotus over this tournament, but we've seen Humble really look to make use of that similarly. So it's not an answer necessarily to Joker.
Well,
but a great control brawler, especially if Tok opts to go mid.
Okay, so my live visibility is literally restricted, chat. Like, it's actually restricted on TikTok. So we're not going to be getting any more viewers.
It's been one of the most common brawlers.
I low-key might restart the stream. Low-key.
It's just that good. Draco as well now coming.
I think I'm gonna reset the stream.
More
yeah, guys, everyone join back. Everyone join back.
Definitely very strong, but also very punishing.
Everyone join back. I'm gonna end it. Join back.
Not really necessarily scrim too much.
Just TikTok, by the way. Just TikTok. Just TikTok.
Concern really here for us. They've got to be thinking the same. Like, we haven't really seen this enough to know how to deal with this.
Engine really only has pressure when their gadget's up. I think outside of that, he's pretty easy to make his life a little bit tough on the map. If you play the weak side of the map, where the bushes are obviously more on the opponent's side, it can be a little bit hard. I think that Griff makes sense. You can obviously use that piggy bank also just to blow up the grass, just to deforest that right side of the map and make it harder, especially for someone like Draco to approach unseen. Draco needs pushes. He needs to be able to.
Why do people use Draco so much?
Because like we discussed right at the start of the series on Hot Zone, he doesn't want that gadget forced out of him earlier than
it's fast. It's really fast. Draco is
he's already in the midst of the enemy team. The Gene mid, though, is a bit of a no-brainer here for SK Gaming. Gives some pick potential.
What else could they use? Wait, hold on.
It also allows him with the vision gear to keep constant information of the bushes.
What would they use here, chat?
Part of the map out to make sure SK Gaming
Gene Curse.
Unexpected surprises.
Do Toxic Lotus go for heal here? That's the question. Or again,
welcome back, guys. Welcome back, everyone.
Just open up the map. It's not going to go for them in that regard because they want to keep the Draco submerged within it. Surely the thing's in the middle there with the gadget, or could even be now Stu, potentially a mid here as well. But
King with the heartbeat, thank you. I had to reset the stream because the visibility was restricted.
The speed gear.
Hopefully they don't do it again.
Sense, making him even more dangerous. That Griff though, it's a good pick from SK Gaming into the Draco. I quite like it. Of course, the last stand gadget going to be still there and very.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Would they pick Stu?
I think that SK Gaming is the safer of these comps. Gene mid.
That actually might be end game for SK chat. This might be it.
Devastating, but also break some.
This might be it, chat.
Lotus have to be the aggressor. I think that's pretty clear. SK Gaming have picked a really stable composition that is quite defensive a lot of the time.
Wow, this might be it.
And if SK can get a gem lead off good pressure on towards Tok, then they're happy to sit back and give some of the map up. Oh, you though, look at this. He's such an aggro player. Even on the berry, he's always knocking on the front.
Oh, no, Draco.
But that's what they want.
Nah, Draco kind of sold that. Now look, Yoshi's going to be right here.
All of this map control, bro. He is wrapping on Tok entirely, and he's going to start taking the grass out.
And it is going to be a Stu mid as well.
Wow, Yoshi's positioning is beautiful.
Let's see the fix on that hand side lane. Good start for SK Gaming, no doubt about it. I like the way that the Toxic Lotus really exploded into the game.
Nice!
There for OPE, just to have a bit of defensiveness there, but didn't seem to be too much of a concern there for Toxic Lotus. Now the time will bring down as well. It's going to slowly advance to the left-hand side lane. But so far, so good. SK Gaming seem to have found their footing yet again.
Still Toxic Lotus have that gem lead.
I want that skin for Draco.
Yeah, technically ahead.
Welcome back, everyone.
At some point, Tok was able to get an SK.
Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. The live restriction.
Popped. Oh, you. Quick TP back now. SK Gaming have evened up the game.
Way too. They're pushed too far back right now.
Side gem grab. Engine wants to step up now.
Okay, nice. 6 and 6.
Damage on the Draco that's important, and so much of this map has already been opened up.
Joker already has super though. That's very dangerous.
For me here for SK Gaming's comp is the map control and shaping it in the way that which they want it to be. That magic hand from Joker, though, it's got to land. It really does. And they can't really land it on the Stu with ease. Now let's do the left-hand side. Bit of back and forth.
Oh, nice!
Closes the gap, but goes down himself. Now Yoshi there with the hypercharge, going straight through the wall. Leaving Tok all alone. They can close it now on this bit. Get the gems.
Be careful!
Even up this deficit.
The GM might go for it.
Stuff from SK Gaming, a hypercharge from Joker. It's got to be timed in the right manner to land.
Stu should have wasted the super there.
The very thing that brings you down if you're not careful.
Yeah, SK don't need a magic hand quite yet. Joker's happy just to stay alive.
They just need one more. They both need one more.
Tok is low and they still don't go for him. Look how patient SK Gaming are playing. So now they get the countdown, but they need another gem, ideally here in mid. Maintain some control, but Engine pops that super. And see Tok
nice, 10 and 10
to get out with that gem. Reset the countdown.
Oh, he's dead!
Oh, he's down! The horde of gems gets dropped, and OU now has to try and keep some of them up.
Oh, nice. Oh, no way!
Yoshi finds a
that should be it.
brings Toxic Lotus to their knees, and Tok does not have the backup to force Joker to drop these gems.
Check the composure from SK is really good here. Wow, 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 wow.
In this all-important set 4.
The sold, Martin.
Single
Sheeran with the heart me, King with the heart me. Thank you guys, welcome.
No change.
That is crazy, bro.
From SK under pressure.
Honestly, what does Lotus have to do here differently?
This much. A good turnaround.
Cannot let Griff take out the right side.
To make sure it's tried and tested. This is a good start from Toxic Lotus yet again, though. Going on the aggression.
Yeah, there we go.
Yoshi there with the left-hand side break. And
no, dude, the Draco's just not a good pick.
The slow-mo replay there from OP, the support from SK, the network is back.
Yoshi's actually the one that opts to take up the gems here.
No, Yoshi's gonna, yeah.
Allowing Joker to
Chad,
do so.
It's over.
Okay, with hyper popped, good damage onto Engine there.
It's over.
Tok would like to challenge, and a speed zone is put down in a rather aggressive position, but Toxic Lotus are going to have to make a play here. They're too far behind in gems to start or to keep trading them back and forth.
Draco is not a good pick. They pick him too often too.
Danger for SK Gaming there. The Griff notes there, just so slow, but OPE does clear up that left-hand side, going back to the deep spawn side, which he can afford to do. Last stand there, for Engine, and he wins the trade.
Oh!
I don't care. You're going down. 7 gems to 2. SK Gaming are in full control now. And Toxic Lotus are floundering. Nice time.
Wow.
The takedowns
That's over,
continue to favor SK Gaming.
Pretty clutch field there from OU, able to drop that down, but SK are 1 gem away. The problem is they don't have the Buster, so they can't negotiate from a position of power until Ope returns to the map. He's done so now. OU's only able to get a paltry 4 gems over the course of this round. It's not enough to furrow the brow.
Chad, Draco is literally like...
Play this neutral game. They only need 1 more gem. They can afford to wait.
Nice shielding there from OPE and love.
It's useless.
Slow-mo replays are cycling to perfection, and there is the pull. SK Gaming are back. They got 10 seconds.
Let's go, Kaden.
For this countdown with OU there so low.
Kaden with the heart me and the popular votes. I'm glad, dude. On to something better. Freddie with the heart me. Thank you.
All the time in the world to slowly advance down the left-hand side.
GG's.
They bring it back, and we get
GG's.
to the distance, and we wouldn't have it any
okay, 2-2.
way.
This is absolutely the kind of matchup that deserves, no, demands a 5th set.
Draco is literally just feeding.
SK Gaming style set that gets played out. It's slow, it's steady. It's a patient game, but a draft that is rather defensive. Doesn't leave too many holes, too many weak points.
Gene Curse
Whereas
broke.
Toxic Lotus pick a composition where they have to be the ones that come forward. They have to be proactive, and they have to honestly take some risks.
I want Toxic Lotus to win here just because they're underdogs.
Gaming are always set up
just
to
because.
exploit. Engine this time can't have an impact on the game. SK are ready for this Draco
Looney,
every single time he steps up, and they've got the Griff to open up the map to make sure they can always see the Dragon Rider coming a mile off.
But now the pressure that lands on this draft, and who would have thought coming into this competition that we would be in this spot where Toxic Lotus are 1 set away from guaranteeing themselves at least an LCQ slot.
Is it Hazone next?
Unreal, honestly. And their
Is it
composure has
Hazone?
found to be in this competition, but is it too much to ask for them to do it
bravo!
more time?
A number of times we found SK Gaming in positions like this. I mean, only yesterday, in fact, they had to narrowly avert, mind you, a loss to
Buster's Hyper is okay, honestly.
So exit
it's not the best.
In the position that they have. And that, in theory, that game...
Oh, let's go, KB.
gave them this, I use air quotes here.
Is it you, LeBron James?
Against Toxic Lotus, but they've shown that they can stand up to the very best. They can make SK Gaming not just sweat, but bleed out there on the stage. Getting electric. DreamHack Dallas is really turning up for us here, just as our teams are.
What's up, Phoebe? Emmy with the heart me, Thomas with the heart me. Thank you, guys.
Will be the decider map between these 2 teams.
It's getting tense, as if it wasn't already to begin this
Chrono,
series.
stop lying.
Now, in the 5th and final set, this is where it ends.
You gotta ban the Ash. You have to ban the Ash here. You have
grand
to.
Final. No more
ban Ash, ban Buster, ban Lumi.
Lose this and you're playing for 3rd. The draft comes down Brawl historically tends to favor.
What's up,
SK
Artem?
Gaming,
Welcome.
but under
Lily
these
Prestige.
conditions,
I've stopped
honestly,
everything for now.
expect the
Maybe after
unexpected.
these
Also,
games we could
coming into it, and Toxic
play some Brawl
Lotus
Stars.
are the team to turn those tides when people least expect it. Got to be battling again. There's Lumi's and Kenji's, exactly that. The Finks as well for Toxic Lotus. On both sides, in fact, it's SK Gaming go for it. Also with the Ashe and the
No, Felix, no.
Chester potentially is a
Okay, they
pretty
banned the
safe first
Ashe.
pick for me here for SK
Ban the
Gaming.
Lumi. Finks.
Raze, one
Hank.
they tend to use quite a lot here as well. There's some good success rates too, but definitely tanks.
Buster's
heals,
open, bro.
Those are the considerations coming into a map like Brawl Ball.
Buster's still open.
Buster,
we've
you
seen
have
that
to take
Hank and Ash
Buster.
Both looked at, two of the sort of more preeminent tanks. One lesser explored direction is definitely the Primo. We've seen that.
The new
he's
brawler.
sparingly here, but the Jaeong going to be taken up here by
Huh, that's
SK
kind of
Gaming.
weird.
A brawler I
Cool
think
best with the
who's
heart me, thank you.
definitely got a lot of unexplored power. He's really positional. Jaeong also with a gadget that actually allows him to masquerade as a legitimate damage dealer for a short window with the Weekend Warrior gadget. I think there's a lot of potential there to turn these fights on their heads. But in general, I think his pick rate's been a little lower than we anticipated here.
I think it's a pretty safe bet for me because in the coin toss scenario that SK Gaming are in, they can't necessarily overcommit to tanks. Amber, not a bad pick.
Not a
for the
bad
first
pick.
one for Toxic Lotus, as those bushes are not going to be near
Very good lane, brawler. I feel like Griff would have been good too.
Now covers this entire mid of the map.
BB? Nah, what you
certainly
mean?
That's going to make some reservations around the speed gear also.
Let's go, Kronos. I
Now,
really appreciate you
thinking
for always
themselves
being
as
there.
to whether they are going to be
worth it?
making an appearance. Is it worth it? Exactly. We saw it really go against a team like Loud yesterday with the Frank and the El Primo. So
Primo?
now Amber does make quite a statement in that regard, but they're going to double down for themselves.
No
Frank.
way,
He is still
guys.
here. It's not
That
bad.
is a
It's
sussy
very much
pick.
On the side of
You
SK
never
Gaming
know
here, but
if he's
Chester,
gonna do
like I said at the
good.
beginning now has a definite place to be picked.
Chester is such a reliable mid-range damage option. I feel like he fills a similar niche at the moment as Griff without the wall break potential.
Griff.
But another hypercharge that also is
Griff.
kind of
Griff.
catapulted him back into ubiquity.
Lou.
Still some time in for SK. This is where they round their draft out. So they need an answer for the Frank, as you alluded to. And there it is, the old
Remo!
It's been a little bit underexplored, but against
Oh!
Frank, so powerful.
It's going to be a fun
He has
game.
multiple ways of disrupting Frank.
B?
And he's winding
Frank?
up for that super. He can suplex the guy.
B
or he
in the
can
Frank?
land his own
Griff
Ripple's
in the
elbow
Frank?
with his super. That little knock-up is really important against Frank.
Nita?
Really, needs to be
Nah.
undisturbed. Obviously, Frank
Would
can
get
take into
outraged
this
by
type
Amber.
The kind of gadget that would, remove
B.
the ability to see
Yeah,
him
B-
in a window.
B's the
It's
proper
B.
pick here.
Crazy to see it picked up at third and last for SK Gaming.
Now, what is Toxic Lotus going to pick here?
I do love the El Primo. I feel like there are still counters available for Toxic Lotus if they do want to double down on this Primo, which I suggest
Dude, I
they
don't
do.
even know what they could pick.
Bank that Chester. It's going to be their best bet. Or Nita would be a bad shout into Primo.
Barley?
either.
Are they screaming
It's
Barley?
option for them
Do
to
not
consider
pick Barley.
Toxic Lotus here. But so much thought has got to go into this. It's got to be a winning yet. It's going to be Nita. I don't mind it. Bruce with the hypercharge.
I'm not going to lie, chat. That is not a good
What are you going
pick.
to be doing with Nita?
Why?
Into
Because
a
when the
B.
map opens
You're
up,
gonna have to stay primarily on that Primo
she's
the
gonna
entire
get
time
outraged
because
the whole
the choice
time.
of Jae-Young. It's a heavy consideration here.
guys, she's going to get outraged the whole
The
time.
DPS
I
for
really,
SK
I would have
Gaming
advised to
low.
pick Griff.
B is amazing, of course, in a singles target context, but trying to deal with these big bodies, two tanks in theory, plus Bruce the Bear on the map. that's
I think the
really
Griff would have been a lot
awkward for B.
better.
It's going to have to be a masterclass.
Chat, let's get the
Joker, but
15K
whoever's
likes.
gonna
We're
be
so
on that brawler
close.
to really get big value off of
Emil
that.
with the 65 roses, thank you.
Mid on the B.
Arbuz with the heart me. Kubas with the heart me. Yo, thank you, Emil. I really, really appreciate you.
Clean up, but Joker has found some space and might be able to
Oh, he might score.
DPS to take care of it and doesn't hesitate to land a 16-second goal.
You have to respect the Primo here. Joker is not going to give you a moment of rest. If you allow him to walk up like that, you were conceding a goal.
Wow.
Suplex. Oh, you flattens. Brilliant stuff there from Joker.
Wait,
Gives himself
they might
a
score.
trade. Bruce is a concern, though. He's dealt with. Engine is healthy enough to potentially walk this in himself.
No, what are you doing, Nita? Why would you just die like
Clear
that?
the ball to the corner. And now, the classic SK Gaming strat to slow the game down when they have the lead is in play.
Loud moment.
Joker's feeling himself, and I'm here for it. Massively slow, but a nice shot down this time from Engine.
Thank you guys for
Bruce
50K
there
likes.
is the helping hand. And if OU can creep
Let's get to
forward,
50K, chat. Let's, because the higher likes we have, the more people that will join.
It's going to get slowed. Jae-Young down the left-hand side of Yoshi, securing the
Double
kill
tap
as
that
well.
screen. I appreciate
Another
y'all.
hyper charge. The Toxic Lotus coming in.
Oh, nice
Big,
hyper bear.
beefy
Oh,
Bruce,
it doesn't do
but
much though.
The time to have to take care of him.
You see that?
Oh, he's dead.
Weekend Warrior gadget for Yoshi is so important here.
Outranged.
He knows there are moments where he needs to amp up his damage just to try and cut
Oh,
through
Primo
some of
has
these
hyper. It's probably
these
over.
shots do pierce. So
Where's the
Toxic
ball?
Lotus line up like that for him. It's a ton of value to be gotten. Oh, rattled Hive. OP's had some brilliant ones so far, and that's another chunk on top. And that just turns
Appreciate you,
into map
Felix.
control for
First
SK.
time Unk asked us to like the stream.
Now
That's
has
kind of
that
true.
hyper charge. It's going to be devastating.
Ahmed with the heart me,
Off
thank
the
you.
strike. The timings will be right, and it was easy for Joker. Dare I say it? Nice throw. The
He's
shoulder
so
as well.
good.
Going to be sucked in, but cycling to
Wow.
perfection now. The Bruce gadget just the nick of
L
time
with
there
the
for
Rose,
Engine.
Ahmed
But
with the heart
again,
me, thank
it
you.
is
Ethan
Toxic
with the heart
Lotus
me,
that are
welcome.
behind.
Emil with the
They
22
need-
swords.
And there's only 30 seconds now.
Thank you guys, I really appreciate
These
y'all.
rattled Hives are something different. Ope has got massive value off each of these gadgets. There's a reason why they don't make brawlers with gadgets that just give them 6,000 damage.
Thank you guys.
Because it's a little bit broken, a little bit busted.
Yeah,
He's
Nita's
able to
not a
find
good
ways
pick,
to make
chat.
use of it. Oh, you there? Suplex yet again.
Oh,
Superman
Primo!
over this. Hits it from the top rope. And now with only 10 seconds left in the round, Toxic Lotus simply do not have the time to take possession of the ball and convert a goal. OU knows it. He's trying to free it. But with 1 second left in the game and nobody can touch it, it's SK Gaming. Move to advantage. in this
The
decided
Nita pick was absolutely horrible. It was really bad.
16-second goal and a pocket of the ball. This is the SK Gaming that we know and love over the years. The tried and tested strategy that is their own.
Look at how
And
fast
it might
she
be
gets
the
pushed
downfall of
back.
Toxic Lotus here. They can't get it under control.
Ball has not left its spot in the middle of the map here as both teams only have eyes for one another. Joker wants to play close. Pressure on.
Nice!
Would be
Wait!
nice, but does get burnt down. That's the risk.
This
of
could be a
trying to
goal.
find that Amber, and OU is threatening here.
Wow.
Yoshi steps into the middle of the map. He knows he needs to fight against the Nita, and Yoshi takes matters into his own hands. Paves the way for SK Gaming now to move up into an attacker's role.
Primo could definitely score.
Such a key point there for Yoshi to land that shot, to get that takedown, because OU was looking dangerous, full HP, advancing on SK Gaming's goal. A simple pass, and it could have put them behind.
Jay is good. I've never played with that brawler yet.
Joker down to the right-hand side.
Thank you guys for 30K likes. I really appreciate y'all.
Crossing now over now.
Let's get to
Does
50.
find two.
Oh, what a jump.
The fire burn is there as well, but OU survives just for a little bit of time. For now, it's going to be OP and Engine in this
Nice.
dancing it out.
Oh.
Great throw. Just enough time to allow his teammates to get back in the mix, and Joker lands a heavy hit into the mid.
I'm glad OP.
Chanita is not.
Fortitude
Oh,
in the line to
no.
pop
Lotus, you
there.
sold.
The slow buys time for the reinforcements to arrive. OU's got to corner the ball with Joker. Doesn't care too much about that right now. Engine wants to go and dig it out. This is risky. He's really exposed himself here to Joker, who flattened him. Toxin travel, desperately trying to clear the ball. OU comes in with a hypercharge.
Oh my God, what a play.
The guy is unreal. And SK Gaming one step away from a grand finals appearance here at Brawl Cup.
Bloody with the heart me in the popular vote.
Absolutely stunning.
Annie with the
He's
GGs.
all over
L
this
with the
game, and he
5
goes down now.
roses. Thank you guys.
Onto Yoshi into OP for this defense. Talk there, a nice spread of the map.
Oh, nice.
Charge goes down, but
Could
as
be.
does OU.
Nope.
And again, without a single goal.
Chat, Frank is a
seen
horrible
here.
brawler. Why would they pick
Put
that?
on in the next 20 seconds, or they could be playing for a third place finish.
They're giving SK time here. Joker goes over the map. This is a big risk that he's taking, trying to go forward like this. Target, he gets caught out. Yoshi
Wait.
getting dangerous now. Engine and OU.
That's a goal.
Pushing up. OP stuck.
Wow, wait a minute.
Game.
Mainland China.
They have the bear now.
For dear life. Still there from OE, but it doesn't find a connection. Joker now going to try and push this forwards, but a good amount of amber spray makes him think twice. Bruce Bear on the map, pushing.
Look at how like outraged Nita is, chat. Amber's gonna have to work overtime here.
He's the playmaker. They need that on the side of SK. So Toxic Lotus has got to be careful.
Uh-oh.
Feed him too much
GG's.
damage because he'll be able to obtain it.
Here it is. There's a feeling of inevitability about it as SK Gaming are in overtime with a B. And Ope is starting to go to work on Toxic Lotus. Surgically extracting one brawler after another.
Yeah, you have to get the B out, Amber.
And there's still 23.
Oh, he's gonna walk it in.
They are getting awfully close. They are threatening. Yoshi finds that.
Chat, Nita's horrible. It's over.
This could be it, folks. The curtain call for Toxic Lotus.
Ah!
And for SK Gaming, this is just another bump in the road.
Wow! What a win that was! What a win! What a win! Food with the donuts. 10 on 10 with the rose. Thank you guys. We're so close to 45k likes right now. Let's go.
No better way to put it, because Toxic Lotus.
Buff Doug, for real.
My God, what a performance! The Chinese mainland. Those boys deserve the grand finals for me.
The Nita pick was so bad.
But they have won.
The Nita pick was so bad, coach. It was so bad.
The entire world watching on as the Chinese mainland have astounded us in this competition.
But for SK Gaming,
use code Genie?
Of certainty.
Wait, isn't a Toxic Genie's code?
Today, you asked all of us beforehand. We just felt like, as good as it's been from Toxic Lotus, this is where it ends. It's time now to
wake up bedtime. What?
The mastermind.
Who is she though?
Of EMEA's juggernaut. Let's go down.
Now let me chill.
Barney and Joker.
Let me chill.
Thank you so much, Uber. Of course, I'm joined by Joker here. Your first region to make it through to the finals of the Brawl Cup is EMEA, and it's SK Gaming. Let's hear it for them. Joker, the dominant run continues. In the video leading up to that match, we saw that Toxic Lotus was saying they didn't really know.
Bonnie or Shade, who would you pick? I would pick Bonnie. I don't like Shade too much. Unless you don't have any close range brawlers. Nicholas with the heart me, Maor with the heart me. Thank you guys.
Yeah, honestly, we had no idea what they wanted to
Miley, huh?
go. They surprised us in the first 3 sets. So in the fourth
KB, maybe.
changed completely our bans. We had bans prepared for the match,
Chill,
but we
chill,
changed them completely to just ban their tanks and their heal comps. And yeah, it worked out.
It did work out indeed. I think that the only thing really
Yo, I like that jacket though.
About the two
but it
teams
doesn't
that
match the
could potentially
fit,
be
no?
facing you in the final. We've got Zeta Division, we've got Humble. Do you have a preference? Is there anyone you like to go up against or to prove yourself against?
We've already faced Humble twice this year in the EMEA, and I'd rather face other regions. And yeah, Humble is already world champion, so please give me Zeta.
Give them Zeta, he says. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for SK Gaming.
Leo with the heart me, Julian with the tiny diny. Thank you.
Continue, day 3.
Thank you, Barney. Big round of applause here for SK Gaming. They take it, but they had to go all the way. The drafting geniuses, the drafting
chat.
Joker.
Should we play some Brawl Stars in the meantime? Yes or no?
Everything they wanted. They have the
Let me grab the iPad.
All the brawlers they really like to play, but the Byron hand comp, the healing was just too much. Honestly, Toxic Lotus, I would call them the new drafting geniuses now. I was already scared.
Thank you guys for 45k likes.
Speed me.
I really appreciate y'all.
Keep speeding. Low. I throw. Wait. Okay, I've jump. Ember, be careful, don't sack. Only Frank. Chill.
That's nice. That's nice.
Last year at World Finals, SK Gaming already beat the Titans, Zeta Division, the defending world champions, to then lose to Humble in the semis. Unfortunate events. Today, it almost looked like the same thing would happen. Yesterday, they beat Zeta Division, and today, they almost lost to Toxic Lotus.
SK Gaming are a team who just
Fawad with the 32 roses.
Like the last day of competition, basically every tournament of the last couple of years, right? And
Real Sigma with the heart me and the rose. Julian with the tiny dinies. Freddie with the tiny dinies. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Spot in a grand final. We haven't seen that enough, frankly, from this organization over the last couple of years. So
all right, we'll be back. We'll be back in 5 minutes, 6 minutes. We get to play some Brawl Stars in the meantime. There we go, chat. There we go. And we're in, coach. We are in. What should we do? Ranked? Heist? KO. Wait, let me see what's on solo right now. Oh nah. Let's see who we can prestige real fast. Freddy with 5 tiny dinies, more tiny dinies. Olivia with the heart me. Julian with the heart me. Thank you guys, I really appreciate y'all. Should we try a Lily game real quick? Actually that's probably not a good idea. Probably not a good idea. Brawl ball. I really want to start pushing towards the prestige. Or we could play one ranked game. Let's do one ranked game. One ranked game. I'm not playing Gem Grab as my first ranked game, bro. Get out. Freddy with more tiny dinies. I really appreciate you, Freddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Olivia with the heart me. Thank you. Julian with the tiny dinies. Tacos with the heart me. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Okay, KO. Nice, nice. Cheeky. Cheeky. Okay, alright, alright. Gonna ban Fawad with the 60 GGs. I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna ban, yeah, I'm gonna ban the Kenji. I'll ban the, no one's gonna pick Kit. Let's ban Lumi. Thank you, Freddy. Thank you, Fawad. Thank you, guys. So like 4 more minutes until they start the next rounds. Okay, Angelo pick. Kind of okay. Chat, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I am instantly gonna lock in Grom here. Because they get last pick no matter what. So they're gonna either have to counter Grom or do something. They're gonna have to do something. Okay, wait, that's actually not that bad. That's not that bad. Appreciate you, Nord. Is that like a warning or something? Cronny with the heart me, Santiago with the heart me in the popular vote. Thank you. All right, come on, let's go.
Be careful.
I think we should be able to take out everyone here. Tick might be a little issue, but since the Byron is here for the heals, it should be fine. We're gonna instantly start pushing up on this side. Who's here? Brock? Brock is right there. Nice. He's gonna have a hard time running up on me, so I think we're really good. Yeah. Oh, I'm very low already, actually. Oh, watch out! What? Guys! Angelo, you could have one-shot that thing, dude. Shield saved me here. He's so low. No.
I am left with my own bones.
I should have waited for him to get closer. And I took out all my bushes. Alright, Zeta versus Humble next. They start very soon. Right after this game. Yeah, Byron is a little bit selling, no? Hit it. There we go. Good job. I'm getting really outranged here. Okay, Angelo's gonna get a different position. That's very good. I need one more shot, chat. One more. Nice, I got it. Okay, I got it. Okay. Yes, I got him. Let's go. Help. It's okay. I'll take it. Take it right here, bro. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. Who's still alive? Brock? Oh, nice super, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Oh, shit. Help. Am I? Help. Use your super! Thank you. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought he wasn't gonna use it. Jacob with the heart me in the rose. Thank you. Okay, we have hyper, so we could instantly take someone out. Let's pop Gadget up here. We want to make sure we hit the hyper like directly onto somebody, even if it's one person. That's fine. Waste your super. Good job. Oh, I'll try and help you. Okay. Go pop that. Dead. Oh my god, I'm him. I'm literally him. I am literally him. Thank you for the heals. You gotta pop the hyper as soon as he grabs you because he does less damage. So that was a cheeky play in it. Oh, don't die. Oh, he's dead. W. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Come on. Come on. One more round. I thought we were going to lose too. Chat, we're so close to 60k likes. Double tap that screen. Let's go. Let's get to 100k as fast as we can. Okay. We can surely win again. As soon as we win, we're going to watch the other game. Nice. Jumped away. Wait, we can punish that. Low key. Yo, heal me up. Appreciate it. I'm dead. Heal. Appreciate it. Let's be a little patient. They're farming us. Gene is farming us. Yo, watch out. Oh shit. Wow, I just saved myself, dude. Appreciate it, bro. Let me get a different angle on this side right here. See! Thank you guys for 25 new followers. Dude, I hit somebody. I don't know who I hit, but somebody. Wait, get the angle. Oh no. Dude, I didn't. That ran up on me so fast. Okay, why would you let it hit you though? Actually, get out. Okay, we gotta approach a little bit differently. I need one more shot. That's fine, I got it. Don't even trip. Tick range is really annoying, chat. He's really strong on the range here. I think I got somebody. Nope, I didn't get anybody. No, we might lose. Dang it, we might lose. I think our Angelo's actually useless. So is our Byron a little bit. Oh, he has the wrong guy there, chat. Oh, nice! Wait a minute. Oh, he walked into the storm. Okay. Yeah, GG. Okay. Great. We lose the second round. Okay, alright. It's most likely now we're gonna lose the whole game. SK, you're so calm, you're not raging? Because it's only one game. And then we're gonna go back to the watch party. Alright, come on. They're walking on the stage right now, so they're gonna start soon. We gotta finish. Excuse me, we gotta finish. Wow, none of those hit him. There we go. Yeah, we are the ones that have to squeeze right here. Nice. Come on, Angelo. Yes, Angelo. Byron, come back. Byron. Good job, Angelo. I can probably get a good angle here. Whoa, what are you doing? Oh my god! Random! My random!
I will show you where lobsters spend winter.
What was Angelo doing? Oh, you're gonna blame that on connection? Hold on, I can save myself. There we go. He has hyper already. Nice shot. Oh! I'm most likely dead. Wow. I thought I was gonna do 5K for some reason. And Brock has hyper. We should be over. Looks like it's somehow clutch here. With a nice gadget play. Nice. Hold on. Hot that. Bang. 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 Nice. Down. Here we go, chat. Oh, God. Through the wall. Yes, pull. You guys seen that, right? Yeah, the tournament is about to start. It's really, really about to start. Hold on. Almost done. We're almost done with this. Maybe I could gadget attack on the Gene right there. He won't expect it. Nice! 1, 2, 3. He can go for the pull if he wants. Nice! Hold that. Hold that. L toss, and we're all dead. Oh my god, GG's. Oh my god, I got somebody. Hold on, I have hyper play. I could low-key win this. Oh my god. No! Oh my god, oh my god! Wait, chat, wait. I'm dead. Oh, that's so shit, bro. Oh, come on, dude! No one saw that.
Epic. Which comes to shove, if Humble have the kind of composition that wants to get up in their face, Gus is such a good option.
GG's.
Lumi is available here.
All right,
I'm going to put that one out there. It's one that the Zeta division have been scrimming.
Go Humble!
Win rate, and it is open here. The max ban is quite key from Humble. It kind of eradicates a lot of the kind of more aggressive East Asia ideas with the kind of Melody and the Gust Shield combination. Been going with the
okay.
But keep an eye on that particular brawl, as we know coming into this competition, a 99% ban rate.
Yeah, she has been looked at every single time. I mean, with the exception of this one, this might be the only ban phase that she's been able to escape through. But Zeta Division already kind of have their plan set up. Now, finishing this composition with a Lumi.
Nani pick? I want to see this.
I think for Zeta.
I want to see how good they play Nani
here.
here.
That allows them a huge amount of flexibility. Humble now. They don't take the Lumi here. They're not taking her at all.
Byron here is not a bad shout. Ollie would be a good pairing with that particular brawler too if they want to bring
Ollie
some heals to the equation. Obviously, Ollie can have that additional speed by being close to walls, so they opt to go for that star power. Having a Byron to really force their way forward to the map wouldn't be the worst of ideas in the world. Let's see. They want to kind of like have the Piper maybe on their side.
Who else would they pick? What map is this? Shooting Star?
They've already got the Nanny. They doubled down. They've deterred Zeta from being able to pick it. Why not combine it? Byron with the Ollie makes sense to me. I quite like that for Humble. They've got a massive amount of heals.
Byron.
They've got the aggression. But for Zeta, again, do they go Lumi now?
Might be a trap. Humble sort of dangling that in front of Zeta.
Ronnie with the goats, thank you.
You can take that pick, we're fine. We have two brawlers that pretty much outrange you.
You're right.
If we want to dive in your direction. If Boss is going to be using the regulate gadget, that means that can close the gap pretty easily. Having virtually 2 dashes in trying to hit that super. And yes, Lumi for the first time here at Brawl Cup. Zeta Division say, well, if you're not going to take it, we may as well.
And now it's all about the question, is Lumi that good on this map? You know,
chat, let's get to 75K likes. We are so close. Also, there's a poll up right here. Click and vote. Let me see who you guys think are going to win. It's free to vote.
Like that. That's the only question for me. It's got a 44% win rate in Scrim. So, but that again is only based upon the amount of times it's been left open.
Yeah.
So it's a tough one.
I saw Lumi picked by Revenant X Spark in their qualification game in the LPL, Road to Brawl Cup. They got given a lot of really good brawlers in those draft phases, and they did win with it.
Yo, Humble's picks are a little bit weird.
In general. We're in for a treat, folks. Shitapo will be on that Lumi. Trying to show us exactly just how oppressive that she can be. It's a lot for Humble to sort of keep track of. Luki here definitely...
Semantic on the Nani. Oh no, oh no, oh no!
Semantic just able to crawl away. The Byron heals are so instrumental here.
Oh!
Zeta, absolutely textbook.
Wow.
They know how to do it best. 3 stars and the blue. Humble. Slipping and sliding, not just on those.
That was
stars,
beautiful.
but in terms of their own stars.
Oh man, yeah. That Grim and Frostbitten gadget is absolutely terrifying. And I mentioned earlier, the Grey is so important here to be able to catch people out. Curious to see if Boss has all eyes on me as the gadget taker. I think that's less likely. Semantic definitely needs to start connecting these shots. Hasn't been able to build a peep yet.
That's
so
what I'm saying. Oh, there you go. He has
really
super.
been kept at arm's length. Here comes Peep now. Maybe looking in Shtampo's direction. Boss is the one that goes down instead, though. Levy's able to pick him
Chat,
up.
Humble's draft right here is not good.
Opportunity to heal here.
It's a great start from Zeta. They can just hunker down in this backside spawn and just wait for Humble to push them forwards. Peep going through it yet again. Just going to go for the left-hand side break. I quite like that from Humble.
What's the
Absolutely
plan
intentional,
for Ollie?
allowing Luki to have more space to breathe, but now the hypercharge of Suzuki, and he's very looking for a hypercharge. 1 tap away, and gets it just a little bit late there as well. So, but still, the aggression was great. The pull from Humble going in. Boss gets the hypnosis.
Nice.
Gets the takedown, and now they just need 3 more stars.
Oh, it's
That's
over.
not a big job. There's nobody with
Wait, one more push.
on the Zeta side of things yet. So, 3 stars in it, but all the Zeta players have 2 stars to their name. Humble have to go for it now.
Nah, it's
all
over.
in or nothing. And I guess the latter is what they come up with. Lumi gets in. The rest
over.
of the draft, though, looks very, very solid for Zeta Division, and it's honestly a pretty comfortable win.
Yeah, it looks like Zeta's gonna easily take this, guys. Easily.
That's the problem. But against the Lumi, the Morning Stars, and the Freeze inevitably there on the map, Zeta can get there first. They can just sit around on that. Hold on to it, protect it. There it goes. There's the Tampo.
It's too risky.
Gives them all the time in the world to be able to go for the star, but Livy
I think the Nani pick was a little bit
No follow-up. Wasn't quite
And the
there
Ollie.
For Humble, but they can keep the pressure on for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and map control is what this nutty.
Look at how much
competition
damage
Suzuki had nowhere to go
Lumi
with
does, chat.
Zeta Division get the blue star. They have to give up 2 in order to get it, but there's a great blast speed at long range from Shitampo. Boss didn't know where to go.
Keep going forwards. Good body blocking there.
Oh, nice. Gray's out. Gray's out.
And great poison taps. Ensure a takedown. That's going to be 4 stars and the blue. So 1 star lead for Humble, but they'll take it. That is more than they had in the last game combined. So absolutely good positioning from them. But now this is where Zeta get aggressive. We already know from Semantic, but they are concerned about that. And a low Tampo there as well.
Oh, nice.
Is going there for his teammates to ensure that he stays alive.
Nah.
They're going to be surviving it for now.
Nicely done by Levy. It is tough to drive the Peep in the right direction sometimes. Boss.
Oh, wow. If he went through the middle.
Those are indestructible boxes, so no open sideline.
Semantic has hyper.
The Ollie here for Zeta Division. And Humble know they can't afford to just give up the map.
That's
They
what I'm
need
saying.
to
Ollie on
maintain
this
a
map.
presence here in mid. But Zeta are starting to get hungrier and hungrier. Starved of that blue star. They need to be the aggressors now.
Look, he has got
Byron needs to connect the shots, chat.
Have got the freeze.
He's missed like the last 10.
Pushed in the left hand side. Semantic low needs to
Good
heal.
heals.
Lukin gets them. There is still some splash available too. Hypercharge Peep coming in. Levy's
Oh,
going
so
low.
low.
322 HP on that top side of the map. Forced back. So Humble can have space to breathe. With 20 seconds on the clock, 1 singular takedown from Zeta is all they need to claim this set.
This is dangerous though for Shitampo. He's quite
Gus is
squishy.
low.
As is Suzuku. He's been taken extremely low, and Boss is still holding onto a super. This should be a Humble round. Boss comes forward now. Shitampo
Nice.
caught inside
Wow.
the-
How did they stay
Very
so
clean
composed?
from Humble, showing us how to play against that Lumi comp. Much more composed from them than we saw in that first round.
Louis with the heart meet, Bogdan with the heart meet, Krani with the GGs. Thank you guys.
I'm going to reserve myself for now because
What a
it's
win
a
that
great
was.
Zeta draft. Humble had the workaround, but if they don't have the start in this third game, it can go back the way it
Okay,
was
let's see.
Came into this series.
It's kind of
Do they have
even.
an answer to this Nani arc?
Oh, Ollie's dead.
Especially with the healing
Oh,
that Luki's
wow,
able to provide,
Luki.
It seems like there's no direct answer to it on the map.
They're body blocking the Peeps. And they're
Give
HQs
Byron a
enough
hypercharge.
so they can tank them along
What's
the
up,
way,
Juan?
but it's the timing of Humble really to ensure some taps prior to that. To
Yes, we
be
are all
able to
watching
To
this.
ensure that communication. And again, this blue star, this is how Zeta like to start. If they can stay firm. Oh, and there's an extension of that lead as Suzuki finds Luki there as
Oh,
well.
wait.
They're shooting on the right-hand side between Semantic and Suzuki too. he'll have to heal up, but this is not the start the Humble were looking for.
The Cookie Popper, you've got to respect it. When you see those ghosts come down, you've got to remember that
Zeta has the edge
has
now.
the ability to detonate them in a radius and to confirm that elimination. That was extremely
Ollie might be dead.
Tampo.
They have no heals.
Could easily have been sort of tapped down out of nowhere. He wants to take the TP
Yeah.
yet again.
He's
Blast
probably
beam
dead.
connects on the boss. And it's an easy pickup. Here comes Levy. Semantic is in peak form right now and is being juked. He's trying to double it back with Levy.
It's over, guys. It's over.
Disrespect from Zeta as they go to a 6-star lead.
It's
Well,
over.
the shielding was good for a while, but he was looking for Tampo. Levy with 4 stars and the blue make a prime candidate for Humble. And then they can just find one more after that, but getting just one member of Zeta is going to be tough. A little bit of break. That left-hand side now. Lukey finds Levy now as Boss goes in the left-hand side.
Wait, that's an easy 2.
Tampo falls, and now they just need 4.
Oh,
And
oh,
Levy
oh!
gets the fall. That is the perfect person to land the shots on. And now Humble have got the lead, but they've got to hold on for 20 seconds, and this push from Zeta is going to be brutal.
Come on, Humble!
They're not going to give up the map for free.
Nice hyper! Nani, hit the shots!
He has a blast beat available. Looking in Boss's direction. Catches him with the root. Still, the follow-up damage isn't there.
Watch out,
A little
Semantic.
bit too slow in Zeta Division. Come close.
Look, you don't die!
Close shave for Humble. But they look like they're going to get away with it.
Wow!
Final seconds and Humble secure an important...
What a win that was!
Proving
Holy!
that they more than deserve to stand on such a stage against such opposition.
Holy! Kronny with the 4 GGs, 10 swords. Louis with the 4 GGs. Thank you guys. I appreciate the gifts.
And that's the kind of support that when we can hear on the desk, you know, for damn sure the
Wow,
players can
what
hear
a
on the
comeback.
stage. Poor Lumi. Poor Lumi. Still on a 0% win rate, right?
Yeah, in BSC games. And see just how scary it can be, but teams are so careful. They know if they're going to let Lumi through, or if they refuse not to pick her, there's always going to be a plan. I think the Nani is great here. There's not a sharpshooter that can really answer it. The fact that Nani, of course, with Return to Sender, wins any long-range duel is so important.
That was such a nice pull right there.
In the same way,
Chaos with the heart me. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
I think the Byron here is huge.
Thank you, KB.
Set up so well. He's using all eyes on me. So
8,000
it's
subs on
impossible
YouTube. Let's
to
go.
escape him. If he supers in
Guys,
your
I'm gonna
direction
start
and
going
hits
really,
with that
really good
gadget
on the
empowered
YouTube
shot,
content. I would
you are
say
going to get hypnotized.
starting June.
I got to agree with you.
I'm gonna try and upload a long-form video every 2 days.
The #1 pick for Humble to have in their scrims had a 66% win rate, and in terms of the draft, it just gives you so much flexibility. You know, it deters away from the Piper. You're gonna have a great time playing into
Nice
that if
play.
your opposition decide to draft it.
Let's go, Semantic.
Playing heavy counter or
Bro is
combining with
hyped.
your comp. It really makes a lot of sense. Lukey towards the end though, very close to going down himself. That could have gone really
Hashtag what?
tumbling down for EMEA.
What did I say? Hashtag
A
what?
little sigh of relief. Some valuable
Yo, that
momentum
cameraman
for
loves
Barca.
her, bro.
Let's not forget ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves there.
That cameraman loves her, chat. Oh, hashtag be humble.
Zeta Division matchup against SK. This map pool, honestly, is
The cameraman's in love, chat.
Next map is going to be out in the open as we head to knockout. The kind where there's a lot of different directions that you can sort of take these comps. We saw Elevate on this map.
Welcome to the
previously,
stream,
right?
Ledin.
That
Guys,
Genji work.
if you're new
A lot of
and
those
you're joining the
rounds
stream, make sure you guys drop a
down to the
follow. I
wire.
am 1 follower away
And the
from
first
a...
question you always ask
See!
is, are you looking to
Come on,
create an
come
extra
on.
lane for yourself here? I think Angelo is going to be looked at very closely.
See!
That
Come
needs
on.
to be banned by Zeta Division, lest they give that one over.
Okay.
Well, this
KO.
is really quite an interesting one for me because this was a very map
Please
that we had Humble play on yesterday.
ban
They brought in the Meg. And I was
Angelo.
talking to Kanan about that
Please
yesterday
ban
in the meet and
Eve.
greet, and that wasn't necessarily the game plan, but it worked out kind of well, and it's a very North American pick. I don't think it's necessarily one that many are considering.
Thank you,
here,
guys.
but one that worked out well for Humble yesterday.
Turtle with the
Combined
first gift
Eve
rose.
and
Thank
the
you.
Chi
White with the heart me. Thank
against
you,
Loud.
guys.
And it was so convincing.
Ban Mandy. Unfortunately,
Then again, that was the
they,
start of
professionals
that
don't play Mandy.
We saw Loud weren't really kind of with that. They were
Okay, they
just a little
banned
bit
Angelo.
behind the times in that series. The ban's been the Brock, which is actually a very underrated ban, but one that I
Brock
really
is
quite
good on
like
this
here.
map, yeah.
That
He
ability
opens
to
up
break
the
in so
bottom.
quickly. But the Byron first pick is available here on the side of Zeta. I'm gonna go for Hank, but this is the
Why?
can now just go
Why?
which they want anyway in this draft, and then take it away from Zeta. I mean, it's perfect. They actually could have banned the Meg from Zeta, so they saw yesterday.
Why, coach?
I
Why?
think that's fair. You still have Eve as an option. Humble can look like Byron Eve and then sort of work in someone that can really make use of that healing for later on. Ollie's still available. There's not a lot of damage in that comp is the only issue. Humble do need to make sure they've got hard-hitting DPS.
Turtle
because even
with the
without a
first
healer,
gift, finger heart,
that
thank
gadget
you.
could be really a tough nut to crack at the best of times. Finks.
Finks, okay.
Gonna be the ask here for Humble. It's a lesser seen map for this brawler, but Humble are all about Finks. They really feel
Eve,
like
you have to get the Eve here.
nowhere that he's awful.
Eve is so good. Eve is so good.
It's just so
Even against
versatile
Hank.
across the modes. When the Humble have been the very team that comes straight to mind when I think of this brawler now. Byron, Pearl, like you mentioned, Ollie as well. For Humble wouldn't be the worst of ideas, but we saw Kenji yesterday as well. It's tough to make these kind of short-range brawlers work. Yeah, Pearl is a good combination with a potential Byron, but they can't do that. Surely
Not a bad
Zeta,
pick.
I think it
Rafa with the goats, thank you.
This Pearl is so bad.
No. Pearl's not that bad, but
Obviously, she hits
Zeta,
unbelievably
pick
hard. Her gadget
Eve.
with the-
You have to
the
pick
burn
Eve.
down impact. When you're at full heat and you have a gadget hit and you
or Byron.
get relatively good purchase on someone like a Hank, like they're dead, bro. They're just gonna blow up instantly. Really sneaks. You got to sleep.
Yo, how much did Genie pay her for that, bro?
So clearly no issues with damage.
And where's Wreckers?
Humble have that in spades. Ooh.
Meeple?
Meeple honestly has kind of fallen from grace. We've seen him on this out in the open map so far. Zeta Division would like to have Suzuki play close enough to Levy, or at least close enough to capitalize on those mages of Meeple. Because if you don't have a thrower,
Eve.
Hank is the only way you can actually damage the people caught inside of that.
Eve or Byron?
Could be a Bell, potentially to mark up the Pearl. Gus would be the worst of shouts, but they've got to be a little bit cautious here to not pick Piper, because the Eve would be a great response from Humble.
No, not a
something that
Piper.
they
No,
do
no,
quite
no,
like.
no.
That's
Okay,
a good brawler.
Bell
Bell
pick.
gonna come in. Again,
Bell
direct answer for this Pearl pick.
A7, what's up,
Side
bro?
of Humble. Now they can choose. They've got some options here.
See! Thank you guys for 75 new followers. I really appreciate y'all.
The top pick from Humble.
A7 with the heart me. Dude, me and A7 are the only ones not there,
Do they go
bro.
for that long-range affair?
I'm disappointed,
I'm
bro.
definitely scared of this Meeple. It's not the most common pick.
Everyone's
but
there
it's
but
one that
us.
can eradicate the bush so quickly on this map. And when you're a brawler like
Oh, and
Humble,
BPR.
literally both.
BPR could have been there, I think.
Figuratively also.
like the queen
To be B.
Okay.
Okay. It's definitely not one that was on my horizons. I'm not too sure. I mean, this is not a brawler.
Luca with the heart me. Gojo with the roses and the goats. I really appreciate y'all.
To be able to defend against.
Yeah,
This is
Wreckers
It's
is
a hard
there.
map for the Hank. I just think being able to slow that Hank down as he tries to approach is crucial, and we know just how deadly Boss can be.
B pick is really good. B pick is really good.
Trying to walk up on the Pearl.
Man,
her hypercharge pyrolytic.
I think Humble's gonna take this also just because Hank is not good.
Which can
Sorry.
deny a lot of that space.
Hank is
away.
not a good brawler.
Oh, no, they can't keep up the
Overrated.
match. If they do so, the Meeple Super is still going to allow Zeta to shoot at them at the bottom.
Lovely reverse polarity start there from Levy. Does find a connection
If
on the
Hank
ball.
could somehow
Not
get
too
into
much
those
more than
bushes
that.
right there without
There is
getting
the
cooked
best to go
really
down.
fast, they could easily win.
Maybe dismantle that bush area. Suzuki going to be able to get stuck.
Today's
in
the
now.
finals.
The reverse polarity there from Levy. This time round, not too sure about a connection. This is the problem for me, is that if Luki can't find like a rattled hive into Suzuki trying to push him away from this wall, and as time goes on, the gas comes in, and Hank comes.
Oh, there he is.
Now
There he is.
The boss finds that shot as well, and again, the Manchester people goes down. Zeta seem looking very much in control of this one so far.
Yeah, and they got a lot of that control. Boss is really being squeezed out towards the bottom side.
Semantic is low-key in a little bit of trouble.
The Meeple Super be
Okay, now they had a little reset.
But as the round goes a little bit later, it definitely is going to have some impact. Manchester Meeple should be up. Yep, couple seconds. Semantic sees that one coming, but now the gas comes in. Much of the map's been taken away. Suzuki comes forward. Luki's going to be hit there. Levy has a super. Should they need to use it? And Semantic's trying to get involved. There's nothing for Humble.
Oh, he missed!
Here, but there it is. First pick traded out. And it's Boss with a
Yeah, Hank missed that last shot.
Perfect spot.
Oh, nice opening, nice.
Couple of missed shots. Really wasn't quite as clean as Humble would have liked, but nonetheless, a round is a round. But now with the bush completely decimated now, and Suzuki pushing forward, Humble on the back lines on a map like this, you don't want to find yourself in your back spawn side. Now getting
Yeah, I think Humble's gonna take this now.
And the Hank pushed all the way
Boss
back. Now,
positioning
Boss
is really, really good right here, chat.
Shut that down. Keep Zeta in their spawn side. If Luki wants to go in there with Rattled Hive as well, just keep diminishing things down. The timings of this gadget are key for Zeta. Those mansions of Meeple, you've got to reserve them in the back pocket for when the gas comes in to be able to get back out if you're stuck in your spawn.
Yeah,
Bell might be dead.
here
Oh,
it's
no,
being
she's
used
so
just to try and
low.
get them back into the map, but ultimately it doesn't work out because Levy takes far too much damage. Luki can play that straight away against the bell.
Yeah, Zeta's
Levy wants
finished.
to dodge these shots pretty astutely. He will have a guaranteed mark. He probably wants it on the Pearl, but instead it catches on to Luki. He'll have to take it for the time being. Gas is starting to come in. Levy needs to move towards the middle of the map, and Semantic's already made use of
How's
that.
Boss so
gadget.
low?
He's still healthy though. Boss, hypercharge available. Suzuku getting chunked up now in the back corner. Shatapa's able to find
Solo.
that pick on Luki.
No way!
Through there.
No way they actually pulled that off. No way. Chat, I feel like somebody was missing all their shots.
That rattled high beat just went down, and it may have been enough to help his team get that win. But now this game all up for grabs. 1 round apiece. Humble are completely exposed.
I'm not gonna lie, the B is not
On
it.
the left-hand side, keep the pressure on. No reverse polarity collection there.
Pearl, you just missed!
Now Suzuki
Pearl, you missed that point blank range!
low HP. Levi has the mark. They can land that onto Boss. Going into an overtime scenario, that's someone who can go down. And be
Luki barely landing any shots and he's dead. Wow, yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah, the B pick was not good, guys.
Use the mark, secure the kill, and makes it a 3 versus 2.
Oh, wait!
Semantic, what a pick. He has time to get some health back. Suzuki's trying to run him down now quickly. Semantic doesn't have a gadget. He's got to fight his way out of that corner.
Oh, what a-
Too much. Here's
Oh, he got him! Yes, he got him!
He's charged up in heat, and that's an overcooked gadget to bring Levy to his knees. Boss has got to respect Suzuki.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Humble! Humble's literally them! Humble is literally them!
Range. Now we start to see the idea.
900 IQ play by Semantic! 900 IQ play! Absolute genius!
I don't think it's an outdraft just
I'm
yet,
glazing too much, let me chill.
but
Absolute
a convincing
genius!
start nonetheless for Humble in knockout.
That was
I
beautiful!
think we've got still more to see from this Meeple. It's certainly been good at getting rid of the bush, as it always will be, but to position Humble into the eye of the storm, that's where Zeta have got to be working a
Chat!
little bit more.
They just
in this next game.
2v3'd!
Just a USDA Prime Garden variety. 1 versus
Yo,
2
Luki,
there
stop
from
shooting the barrel, bro. Like, what?
Covered out of the office for him. There's Semantic going down. Levy has been the most dangerous player on
that's
Division
Elam.
on this
Nice.
so far, but there's Boster once again chiming in. Luki's ready to hit Levy hard. Rattled Hive now is scary for Shizuku. He will be able to avoid it for now.
2v2, 2v2.
In order to do so, when Luki's sitting on a Bell Super. Basically a guaranteed slow for whoever wants to move up. Boss is marked though.
Here we go,
Finally,
Luki.
Levy
Good
gets
shot.
that super on the intended target.
Use that super, bro.
Good chemistry between Luki and Boss.
Too late,
Luki
bro.
now low on the left-hand side, and Boss is going to be able
Now,
to
why would
defend
you
this
let Hank hit
as best
that?
he can, and he is marked like you say. And
Luki, hit your shots!
Surely now Zeta can just pick him off quite straightforwardly.
Bro,
And that is going to be a round going the way of Zeta.
Moody with the heartbeat. What's up, Moody? Welcome.
For Levy.
Miracle with the heartbeat and the popular vote. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Suzuki just needs to get in that position. Keep
Oh,
shooting
Semantic.
ideally.
Oh, nice
Goes
dodge.
straight to the middle of the map. The gadget. He's susceptible, but he survives on just enough for Humble to be able to heal.
Semantic just dodged the hypercharged Bell Super by gadgeting at just the right moment to avoid it. What unreal tech. So the Finks is not
Danae with the
marked.
3 roses. Guys, if you're new and you're enjoying the watch party, make sure you guys drop a follow. I am live daily.
Him, Luki popped a hyper to make sure there'd be some connection.
Also live on YouTube and Twitch. My bad, I gotta plug myself in, chat.
Zeta in a tough spot now. Leve low and just...
Oh,
rock
nice!
in a hard place. No,
Well
it's gonna be
done.
there. It was going to be left or right side of the barrel. And
Yo, what are you
Humble
doing?
Locked down. It's going to be nothing that Suzuki can do here. except
Oh, he's trying to.
try
Oh,
his
he's trying to get
utility,
super.
but You don't want to feed into Humble. He'll find Boss. But that's not going to be enough. 2 more
But you
remain.
low-key feed in the Hank though.
Now, 1 round, and it could be Humble being 2 sets ahead.
Let's see
Yo,
how Semantic
Levy,
wants to make use
that
of this
same
big
gadget
super.
is not gonna
He's
hit
been able
every
to develop
time,
it
bro.
From that previous round, and it's so good against the Bell, against the
My
Meeple.
posture though.
It's a real problem for those longer range brawlers. Semantic's holding off on it. Luki's been able to get some nice taps and find a super. The deck is stacked in favor of Humble right now. Zeta Division are fighting from a really oppressive position.
Yeah, I'm nervous for this. I'm nervous for this ending. What's up, Miracle? Thank you for the heart me's.
Shield as well.
Kira with the heart me.
Nowhere
Thank
to
you.
go.
Welcome.
Zeta trapped in the corner. They need the Meeple gadget to come through, but it's going to be timed again with this gas to come through. And Humble know it. They're all over this.
Okay,
The
chat.
utility is
Pearl has
got
hyper.
time
They
for it.
all have
They've got the
super.
Luki slow there as well. Boss has got the hyper charge. Now Zeta just trying to position themselves. Hyper charge for Hank. That could be useful here as well. But now the horns are about to lock.
Uh oh.
And the gas comes in.
Go Humble!
Finally decides to
Yes, nice boss! Nice Elims! Nice Elim! Nice!
Here comes Humble.
GG's!
Into a second set with his signature draft featuring
2-0.
Pearl for Boss though. That to me is a difference maker.
Unreal from Boss. Pretty sure that was a triple towards the end. And you can see Semantic saying, good job, mate. That is the time to come through for us. Great stuff from Boss. 8 kills in knockout, no less. The same as 2 of Zeta's players there.
Chat, the Pearl pick was
258
absolutely
DPS.
beautiful.
Second most picked.
Renew with the
brawler
heart me,
for
thank
Humble
you. Eni with the
64%.
Rose,
win rate.
thank you. I appreciate y'all. Wow, welcome to YouTube.
Boss, you got okay. Are you fine?
I'm fine. They're pushing me out. They're pushing me out. I know. I'm trying
Oh yeah, this is the clutch.
to call you.
Look at Boss.
Nice boss. Nice boss.
Let's go. That was beautiful.
Breathing was like just like you could hear just nothing but the sound of oxygen passing through your lungs. I mean, Humble are locked in today. They really need this. They want it.
Time stops. Yeah, I think, like, you know, it's much harder to
2-0.
stay at the top than it is to climb
2-0.
there in the first place. I think, especially when a target gets drawn on your
Nah,
back.
don't even tell me
I'm
reverse
sure Humble
sweep.
have
Don't
had
even
their
say that.
doubts over
Don't
a
even say that.
rocky
It's
start
over.
to the year, but
3-0.
Sonny brought it up
3-zip.
earlier.
3-0.
This is what matters. You know, getting a seat at the table at a tournament like Brawl Cup, that's important. But you don't have to win every monthly final in order to do so. You get here, you get your region an extra World Final spot. God forbid another EMEA team at Worlds is going to. I'm never going to hear the end of it. But again, Humble now demonstrate that these giants of yesteryear, this
Kronos,
East Asian roster, Zeta Division still clearly has
Thank you
some
so much
work to
for
do
the
on
sub,
bounty and
Kronos.
knockout.
I can't believe I didn't
Will be
even
Brawl Ball.
see that.
There's
I
a lifeline
appreciate you,
for Zeta
Kronos. Thank you,
Division.
thank
Or
you.
do they get bundled unceremoniously out the door here in Dallas?
Cashy?
Told to pack it up.
Cashy's the
and
one
head
that got
over
it?
towards that bronze
Let's go.
match.
I'm getting old,
Zeta's
bro.
looking bleak.
Now you're making fun of me, huh?
And they know themselves that they can't keep coming shy of that #1 spot.
Appreciate you, Kronos. Thank you.
Triple Drift
Cashy,
and Brawl Ball.
did you thank him?
Gotta be a Finks ban on Zeta's side here. It's the #1 pick. for
Please
Humble.
ban the
As
Hank.
we've seen throughout the course of this weekend, they've been able to just demolish their opposition.
Why do
with
I feel like someone's gonna
every
play
single
Juju
time.
here?
Of course,
Ban
the
Hank,
is
ban
fresh around
Lumi,
the
ban
tank.
Finks,
Like I said yesterday, I'll
ban
say it again,
Chester.
Shade is not a surprise to anyone anymore. Can be certainly banned by Humble, but there's no surprise element, and Shatampu himself said that that was the key.
I think
to
Humble's gonna win
finals.
3-zip.
No one was
3-0.
really screwing it. No one was prepared for it. I hope we see it because it is going to be him with it. and that's
XND
always
with
so
the
entertaining.
14 roses
It's
in
not
the
bad.
heart me. Thank you. I appreciate you,
Humble
bro.
at first pick here. Zeta Division actually know they give first pick over to Humble and they don't want to deal with the Jaeyong. We saw what SK Gaming were able to do with it in their last set of that series. Sneaky Fields, that was Yoshi.
Zeta needs me.
Jaeyong was just a little bit of a problem. In fact, Zeta Division have banned 2 healers. Tried to take them away. Here comes the Hank.
Guys,
Get that
they
one picked
flew
up
all the way
straight
from
away.
Japan to Texas
Especially with
for
Finks
this.
off
This
the
is
table, banned by
extremely
Humble themselves.
like difficult. Like
This is a scary brawl.
That's
It's
a-
triple dribble, a very powerful one.
that's
and
a
finally, for the first
long
time in the series,
airplane
Humble
ride,
have
chat.
opted to take Hank up for themselves.
Olivia with the 30
It's
roses.
interesting.
Thank you.
I didn't see this coming from Humble. It's kind of textbook.
XNDR with the
just
club
coming through
power.
for his team
Thank
to
you.
keep the opposition guessing.
Sophia, hello.
Me guessing on the
Welcome.
on the desk for sure. Let's see what's
And of course they picked the Hank.
It's, to me,
Oh.
Kenji's
Too
got
early for Kenji.
It's not got the highest
Oh.
win rates, but it's still disgustingly good. But the Hank is the #1 pick for Zeta, so it feels like Humble is taking that away from Zeta. Having that first pick makes a lot of sense. Willow would be a great thrower for me here, consideratively it's with the Hypercharge edition. Very, very good here. The Stu as well. Very aggressive for Zeta to consider. B, to play into the Hank if they want to go. I think they should probably start to counter Hank at this stage of the draft, really. Lou or B. Lou's banned out by Humble, so they're not going to go for it just yet. Drake.
Ooh.
Very
wild
hanky
draft.
team. Now, does this make it hard to bring like Juju in, for example? Seems like a decent brawler option.
Honestly,
Like triple
every
dribble.
time I've seen Draco,
Do you start worrying about having
like
damage now
they
with
haven't
both
been
of
able
the
to
Ents?
like
It's hard.
perform.
Yeah, overthrown so
Retired
easily.
Draco already?
Juju's
Literally
into
though.
tanks. Yeah,
Literally.
we saw Kenji struggling into Juju a lot this weekend.
What are they gonna pick here?
Take like the acupressure star power, giving
Griff?
Gregory a slow. That's
Griff?
a very niche.
Shade.
Shade, okay. Get around things out a little more. And again, like we kind of discussed it, good chance that Zeta were looking to take that for themselves. Humble I wouldn't say they're
You gotta go Griff now.
but I wouldn't say they're exactly known for it.
Not even in the scrims. This is a new, unexpected turn for Humble. It's a back pocket pick for sure. One they potentially been saving. But you got to ask yourself the question, against the very team that have championed this brawler and demonstrated to the world how effective it is. They're going to be the ones that know how to play against it.
Sweet! Thank you guys for 100 new followers.
Jackie,
if you guys are new,
I was
make sure you guys drop a follow. I am live daily.
Dropping off. We've seen it struggle certainly in this weekend at the
Thank you guys for 100k likes.
Hasn't always delivered the
Yo, what is this draft, chat? What am I looking at?
This is going to be a winning draft for them, or they're playing for third place.
Is it a winning
tough
draft?
time to pick a Jackie.
Yeah, it's a triple tank setup here virtually for Zeta Division. They are going for utter durability. That's their Hail Mary. That's their gambit here. And what could be the end of their run at Brawl Cup? Clearly they know something that we don't. Humble though are poised to make this a pretty swift affair. Getting to the grand final against SK Gaming and doing so in style.
Oh, that he's gone. It's a goal. It's a goal. Look at the goal. Look at the goal.
An early goal.
Wide open. I mean, it was just so
Cos with the 5 goats. Thank you guys for 120k likes. I appreciate y'all.
Zeta knows probably the best counter for it, but again, they've got to find the good pass.
Oh wait, that's a goal. What is this game?
2 goals in 30 seconds. That's what you love to see in the Brawl Cup.
Okay, well, we're here for a good time, not a long time apparently. Semantic, hypercharge super pop there. A little bit of damage felt by Levy and Shatava, but nothing to write home about.
Be careful! Jackie's gonna score! No way! That was the fastest game ever!
Down mid. What a way to try and stay alive in this series. They've got more health clearly than Humble could cut through.
Semantic said coming in that sometimes Zeta just love to run it down. That was his word.
Hashtag buy them chairs! Why are they standing?
Unless Humble can dig deep enough. Look again, straight for the eye of the storm. Boss low, Lukey low. Semantic staying firm on his right hand side. Does find the upper hand. Suzuki though. It's going to be a thorn. Just fall now. Solid defense from Humble. Zeta now with a new lease of life, some confidence, some blood running through the veins still. And Humble hunkered down, top side of the map, and a danger here for Zeta.
The dodge of that Kenji super is so big. Remember that first bubble on
The Jackie's such a good counter to...
because of that shield that staves off the damage. The second one though hits a little bit harder. Nice super there from Semantic. Popped the hyper for it as well.
Nice.
Taken low.
Hank is actually playing well.
Super off his zone, but he's in a really awkward spot to make use of it there, and there was really no chance for him.
Chat, Shade is playing so good.
Situation for Zeta Division. Suzuki knows which way the wind's blowing here. He's pocketed the ball in the corner.
A good heal.
Shade is like a forgotten brawler.
Regardless, Levy will be getting the ball. Always tempted. It was always the step there from Boston. Levy went for the pass, which he didn't, so good for him.
Oh, they might score here. Oh, they're scoring, chat. Oh my god. Why would they not ban Kenji?
Easily done. 1 minute 15 on the clock. And Humble need to find something here to be able to come back strong, or this set be going the way of Zeta already. A good advance towards the goal.
Oh, wasted the hyper super there, chat.
And Semantic has already got the mid locked down. Great slow from him. Humble survive. Now speed, they've got to get back in this game and fast.
That one by comment from Zeta.
Yeah, no. There's not going to be a reverse sweep. Zomber with the heartbeat and the popular vote. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Humble have that map control. No big supers on the side of Zeta. Also not Dragon form timing there from Shitampo. Doesn't expose Semantic back for the time being. Oh, Lukey, we love to see it. Having to take the Kenji down, and the gentleman's 1 versus 1. Shitampo now back to the corner.
Good score.
Try and put the ball away, but Boss will try and dig it out. It's a missed super entirely for Suzuki, but Boss is in a weird spot. Getting to the back of the map now, a bit of a nuisance.
Wait, you can score. Oh, what a goal!
That's a
trick shot is crazy.
Now the clock ticks down.
Oh.
Defense, Kenji on the aggressive, that hyper charge there. Lukey so low. This could be a chance for Zeta to secure the goal. They get it.
What a pass.
They get a set
what a pass.
on the board.
What a pass.
In the machine for Zeta. And it's not going to be an easy swing.
Why are you picking Hank? He is trash. Everyone that picks Hank loses.
As a sledgehammer. Thankfully for Zeta Division, it was just as effective. Sometimes you got to go throw caution to the winds and, you know, discard any mortal thoughts.
Reverse sweep? Question mark? Question mark?
Up the guts. Suzuku there, looking pretty darn good on the Kenji. Humble definitely had problems shutting it down. Semantic was often on Suzuku duty, but there was only so
Maya,
much
hello?
that he could realistically do.
Zeta for the win?
And
No,
once
no,
there was a
no.
Jack Super
No.
and a Kenji Super available.
Humble for the win.
Not much Humble could really say about it.
Yeah, it was fantastic work from Zeta. And that's the risk you run, you know, if you're going to be picking Shade into the very squad that birthed it, you've got to expect the counter. And it was that check pick, which really did land.
Yo, Chad, they look locked
Great
in.
synergy as well with the Kenji.
I'm a little bit scared, no?
They were just able to run it down like Semantic was
I'm a
afraid
bit
that they would
scared,
do.
no?
That was a bit of a miss there from Humble for me because, again, you know, you're saying that you know your opposition's weaknesses, but then you just let them do what they want to do. It's only going to go from bad to worse.
I mean, it's like, what are you realistically supposed to do against this triple tank composition? I don't think you just go, oh, well, we just play collect. That's not an option, especially when you don't
Hot zone. Oh
know
my
the
God, this
entirety
map
of
is so
Zeta Division's
difficult,
draft
bro.
beforehand. So perhaps that was a bit of a wild card, a bit of an off-the-wall pick. Heading into hot zone, though, Humble have a chance.
Ban Kenji, bro. Do
Return
not
things
pick
to normality,
Hank.
to
Do
preserve
not
the sacred
pick
timeline,
Hank.
To walk out with a draft that they can be proud of.
Seaglow, thank you for the heart meat. Welcome,
Trying
bro.
to secure the series here and now. Lest Zeta Division start to get too much wind in their sails.
Do not pick Hank, bro.
Start
Do
to build
not.
up too much of a head of steam.
Time, you say? Looking at you, thinks. Certainly a band that needs to be present for Zeta. Humble have championed it all weekend long. This is no time to allow them to get back.
What are good brawlers to pick here? Barry? They have to ban Gray, chat. You gotta ban Gray, you gotta ban Lou, you gotta ban Buster.
Very definitely going to be up there for Humble in that regard. The heavy hitters, you got to eradicate immediately. Lumi, of course. Kenji for me as well. Needs to be there. Lou, got to have a heavy consideration.
Oh yeah, you gotta ban all those.
What about the bow? We've seen him start to creep in a little bit more to this map.
Bo is looking a good pick.
Hypercharge tends to elevate any brawler.
Bro said honestly, Chuck. Yo, what's up, Twisted?
Things on both sides. Could be a worthy pick. The Lou's available, so you kind of want to gravitate towards that first. It's kind of like the hand.
Just woke up. Good morning. The games are good. The games are really good.
Blues there, you just can't really let
You
your
should be
opponent
watching
have
it.
Hank's available here as well. There's big tanks.
Humble might win it all. You never know.
You take the Hank or the Lou here? That's the question. You know, they're probably going to get distributed across both teams.
Wow. How would you guys not ban him?
Traditionally considered an
And no
arsenal,
one banned
so that
Gray.
can cause him no shortage of headache. Dueling Beatles is such a good map for Hank. He can really just so much damage over those walls. Should they remain intact? We've seen Griff opted for on this map.
You have to pick Gray now. You have to.
Strategies definitely have leaned towards opening
Gray Frank or Gray Buster.
I mean, Humble are a Frank team.
They're a Frank team. They're a tank team in general. Hank, Barry, those kind of
Frank, Gray, Gray next.
Double tank at this rate, honestly. I mean,
Semantic on the Frank is disgusting.
And they're not worried about the Lou, I don't feel. I mean, that's a statement, isn't it? You know, Jaehyun coming in, speed, heals. It's a safe pick.
But against Lou, though,
choose to gravitate towards each way. They can wait to see what Zeta want to do next, but definitely some considerations here. That Lou player is going to have their work cut out for them.
They always ban Finks and never brawlers who need to be banned. I agree.
Whoever is piloting the Lou.
Banning Lou over Finks would have been a lot better.
Half the story from Humble, and they've got to finalize their draft here and now. Buster is a bit of an option here, but you want something that can disrupt.
Oh, okay, all right. Draco's so bad. I'm not even worried.
Necessarily do that, or at least he's not likely going to be doing that. It's going to be much like we saw from Toxic Lotus, just trying to abuse that last stand gadget as much as humanly possible. So you've got
what could they pick?
Some range.
Gray?
Lou is not really to be considered
Loki
a damage
Barley.
threat. The last pick here for Zeta is definitely going to tie both schools of thought in this draft.
Loki Barley.
The very ban, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have a Poco or just some additional healing. That's kind of where Draco's going to really kind of thrive. Or just
Buster.
Again, run it down. Buster. A tough tank to play into for sure. One that can just, you know, really cancellate a lot of what you're trying to achieve with the Frank. Frank's got, of course, the noise cancellator gadget himself it's about that timing, that battle of the green button, effectively, as well. But Poker wouldn't be the worst idea here for Humble. If Zeta aren't going to go heals, maybe that's what they need to bring in themselves. It was a good berry ban there from Zeta.
Gray or Poco? Double heal?
Tore away with.
Surge?
Barley.
Helmatonic. Extra healing, even more. And no thrower that can actually challenge Luki. And where's the wall break for Zeta Division? They don't really have a way to actually put Luki on the back foot here.
But that might be a 900 IQ play.
Balls, incidentally, over the
I did call out the Barley, but for Zeta, not for Humble.
Slow-mo replay from Buster is able to disrupt Frank as he's winding up for those supers. Frank has to use in advance the active noise cancelling gadget to render him immune to that crowd control, so he can complete the ultimate, obviously, and still stun people up. That's that interaction we're going to be watching very, very closely. With the Jaeyong in Decisive sets has been pretty good so far today. Boss already pops that Weekend Warrior.
No, you broke the wall, Semantic!
Good time for it.
You broke the wall and you wasted the super.
Humble playing Zeta now at their own game. The left-hand side now, Semantic whistling down to Tampo now, going to Dragon form. And surely a last stand pop there is, but then
yo, heal Frank.
Preemptive splash there from Luki to ensure a swift and
hit that gadget, Luki.
Call as well, going to be horrific here, and everyone from Zeta falls. All three members of Humble now hunkered down with all the heals of that.
It might be over, chat.
Hypercharge Semantic. This is going to be very tough to push into for Zeta.
And I feel like this is history repeating itself again. Humble with a comp that's all about setting Semantic up with a disgusting amount of healing. Blue Super does get popped here. It allows Tampo some time on the point, but he's not.
I love how
that
one
guy.
little
His job
box
is to
stayed
actually
open
go
for
towards
Luki.
Humble's comp, not to gain them capture percentage. So Zeta Division don't really catch up at all in that window.
Nice hyper.
Hyper from Luki.
Nice hyper! Oh my god!
Just surviving on, but it's going to take time for him to heal, and he's going to need support. He goes down regardless. Again, a last stand pop is going to do very, very little. Humble have not faltered, not a single shred.
It's over.
Zeta are in serious
Humble is definitely taking it home, chat.
Doing a thing, a mere scratch. The amount of heals, the speed of boss, everything working in synergy, and Humble just made that look easy. Moving on to match point one.
Why do people pick Draco? What's up, Wazy?
And not only that, double.
I wish you guys were sitting in the front, Wazy.
What an elegant draft from
Zeta's
Humble.
out.
They see Zeta Division's plan a mile off. They know they're stacking tanks and they're trying to make use of Lou, so they say, fine, we need a thrower. We also could use some more healing for Semantic.
Come on, you got
Those
this.
supers, those
Easy
stunning
peasy,
blows
Humble,
from Semantic have been on point. Shitampo doesn't have a way to stop crowd control. Even if he's invulnerable, he can still be stopped in his tracks.
A good defense from Humble. Pushing themselves now back into this mid. Speed from Boss going out. Luki there with the last call as well.
Nice super,
Humble going to be caught
Luki.
off guard here. There's left-hand side. Semantic comes in, closes the gap. Tampa can't go too on the aggressive here. He's got to heal up at some point.
It's over, chat. It's over.
Not got time on their side. Not by a long shot.
I have it turned off, Wazy.
Already.
And Luki's uncontested.
But let me see. Let me see.
Easiest game of his life arc. There is nobody there to put pressure on the Barley whatsoever.
Let me see if it lets me.
Semantic zones that left side of the map. There's a last call thrown in. It's a problem for the Lu, who's still coming back off spawn. See, Levy just has no way of getting involved in that fight. Man, what an
Just mute. Hold on, I'll mute you.
Zeta Division have no good options. They have no answer here to this last pick thrower. And this could be curtains, folks. Shitapo seems to know it. The stunning blow comes on down. Levy's gonna dance among the flickering flames.
What's up, Wazy?
Yo,
what's up?
I'm here with everyone, bro.
Humble
on top, baby.
Humble on top. Let's go.
What up, Jet?
What up? What up? What up? I wish you guys were sitting in the front, dude.
Everyone's here. I know, guys, crazy.
Who's there? Wreckers, Jake, Aimbot,
Yo,
Eminem,
what up, SK, what up, dude?
our comedy. What up? What up, guys? What's up?
It's North America.
Dude, we wish you guys were in the front, dude.
Yo, bro, who do you got in finals, SK?
Bro, honestly, I think me and Chad got Humble all the way.
That's what I'm saying, too. That's
Yeah.
what I've been saying.
Yeah.
All right, though, bro, I love you, SK.
Much love, guys. Enjoy your time. Bye-bye.
Behind them the whole time, all the way. They reminded us all just what they're capable of. Let's hear from the man.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Barney and Semantic.
That's hilarious, dude. I love those guys.
It's an EMEA final.
You're
We
alone,
have
Unk?
on
No. Humble all the way, baby.
That final match, that final set, it kind of looked a little bit more comfortable. You kind of Zeta have admitted that the draft has been where they faltered. You said if they get a good draft, they're more or less unstoppable. Do you feel like the draft was the difference maker?
On the first set, definitely not. I'm pretty sure they had draft. I mean,
Thank you guys for 135k likes. I appreciate y'all, guys. It has to be, it has to be humble all the way. Last time we seen SK beat Humble though. It's gonna be challenging, bro.
Yes, you did indeed. Now, you know that you're going up against SK Gaming in the grand final. The EMEA regional slot has been secured. So, what is this game for? Is it for pride? Is it for regional dominance? What is it for you?
It's just for honor, honestly. It's a rematch. It's a EMEA final. Why are you guys here? Just watch it online. Just watch EMEA. Honestly, EMEA on top. Yeah, it's just a rematch. We're playing for honor. We got a world slot, an LCQ slot, and it's just, yeah.
Congratulations, you guys have really proved your dominance. It's been such a pleasure to see you here on the stage, and we can't wait to see you in the grand final. Ladies and gents, make some noise for Humble!
Good win, dude, good win! His English is good, it's really good.
EMEA takes that World Championship slot. That's already set in stone. Humble, the last time they lost.
All right, guys, should I play Brawl Stars? Should we do another ranked game in the meantime?
The final
yes or no, guys?
3-0. Every single Brawl Cup match so far has been 3-0. I mean, still, props to Zeta Division for even taking a set.
Yes.
I'm glad they got that stank off the screen real quick. That was absolutely brutal.
That's on social media with that scoreboard, and then the other side, the card from the crowd which says outdraft.
Today's the final. Yes, today's the final.
Crazy.
I mean, that is wild stuff. I'm keen to hear some of the sounds, of course, from the end of that game.
Just now, yeah, nice cyber toast.
I go right.
Alright, GG's. Wait, how much elo did I lose? It doesn't even matter. Come on. Let's get started. Let's get started, chat. Let's get started. The final will be crazy. Chat, it's SK versus Humble. And that's today. I'm pretty sure that's today, right guys? In 8 minutes. So we could probably get one game in, and then we're gone. Why did I ban the Grom? It's okay. Got a couple options here. I might play the Gray. I might play the Nani. I could play the Tick. I am last pick. Where's Tick? There he is. Okay, he's blue. Devin with the heart me. Thank you. XX with the chilies. Thank you. See ya, Omar. Okay. Gonna lie, chat. That Sprout pick is looking nice. That Sprout pick is looking nice. Because literally one shot heal from Byron is enough to keep me up to get the tick out every time. Every time. What's up, Light? No, Light. Okay, I think we could win this. Light with the heart me, thank you. AR with the GGs, thank you. Come on, we got this. We got this win. We got this.
I like trees.
Okay. W star, we get the first shot off. Byron, I would love some heals. One more, please. Or not. Heals, please. I'm almost dead. Byron. Thank you. Let me grab that blue star now. I'll help you out with the left side right there. Don't worry, I got you. There we go, good Elon. Pushing up. I need help. Actually, I got it. Oh, I don't. I don't. Oh, thank you, Gus. You're awesome. You want me to switch? No, that's not a good idea. Stay behind the wall. Hold up, chat. I have a little... Oh, I should have been able to get him there. No, man. No, man. No! Support me! That should be an Elam. There we go. Easy. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. We got this. No way. Oh my god. Weave. Oh shit. Why is it not letting me shoot? Nice saves. Oh no. I didn't realize he has that gadget, chat. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Oh my god! Oh my god! Bro! 1 millisecond! My last bullet! My last bullet was gonna take out the Carl! My last bullet! Okay. I'm not losing this, bro. I'm not losing this. Come on, team. I thought they had the Carl, so I was like, you know what? I'll go for the belt. I need help. Oh, shit. Oh, my. Super low. Good job. Appreciate the heals. Thank you. Let me get my spot again. Let me go ahead and squeeze them on that side for now. There we go. Stay right there. There we go. Easy, Elam. Nice. Good job, Byron. Yo, I'll help you. I'll help you out. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. I got you.
Obstruction.
I'm gonna take out the wall in just a little bit now. Okay. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Why would you stay on that side though? I can't hit him when he's that close. Come on, guys. Hit that shot. There we go. Get out. Any heals, any heals, any heals. Heals. Appreciate it. Help. Good job. Good job. Stay patient, stay patient. Gotta get that healing. Yo. Yo. Carl absolutely just shit on us. That was actually so good. That was actually so good. We had no chance. I'm just gonna play like a game of this or something. Cause they're almost gonna start. They're almost gonna start, chat. Holy. Check the tilt. I think I've only gotten to Legendary 2 so far this season. I haven't played ranked much. That's 2 L's in a row on ranked. Yo, don't break open the walls. I need them. Bro, these bots are real players. They're almost gonna start, guys, very soon. Come on, easy, almost dead. GG's. Okay, they're going on the stage. Wait. Wait, it's Toxic Lotus and Zeta for the 3rd place spot. Wait, what? Chat, I didn't know they play for 3rd. Check the tilt. Oh my god. 500 elo, by the way. Zeta versus Toxic Lotus. They're gonna start very soon. I think after this game. JS with the GGs and the heartbeat. Thank you. Yeah, this is gonna be nice, I guess. I guess two more. That's not too bad. Gonna have to get in. No, he broke the wall. No, I don't want to lose. Spike, you're AFK! Bro, my spike. Chat, my spike is not playing. GG's, we lost. Oh my god! Bro. Great! Alright, let's go. Let's get back. Let's get back.
Matchup because you can get outranged, and sometimes the best way to get rid of it is simply to ban it out altogether. Zeta Vision are believing in that
Chat, I'm
category.
gonna go grab me a snack.
Also for Toxic Lotus to get
I think
rid
you
of
guys
this
should
one
grab some
since
snacks
it's
too,
Zeta
man. I'll be
Division's
right back.
specialty. For them, they've gotten rid of that
I'll be right back.
aforementioned Chuck, as well as Brock that can do tremendous safe damage, and he also breaks down the walls to allow easier passage between the lanes. Same is true for Juju as well. She can walk over that water, and when we saw Zeta Vision play this map yesterday against Elevate, the lane switching was one of the biggest difficulties for them.
Heist has been a really unique one. We're going to see standard bans of Lumi and Kenji throughout the entire day. It's what we've seen all weekend, but they slip through here. So Talk able to grab what's seen as, honestly, probably the best brawler in the game by these pro players right now. I mean, Kenji's escaped more than her, I would say, but nonetheless, Kenji's still available. It is bridge too far, so it's a pretty interesting one, right? Kenji is one of these close quarters brawlers. It's really hard to dash through, and tank counters can get in the mix too. So there's just a lot to juggle in this 2-3 turn for Zeta Division.
Kenji's in the conversation because of his aggression, also because of his hypercharge, and that aggression is super, super useful on this map. You can afford to die quite a lot as long as you're able to hold back your lane, and dying for Kenji means that he's getting in close range, he's getting damage, he's getting closer to that hypercharge. Same is true for Lily as well, something that is completely available here on the board right now. When you see that first pick of Lumi, that's indicating that Zeta Vision are letting Toxic Lotus have it. That means that they have some kind of plan for it. With the Bonnie and the Bell coming in now, Bell's just one of the best lane matchups on this, and it's actually a favorite for the team. But here comes the Monkey, the specialty of Toxic Lotus, 100% win rate so far.
Iconic brawler for both ends. We saw in the graphic as well, Bell was something special in Zeta Division's hands. This has changed up since the change in Heist. We don't necessarily see this full investment on base racing. There's a little bit of a cutoff. You have 25% at a time chunks that you have to get through, so to peel through the layer of that onion. Instead, control brawlers kind of come back in the mix. I think that's why Bell's showing up. Bonnie, of course, with some balance changes in there too, but just a really good hybrid, boasts a lot of HP, and because of that, can't be dealt with super easily. But here's the DPS coming in on the left-hand side, an old-timey brawler, Cole.
He's got a lot of DPS, like you said. He's able to win some lane matchups too. That's a very mechanics-dependent matchup. He should be able to compete at range with Bonnie as well. Zeta Division have one final selection. Can they get the aggression that they need? They're going to have to get something that is generating the pressure on Toxic Lotus, because what they're facing in Toxic Lotus is really just the safe damage and the constant threat.
It's SK versus Humble at the end.
Daryl is their method. He's going to be getting super for free because he auto charges it. He's going to be getting hypercharge
Nico?
for free as well.
I want to see this. I really want to see this.
Colt to deal with. He doesn't have any CC, any knockback. The same goes for Miko as well. He doesn't really have any defensive capabilities. All he can do is pump out that damage on the enemy safe.
An investment and some aggression coming in from Zeta Division. They would love a bounce back. It's been a Cinderella run for Toxic Lotus this weekend, and now they're taking on the Titans of East Asia. Both of these squads shouldering an entire nation, an entire region behind them, yet there's only one spot available. Let's find out how it goes down here, Brawl Nation.
Off to the races. Engine shifting lanes over to mid. He doesn't
on out in the wait.
He can afford to not give
Miko on this map,
and he will take that chance. Off onto the enemy safe, being cautious as well to use the gadget for additional damage. Doesn't matter.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
He's still going to be dealing so much damage. Not the greatest gadget in the world there for Suzuku, though. He needs to get much value as possible. Toxic Lotus still creating this aggression onto the enemy side. Engine completely ignoring this right lane.
This is close to his base races. We're going to get Miko off to the left-hand sideline, playing alongside Tox. Split screen here. So much going down. Suzuku diving in now. Shitampo in the faces of this high.
Look at how low their safe is already. This is a quick match.
Suzuku perfectly timed. Zeta Division penetrating this safe, decimated, and take game one.
This is the emphasis on base race.
Wow.
That the region has placed on Heist.
Wow.
Going for the safe. We see Toxic Lotus trying to implement the same strategy. Avoid some of these lanes. Don't feed
the Miko pick is very questionable.
Side, but you leave an unguarded Bonnie.
Kev with the heart me, CK with the heart me. Thank you guys.
That is a no-go. They
Kit
need to
2.0.
adapt this strategy. We'll see if Engine decides to take this lane matchup once again. No, diverts over to the left side. They gotta keep someone on Daryl though, and it is not easy to shift these lanes.
Cut off with the gadget.
To what?
To
what these lanes?
Takedown, though. Now Engine
to shit these lanes?
Up the middle of the map, but they've left
I'm gonna
Daryl
clip
on
that.
the other end.
I definitely heard that.
To take this trade, and already below 25%. Miko still lingering. Marker goes down, and finally a takedown imminent.
What's up, Vince?
Zeta Division finally with a little bit of control here. Shitampo on that bottom left.
Oh, shed.
Dealing with OU.
Oh, shift lanes. Oh,
trying to play a defender here. He needs to stay in range of Suzuku so that he can get some value. Actually, completely departing it. Engine now hopping right over Suzuku's head. They must know that they have.
Yo, the Daryl pick is a W pick.
50 to 49. Zeta Division are.
Yo, what was that super by Colt?
Left all alone. That's a tremendous amount of damage every single time. 43-60 on the safe, down to its last legs.
It's going to come down to these aggro brawlers and a little bit of defense. Zeta Division hold, and on the other end, Toxic Lotus get a takedown as well. Little extra range coming out of Bell in the mid, and now this battle taking place right in the middle of the map. Gonna matter so much. Whoever can break away first, and it's the Suzuku. Shitampo diving in. It's back and forth though.
Wow, 2%!
It's enough to take a set.
Zeta Division know exactly when
Zeta's gonna win this.
Trigger. But they escape by the skin of their teeth right there. Miko was ready with one more devastating blow onto the safe. That very much could have gone to the side of Toxic Lotus. Zeta Division persevere nonetheless. Daryl was exactly what they needed. There was nothing really that Toxic Lotus could do to defend against it, and they weren't willing to expend O to defend against it solo.
I think a key here is looking at Engine versus Suzuku's stats. Obviously, Miko has been a featured brawler for Toxic Lotus this entire week, and you're going to see at the bottom left, 61,000+ damage, but Daryl has doubled it. I mean, you just can't match that. We have a little chunk coming in from Bonnie. Bell, obviously, just mainly there for control. The bounce shots on defense.
What's the next map?
Miko bringing him down faster. Zeta Division just had 3 brawlers executing their roles really well.
Wreckers is still there. Yeah, Wreckers, Jake, everyone does.
It's hard for anybody on the planet to match.
Everyone but me and A7 and BPR.
By picking Miko not as a last pick, because you can out DPS the Miko. The benefit of playing the Miko is that you get pretty steady, constant damage. You're going to get that super eventually. That's a lot of transportation across the battlefield. But Zeta Division knew just what to do into it. Yesterday, we didn't see the proper response into the Miko. Now, with Heist out of the way, I think Zeta Division can breathe a little bit, because this was a Toxic Lotus specialty in the last several days.
Definitely a nice momentum swing. I mean, just knowing that you kind of take down what's been one of their best assets definitely makes you a little more comfortable as you approach set number 2. We're heading over to Brawl Ball.
Why didn't you go, bro?
It's going to be a little pinhole punt for
Jobs,
us.
bro,
Still anticipating
jobs.
brawlers like Lumi and Kenji to probably be removed from the
took on a
picture
project,
here,
bro,
but there's other ones. I
the
feel
whole
like there's a
month.
lot of anti-tank and tank. Those are kind of the two boundaries that I feel like really dictate these draft stages.
Caden, what's your
Something that we
first
saw Decisive
destination?
make pretty good use of yesterday was
Favorite
tanks
food? Definitely
on Brawl
crab.
Ball. And even
Chat,
in
crab
a
is
losing
okay.
draft, they were able to mechanics their way out of it somehow. You've heard what Levy and Suzuki
Please
say
censor
about
the
Big
word,
Combo.
Unk.
It seems like in any moment, doesn't matter,
Please,
the losing
Unk,
situation
please.
figures something out. In Zeta Division, I think that's the expectation that precedes them coming into this. We should expect the tanks,
Nice, Kaden,
the
nice.
anti-tanks as a response, of course, from Toxic
Crab is better than
Lotus.
lobster?
But for
Yeah, I
Zeta
agree on
to
that. I agree on
somehow
that.
Find a way to make it work.
My favorite
He truly is a
seafood
magician.
is salmon
Never
for me, chat. Salmon.
That he hasn't been able to
Cooked,
accomplish.
uncooked, man, I don't care what
One
it
of the best
is.
players to ever do it. Been a while
Salmon
since
is
he's had a world
S tier.
championship, though. This year, departing Crazy Raccoon, which is an insane statement to make.
Made
A choice
me
to depart this
unfollow
roster,
Unk
picking up
jobs.
These two players here, and now they're finding themselves very successful.
Shrimp
this
is
week in
goated.
the
Shrimp
third
is good, but
phase of
I think
battle.
salmon is the
A
best.
possibility of bringing home an LCQ spot for the region.
Salmon
And
protein's
State's gonna come
unmatched.
through
I
here.
agree.
Like we mentioned, Kenji, Lumi in the equation. Some of those anti-tank brawlers, some of those long-range ones, more unique. B could be in the picture. Gonna see her on the top
Leo,
left.
stop
Interesting
playing.
El Primo ban. Finks doesn't surprise me, but Kenji did escape.
Yeah, guys, it's
Kenji's
like
not in
sushi.
there.
Salmon
Neither
sushi.
is
That's like
Lily.
kind of
Some more
uncooked.
powerful brawlers in the
Kind of
game with the
uncooked.
recent edition of hypercharges.
That
means
word is
Zeta
forbidden,
Division is
Unk.
giving
Never
us the
say it again.
possibility
Okay,
of saying,
okay.
yeah,
I'm
sure,
sorry.
pick it if you
I'm sorry,
want.
chat.
We have some kind of response
Sorry.
for it, and they
No
have
more.
that last
You won't
pick
hear
as
it
well.
from
They've
me.
made things available to themselves as well. The Toxic Lotus getting rid of the Primo tells me that they want to have Frank in their composition somehow. They're going to have that ability. They're also working with some side lane abilities.
How
where
could you?
they
I'm
play
sorry.
some
I'm sorry,
kind of
guys. I'm
thrower.
sorry. Leo, I'm
Kenji's
sorry,
gonna
bro.
get that aggression.
Just enjoy the
Zeta
stream,
Division
Leo.
gave this to them, mind you.
Yo,
They
put
did
Wreckers
stand out.
on the
They had a
screen.
response plan.
Put the
top
gang on the screen. Where are they? Put everybody
To
on.
allow tanks and aggressive brawlers like Kenji to do better. Those are two of the better ways to deal with them. However, with El Primo out of the picture, like you mentioned, now Frank has a little more viability. I think Hank definitely has some leg to stand on with Lou.
Yo, letting
being out of the
Kenji
picture. Sometimes you're going to see
in the
Shay
lineup
come
is
in the mix.
crazy,
Keep
by
my
the
eye
way.
out later down the road for Zeta Division usually takes
You
a
traitor.
perfect breath, and some of those counters that I would say people are used to seeing into that are still out there.
Guys, let's get the
A little hesitant.
200K
Draco
likes.
makes a lot of
If you're
sense. I
new,
think that's also a direct answer
please
to
drop
the
a follow for
possibility
your
of Hank
boy.
going
I'm
back
live
to the other
daily.
side. A lot of these
I'm trying to hit
players are going to use
250K by
Draco
the end of the
into
year,
Hank
hopefully.
directly. So I think this is a lot of thinking ahead.
It's very true. They're also going to pick up Chester,
Thank you guys for
which is one of the
165K
best ways
likes.
to deal with really any tank, but especially
Yo,
Hank,
Chester pick
to
is
blow up
crazy.
those walls
But why
that
the Draco?
require
Guys, he's so
most
bad.
damage possible. Toxic Lotus now looking for their response. They got to be cautious of this Draco, since Draco, he is going to die a bunch, okay? Let's face that. But that also means that he's going to be feeding quite a bit of damage to Kenji. That's going to get him closer to cycling that hypercharge. We're looking at a situation where Kenji's probably going to get like 2 hypercharges this game, and each one of those threatens to be a total team wipe.
Indestructible gadget never hurt anybody either, especially when Kenji is in the air diving straight at you with that hypercharge. There's the Frank, so a great call out from you.
Frank?
Especially with that band stage and the El Primo. It's something you just have to keep your eye on. When you see weird bands like this, El Primo, a great brawler, shows up all the time in Brawl Ball. By no means an S-tier brawler. So I think sometimes these pro players are thinking that far ahead. That's a brawler they want to prioritize. They want to set themselves up for that. And the fact that Toxic Lotus grabbed that without the hardest counter into Frank in the game definitely helps. However, on the other end, they've still got Chester. There's still options available for Zeta Division. Obviously, they get the last laugh. They get the 6th pick. Charlie, wow, a really spicy one here. I mean, Toxic Lotus certainly going for it.
Charlie's going to be spawning those spiders, which should absorb some of those shots from Draco when he's not on the dragon form. Same goes for Chester, who's a single target brawler. His shots don't pierce. Zeta Division with one final selection, perhaps a response to that Charlie. Got to be cautious because her super is a goal scoring scenario. That hypercharge is also super powerful. Buster now going to be coming into the equation. He's got a stun that can be pretty useful for maybe pulling a Kenji away from your team if he's threatening a hypercharge.
Kind of
Same
weird
goes for
picks.
Frank,
The
whose
Charlie
main
pick, like
weakness
what?
is stuns, even though he gives out stuns himself.
I want to see
And
how
also
Charlie's
the
gonna play here,
potential
chat. That's
to
what
stick
I want to
together
see.
as a team. We know
I
that
wanna
Zeta
see
Division
this.
are a very team fight focused roster, and when they all stand
This
close
is
to
Brawl
Buster,
Ball,
he's going
Brawl
to be
Ball.
getting that super and hypercharge for free.
Very unique draft here for both sides. Plenty of health points and aggression to go around. My kind of Brawl Ball map. Toxic Lotus down 0-1 to a previous world champion in his roster of men. Let's see if they can bounce back here in set number 2.
Off to the races, Zeta Division in immediately with the aggression. Engine dashing all over. That's 2 down for Toxic.
That's a
Lotus.
goal, no?
To Engine, he's got to try and walk it in. Damage onto Levy. And maybe a kill for Levy if he decides to go around the left side, which he doesn't. Opts to come around to the right side for a better matchup. Now shifting over towards the left, and here comes the Dragon, combined with a super from Suzuku. A pass over Levy with a Jawbreaker. Takedown. Talk
Oh, nice.
next to fall.
Nice,
And
Charlie, wow.
Pursuing the egg on the left side. Levy down, and now the counter push from Toxic Lotus.
Super available. OU on the left hand in. moving right. Shitampo now going back into the dragon form. It's a duel. Kenji, complete miss there. Suzuku with a juke and a dodge. Now Shitampo trying to deal with the hypercharge. Cuts the corner.
Why did that even hit?
Levi in trouble. He's going to fall. Dribble up the middle of the map. OU popping hypercharge just to try and get something going. Nicely done there. Cuts them off. A pass off. And they will survive this onslaught.
Charlie's actually playing like really well.
There with the use of the Charlie super. She's going to be respawning soon, and she could not be needed any more time than now, since Engine is ready to move with his hypercharge and super combined. Gonna look for the team wipe. One, looking for two on a Suzuku. Just needs a little bit more. Sucks him in.
Wow.
Gets another. Levy now out with the hypercharge. Talk stuck in the midst of it.
Get another one.
Hot
Nice.
Another cycled super for the guy. Engine and O still alive, holding this line of
Oh,
scrimmage.
this is a
at
fun
mid.
match.
Ball is anyone's game. Just waiting to find that first kill.
So much blood being shed on this Brawl Ball map right now. Red roster taking control of the ball. It's Pac playing defense on the left-hand side. OU, Cocoon gets taken
Oh, that should be a goal.
State of Division are trying to force it in. Kenji not enough at the net. And
That should be a goal. Yes, Humble did win, guys. This is a match for third place.
Engine to get a second hypercharge for the game, and for Talk to do something similar. Has a hypercharge at his disposal. Gonna pop it now. Looks for as much value as possible. Suzuku gonna block it. Shitampo couldn't be bothered. A takedown, and now a 2v2 ensues. O sticks down the Cocoon. Suzuku breaks out Levy, and now Zeta
Her
Division
hyper is not as good, chat.
defensive
Charlie,
maneuver.
hyper
Just a
reward,
little bit
please.
of time. 25 seconds. That's enough time for Engine to get something huge with a hypercharge. Levy.
Oh, could be a
almost
goal.
Gonna be taken down.
Could be a goal.
Shitampo falls. Team wipe for Toxic Lotus in a tied game.
15 on the clock. An excellent execution.
Cosmos with the heart me,
out of
Lucas with the heart me,
Lotus.
Rated with the heart me,
Heroes looking to
FHB with the heart me.
duel
Thank you
against
guys, I
Engine
appreciate
Beast.
y'all.
And it's Shitampo, Suzuku, left hand in, marching forward. Levi with the ball, kick over.
Oh, that could be game over.
Team wipe available, kick forward. Charlie up the middle of the map, and it's a goal for Toxic Lotus. Game number 1 going to the blue roster.
Toxic Lotus.
Yeah, who's bro walking down the middle?
They had that tankiness. They were given the Kenji. They executed perfectly. They got the Kenji hypercharge exactly when they needed to. But it was not without resistance. Zeta Division did such a phenomenal job of keeping.
This is
the
China
Chester in
versus
position.
Japan right now.
They're gonna place him on the right side this time. Engine on the left lane is already trying to get some opening frags. He's gonna get right on top of Shitampo at risk of falling. Super to the sky.
Why do they keep saying Shitampo? Guys, isn't it Site Tempo or something like that?
Shitampo hot on his heels, but an open goal if Engine can slot it through. No! Interception from Levy and a successful defense.
Back to the middle of the map we go. A huge battle going down here. Talk right hand in, just using this indestructible wall. Engine, just not enough time there to put it in the net. It was close.
Toxic Lotus is Chinese and
will survive all of this. Now,
Zeta
down.
is Japanese,
Here's
guys.
his shield to block it out, perfectly denied. Talk fighting for his life on the right hand side, but left is where they need help most. Suzuku, an easy walk forward, and
Good
they'll
goal.
walk this one in.
Ran down the clock a little bit there too. Zeta Division could be intent on keeping the ball
Side
defended
tempo.
and not necessarily playing for that second goal unless the opportunity presents itself. Already defensive coordination from the guys, but they have a couple of supers.
Nah,
at their
Kenji could not
disposal.
have scored right there,
Combination
guys.
On the left side, Levy has the super available, but
Panic,
here's the
panic
hyper.
hyper.
Engine. 1, 2, Shitampo needs to fall. Talk forward with the super. No wall break, but an open goal and a tied game once more.
Very, very close game.
Equalizer is
Wow.
there. A reset in the mid. Hypercharge is available. Suzuku pops his now. Zeta Division walking this forward on the map. Engine's been a star player on this excellent brawler. Now he'll make contact with Levi. Now on the left-hand in. Talk trying to play defense. Gadget goes through. Shitampo not even worried about the ball. It's Charlie who denies him. He's going to be sitting there on the goal line just waiting. Engine
Oh, that has to be a goal.
Here it's going to take everything they have.
Wow.
Zeta Division tie things here.
Wow.
What a close call. The Charlie was seriously putting in the work on defense, but was unable to keep it all hammered down. You're able to stick one enemy in the Cocoon, but when it comes to burst damage, she's simply lacking. She only has one projectile to work with. She's much better in some of these long-range matchups, which are going to ensue right now as everyone spawns out in the open. Talk looking for the opening kill. Could not land that gadget. He's still going to get some damage on Suzuku, but Suzuku fires back. A ball passed towards Zeta Division's inner ramparts, but a full team wipe.
Wow.
From Zeta Division gets a free goal.
Never mind.
Really
He missed it, but he
Division.
instantly scored again.
Now just 20 seconds off the clock, and Toxic Lotus already finding themselves in a deficit. Kenji taking to the skies, lands. Suzuku forcing it forward. Hypercharge goes through, and Talk.
That should be another goal.
They only have one Cocoon. The pull goes through, though.
Wow.
Knocks it down. 2-zip now for the East Asian Wizards.
What an efficient
2-0 for
finish here in
Zeta.
set number 2 for Zeta Division. Much better outlook for Toxic Lotus.
Yeah, okay,
They have
Prime.
that tankiness, but it required time to transpire. They needed to get those hypercharges online. Draco was simply the method that Zeta Division knew would be able to defend that Kenji. They gave them the Kenji for free, knowing that they could respond with a Draco, and oh my goodness, he did put in the work.
12 kills for Engine and a couple.
Somehow the Draco actually worked so well here.
Well-fought battle. I mean, Kenji, arguably the best brawler in the game. I think depending on the player you're looking at, they're probably throwing Kenji in that mix, Lumi in that mix, and he did his job.
The Chinese team is Toxic Lotus, guys.
Against what Zeta Division is. It's tough for any team on the planet to fight the mechanics with these guys. It did feel like an even battle, though. I mean, in terms of draft and hindsight, maybe we could reflect on it a little more after the fact, but I don't think this is too shabby from
What's next? I think Zeta's gonna 3-0, right, guys?
Much value into the Frank Super, which makes sense why it came in as
someone said minus 500,000 social credits for each Toxic Lotus player.
Able to get any value out of his super. We did see some pretty successful moments out of Toxic Lotus, however.
Chinese social credits, that is hilarious.
Pass up to him and talk hot on his heels gave Toxic Lotus a pretty firm lead.
How come they scored so easily in the second half? I really do not know, bro. I don't know.
This was Zeta Division.
I guess they just kind of find a way to avoid the Kenji.
And so much wind in their sails heading into a set 3.
This isn't the first time Toxic Lotus
Hello, Antox.
into the eyes of death. Now down 2 sets.
Chat, the finals is going to be right after this match, and it's going to be Humble and SK.
They've beaten South America, North America. They've challenged EMEA, but right now they have to take down their neighbors.
Appreciate you,
East
One.
Asia. It's the only way that they're going to give themselves an extra tournament life for their region. Plenty of teams back home with them itching at the opportunity to prove themselves. They're going to have to deliver here. Going to be a tall task, to say the least.
Some of the teammates that Shitetampo departed as well, undoubtedly rooting for him. It would get them a spot.
This map is weird, but it's in the game right now, I think.
Get this next set, Gold Arm Gulch. That's going to be a major slowdown compared to our last couple of modes. Heist, super fast pace. Brawl Ball, gone in the blink of an eye. But knockout,
SK is European, guys. Same as Humble.
To interact, and it's all about that preparation.
I think Humble's going to win, guys.
Wise, there are some different routes that you can take.
My opinion.
You want to place that emphasis on burst damage and try and get a pick before the team fight, or are you going to look to outlast?
Lots of decisions here for both of these teams. A very important draft coming in for Toxic Lotus. They need to get
You gotta ban the
right.
Kenji here,
It's
guys.
hard to go against Zeta Division with even footing. If you win the draft, you at least give yourselves a chance. Toxic Lotus have won plenty of them this weekend. I still have hopes for these guys, but it's just hard for me to unsee Chitampo always finding a way. I mean, he's been at it for years on the Mount Rushmore of
And they didn't ban Kenji.
Near the ban stage. Lumi, of course, not going to be in the picture. Gene, somebody that I like removing just because it's so pesky to
I'm not sure what they win as the prize pool. I have no idea.
The magic puffs. It just allows you to be so passive aggressive, and at a professional level, you just don't want to deal with that.
First pick for Toxic Lotus as well. Look at some of the brawlers they've banned out. RT is an interesting one. This is usually a comfort brawler. This is one also that is going to be countering anything that gets in super close range. And interestingly, not to be that guy, but it's one of the best counters to Miko. So there is cheese potential out here. They don't have the last.
Someone said, "Can I gamble for the finals?"
They're going to go with the best for selection. This is very, very
Are
safe.
we for real right
in fact,
now?
Some might even say overly safe.
Over Brawl Stars.
Well with things, but
Mo with the heart me, thank you.
Sort of ability that other snipers in the game have to get
Over
crazy
Brawl
burst damage.
Stars.
Don't tempt me with a good time. The fact that you just brought up the words Miko, now you've given me and so many viewers here in Dallas and at home so much hope. Respect to the Dynamite costume, by the way, brother. Excellently done. Go, Michael.
Yeah, I wonder if there's a canary under that hat. Well, we'll get another surprise.
Going down with
Sweet.
the You're Awesome, Heart Buff, Roses, Love Yous, Goats, Ice Creams, Lightning Bolts, Corn. Thank you so much, Gondal. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
On the composition, defends against tanks, especially things that were played earlier on.
Put Wreckers in esports, he should play Hank,
Toxic
low-key.
Lotus are going to be going for this angle. Squeak is also one of the stronger options that you can select to fire down mid. Going to have excellent control options. Not one of those things that
Thank you guys for
bursts out and
180K
gets the
likes.
kill. More
We're so
defense
close to
against tanks in
200K,
close
guys. Double
range.
tap the screen.
Forces a more controlled matchup in mid. Buster, once again, the selection from Zeta Division. They really love this brawler, and they have executed with it time and time again.
I think Buster just makes so much sense in Knockout because you can chill out, charge that super passively, and then those in-game zones we were talking about earlier, where that fog starts to close in, where everybody is up in each other's faces. I'm going to throw up a shield,
you guys
and then I'm gonna
for
have people like Squeak in the in-game who can be an absolute nuisance. This
150 new followers. I appreciate y'all.
Being passive and not getting off to a hot start early, because Buster gets a free super, and then Squeak can either throw a slow gadget right at the end of the game to close that gap, make it difficult for them to walk. Braum and Daryl, though, not what I expected.
Braum,
Gus with Daryl, sure. we don't see Grom at all at a professional level.
No, not really. And his shot is one of the more easy ones to juke. He does have a hypercharge that can deal some pretty devastating damage. And when we do see him on knockout, he is usually one of the playmakers since he does place down the super towards the end. Everyone's all closed in. A little bit hard to dodge when you don't have as much room to move around. And the hypercharge is going to add even more damage to that. Keep in mind also with hypercharge, it goes diagonal as well. But here is a Zeta Division specialty. They're going to be going for the Melody. The idea here is to get right on top of Engine, deal as much damage as possible, and you also have a good interaction with Gus as well. Melody, she has 3 dashes. So when you dash on that Gus, he inevitably pops the shield to blast you away. You still got 2 more dashes in the tank.
And into Grom, that's a super free matchup if you're up close. Grom not able to defend himself at all in close quarters, so that is a devastating one for them. I don't blame them for going thrower on this map, though, especially when you see something like
James with the heart me.
It makes a lot of sense. You're trying to
boss for the heart me. James for the 10 popular votes. Gone down with the roses. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
Your heroes of the week in Toxic Lotus need all the support they can get. They're taking on one of the greatest to ever do it, and they have to do it for 3 straight sets.
What's 1,000?
Already, super steady matchup between these two. Idea here
Melody
is to
pick.
get a bit of
Let's see how good he
farmed
plays
up.
Melody, chat.
Suzuku already has that in mind. He's staying very close to Levy. Wow! And a windup out of nowhere after Levy had tracked the position of Talk from across the battlefield.
No, I'm watching it on YouTube.
Farming up that super that's going to be instrumental.
I'm
when
not
things
watching
are
it on
closed
their
in.
website.
All the shots are more likely to hit. And also getting closer to the hypercharge. Another windup, no contact onto Engine this time, but the threat is there.
Talk getting a few shots in early, which is crucial. The faster he can get to that super,
okay,
the more
Mo.
difficult it is, especially when that fog starts to close in with less room to walk with. It just makes that super so easy to connect.
You're lucky that Grom is cooking, chat.
They're going for blood on the bottom right-hand side. The slowdown. He wants more. Going for 2. Oh, you can't quite do it, though. Zeta defend. 2v2 situation.
That should be it.
Down to a 2v1. Chinese mainland. In an interesting situation, Suzuku with no leg to stand on. All they have to do is just connect a couple shots. The jukes are there, though, but the fog will claim them first. Nicely done in round number 1.
Good finish there from Suzuku. Didn't feed any super to the enemies, really. Opted to take most of the damage that he could in the poison. I really think that Zeta Division played that interaction the best they could on the right side, but here they come up the left side, double stacking it with Levy and Stetampo. They are not going to play that extended game because they know that they will lose it this time, especially since TOC has that hypercharge now, which you can use in a pinch.
Oh, nice!
Here comes OU. Once again, the one-man army going for Stetampo, the heart of the operation. Comes up empty-handed. Talk and Engine are going to have to generate a victory here. Excellent dodges out from Levy and a hypercharge earned.
A 3v2 is catastrophic for any team. It's so hard, especially with such an early loss. They're not even dealing with the fog yet. It's TL just
they dodge Grom shots so easily.
With plenty of space in the middle to operate, going for that long-range connection there. The windup just does so much
James
damage.
with
Don't
the
blame them for running that at all.
65 popular
Suzuku's
votes. Thank you so much,
Levy
James.
onto the hypercharge. They would prefer to use it in the next
MHMD
round,
with
since they are
the
fighting
7
for
roses. I
right
appreciate
now.
you. Thank you guys.
And Engine both retreating into the poison, feeding no super at all. Even a takedown onto Stetampo, a bit of super earned for Toxic Lotus to use in round number 3. Zeta Division need to be cautious around this Daryl.
Oh, that's a close game right here,
chat. Twice, once on the bottom side and once on the top. But last time, it looked like an error from OU. He was so far estranged from his team that he wasn't able to receive any support from them when he found himself in a sticky situation on the top side.
Daryl, I think, has had some solid interactions, but especially in that round 2 is a little sloppy, and the first one ended up taken down too. I think this is just really
Daryl needs to get
together.
hyper again, but I don't think it's possible.
So instead, they're just going to work as a full unit. Great comms coming out of Zeta Division, especially in that round 2.
Zeta Division waiting for their perfect opportunity to strike. They need to hold on.
Grom has super. He could look and get hyper.
Left lane this time, instead retreating to the same thing they went for in round number 1. The most huge difference between those two is that now they have a couple of hypercharges under their belt. They're still going to be staring down the barrel of Talk's potential in that super, especially if he can get closer to a hypercharge. But that poison is on a timer right now. It is going to be closing in any second from the top and eventually from the sides. OU needs to get this online ASAP. Already Suzuki.
Oh my god, Grom, you sold.
Talk. No, taken down. Stetampo's still alive.
Wait!
Engine now closing in for the 1v1 versus Levy in close range. Is it possible? Just a couple of shots from Levy. He can tank this.
Oh! He got it! No way! No way! He sold!
Just a little ring around the rosies. And Squishy Squeak gets away with one there. They're too good at the game, man.
He sold, chat!
It's relatively even. They always are in it. Always. We've talked the praises of Stetampo all weekend long for the legacy that he has in this game, but his teammates, these are the ones he chose to play with. They're certainly qualified to get a win too.
Different approach once more from Toxic Lotus. They're going to all go on the left. Zeta Division coming on the left.
Oh, wow.
With the initial kill. 3v2.
What's Zeta doing now? Pushing with the Buster like that?
Losing position. OU, the one-man army, goes for another. She's going to be taken down by Shitapo if he can finish off the kill. Just needs one more shot. No! Engine closes in for a round 1 to Toxic Lotus.
Get them some chairs. That's what I've been saying.
Blue roster.
They're standing up the whole time.
Traditionally the safer one, but they're getting sneaky. Levy gonna pop out here, but they don't know that Buster is lurking, trying to do their adequate scouting report. They don't want a sneak attack coming their way.
Here comes O. Not so sneaky. He's got one more roll in the chamber. Might even opt to waste it so that he can get a better one. Combined with
if Grum gets hyper, it's Loki GG's.
For now. And yes, he did decide to waste the super so he can work on getting a real one. And there is enough time until the poison closes in for him to get that. The lack of threat is going to hurt Toxic Lotus. Talk is taking a lot of damage, but he's managed to hold on. Now Zeta Division go for a different formation. They're sending Shitapo on the left side. Suzuku and Levy, of course, have to stay together because Levy's so vulnerable in close range against the Daryl.
They just want to see Melody get some notes around her, just be more of a threat, because otherwise she's just a medium distance brawler. Finally, one goes through. Now they're hurtling together here. All of the red roster.
Come on.
On the top right-hand side, playing left to right now. Fog closing in, and the action about
Grum's gonna cook now. Oh, what an air ball.
Down. Shitapo skating up the middle of the map.
Grum!
Reflecting all of it. Talk in trouble.
Grum, you are bad!
It's Engine dueling, doing
oh!
his best.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Did anyone see him miss the balloon? Did anyone see him miss that balloon?
Toxic Lotus back on the map. That's their second game victory they've gotten in this match.
He almost sold that chat. Almost.
Toxic Lotus must replicate this success in the next round. And it feels like Zeta Division are trying all the tactics they know. We very few times, only a couple of times, have they repeated the same strategy.
Zeta did not be humble, no.
Repetition now, sending Levy and Suzuku up the left side, Shitapo in from the right. Toxic Lotus just trying to hang on. They know that they are really a time-based composition here. When OU gets that super, when Talk gets his
much better squeeze right here.
Over time,
I'm hungry, chat. I need some
in
boom.
trouble here. If Suzuki puts his foot on the gas pedal and Levi comes up for a little bit of a flank, it's either going to take Daryl to swoop over to the left-hand side or Talk to divert his attention. They're just pinned in their back spawn. Now Zeta Division are just fighting against the clock. Once this fog starts to close in, it's going to force Toxic Lotus to make some mistakes.
It's going to be a little bit tricky. But if we know anything from the past couple of games, it's that O is going to be the entry fragger. But there's one change, which is that, oh my goodness, what a contact onto Talk on the right side. But OU is still going to be hanging on to that
kind of stuck
when
here.
He gets it, and he doesn't mind going on a solo mission. Already persevering up the right side. That
good job moving up. TV with the heart me. Gum down with the rose. Thank you guys for 195k likes. We're so close to 200.
On the gas, going over to the left side, completely abandoned Engine now.
Yo, Engine is missing every shot.
Levy taking so much damage, and Talk still alive in the poison. He's burning down to nothing, and Zeta Division are 1 round away.
Come on, Zeta, finish it so we can go to the finals.
This weekend. Toxic Lotus have been on a miraculous run, but it could end right here, right now. They need to wake up. Nobody benched them. It's been a dream all weekend long, and they're looking to prevail their tournament lives here.
Same formation from Zeta Division. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the key difference is that O has the hypercharge now. He's only going to roll forward.
They both wasted hyper.
Toxic Lotus, but that's frustrating. Now he's only got 1 roll left, and if we know anything from last round, it's that he doesn't have enough time to charge up a hypercharge over the course of just 1 round. Zeta Division knew when to go in to deny him the opportunity to farm up that ability as well.
Great heads-up play there to avoid the Daryl roll once again. He just hasn't gotten enough value out of that in the early game. Now Shitapo getting right in the face of Talk. All 3 Toxic Lotus members fighting for their lives.
Bro, the Grom is... He keeps tossing that super like for nothing.
3 supers available for Zeta Division at the moment. Shitapo equipped with a hypercharge. O's gonna go for it. Shitapo taken down. Oh, now behind. Engine takes down Suzuki.
No way they took him out that easily.
Holding on to that hypercharge.
Yo, Engine, what is Engine doing?
Talk and O, you need to combine forces. Get the pinch around into the poison. Toxic Lotus persevere for another round.
What's up, Lena? Welcome.
Deep breath for Toxic Lotus.
How's it going? FHB with the club power, welcome.
Find a way
Thank you.
To make yet one more miracle happen. Super goes down, the double connection. Talk in trouble, shield forced to go up for Engine, and they're already pinned in their back line.
That was a smart play from Levy. He was going for pretty much.
Well, I'm supporting Zeta right now because they're almost, you know, they're almost won.
The additional damage wasn't quite enough. The Toxic Lotus were seriously caught off guard by that one move. That stuff only works once, though. They're going to be expecting it next time it happens. if it even does. Zeta Vision equipped with a couple of hypercharges just like last time. OU needs to make some magic happen with his hypercharge of his own.
No contact there with the gadget. But Daryl does have a hypercharge roll available. This round means everything for the blue side. Not just for them, for a region, for pride, for something alongside a legacy. And they're going to have to do so against some of the best to ever do it as this fog is going to start closing in.
Oh, equipped with a hypercharge, same for Engine, but no super in the chamber just yet. Talk also looking for his super.
Engine needs to get his super ASAP.
From Suzuku. Talk now, laying down the pressure on Suzuku.
Wow, Grom gadget!
As many notes as possible. OU closing in from the top side. Stetapo denied. Levy.
No way!
Get a set.
No way! 2-1.
Survive and advance. Doesn't matter the situation, doesn't matter the team, doesn't matter the region. These guys came to play all weekend long. They've been finding difficult situations and getting out of them.
Imagine if Zeta sells. Imagine.
But we've been in this spot before. Engine with a 9-piece there. Levy obviously with some clutch mechanics there at one point just to keep Zeta Division alive. But honestly, Toxic Lotus dueling out of their minds in those in-game situations.
They were remarkable. Seeing O go in solo so many times and making it away alive numerous occurrences.
No, Grom did good at the end. That's it.
Remarkable. That's quite interesting as well.
What are the top 5 brawlers right now?
You know, out here from Squeak,
Kenji, Finks,
but they're not the ones making the flashy plays.
Lumi.
They're the foundation upon which the rest of the competition is able
Buster.
to be built. Engine is reliably getting the spirit animal, that star power, the super
Melody.
activated onto O, who's usually actually not the playmaker for the team. Talk, it felt like in many occurrences, was simply hanging on. He was establishing the pressure at long range and keeping things
What's
at
the
bay
next
so
map,
that
though?
Engine could gradually farm up his super, the same going for OU on the Daryl.
Jay Young.
Some great work coming out of these fellas.
Welcome, Sidar. Welcome.
Just coming out of nowhere, too.
Or
I mean,
Sirdar.
what a story we've had this week, and obviously North Americans here are disappointed with teams like Drive and Elevate going down early, but along with superheroes comes supervillains, and these guys have certainly made a name
What's
for
the next
themselves
map?
here. I hope it's a team that
Gem grab.
to heart.
Okay.
I have a feeling this won't be the last time we see him.
Chat, the bow pick here is absolutely S tier.
The hero for North America.
Yo, I need to make some
They
food,
are
chat. I need
carrying
to
the
make some
torch,
food.
no doubt. All
I'm
the
gonna go
North
heat up some
American
chicken.
fans rooting for
By the
Toxic
time they
Lotus
draft,
after
where's
they
my
took
other
down
slide, bro?
North America early on. Zeta
Chat.
Division need to
Bow
find
pick has to
wind
be
at
here.
their
Bow
backs
pick.
once more.
Bow
That's
pick.
a huge momentum
Janet
stopper
probably
for them.
also.
Toxic Lotus also, once more, they didn't even place the flashiest plays on their most mechanically skilled player. O's been in the game the longest, but their playmaker is Talk, and he was put on that Grom. We can expect to see him placed on a lane this time. Maybe one of the more impactful ones, defending a bush, the one that goes directly to the heart where your gem carrier usually resides. Last stop, these bushes are a serious bit of trouble if you allow an enemy to win that lane.
Kenji certainly comes to mind. Lumi, of course, going to be in that ban phase more than likely. Lily, somebody that I'm looking out for here, though, is kind of one of those sneaky picks. This is a more open map, but on Gym Grab especially, our pro players love using that hypercharge to get a quick, stealthy takedown. With that hypercharge, it's just so hard to dodge it. It goes in a blink of an eye. There's just no way you're able to move around it.
Not really possible to react to. We saw Toxic Lotus play last stop yesterday, by the way, and one of the brawlers that stood out to this that they played was Jean. They were getting 2 max range pulls with Jean onto the enemy Piper, which typically should be winning that matchup. We'll see if they lead with the Jean mentality once more. It's so useful for scouting open bushes on the left and right lanes, creating pressure as well with vengeful spirits that are going to make contact with really any enemy that's visible on the map. It's guaranteed damage. Zeta Vision have also given them the Jean. Tara is the first selection from Toxic Lotus. We talked about the playmaker being placed on the lane. This has got to be a Tox selection.
I like the Tara selection. It's been a popular one in the meta here for Gym Grab. One brawler that escaped as well. Finks still available on the board. I don't think Zeta Division will be afraid to click it here. I think it's just such a solid lane, mid option, such a hybrid. So frustrating to deal with. When chatting with Semantic earlier this week, he really felt like it was a top 5 brawler. He was a team that believed in it early on when it first came about the pro scene, and now that we've had another extra month to kind of work with it, I think a lot of pro teams have started to feel the same.
You know, I suppose when you talk with Semantic, he's going to be like, yeah, we saw the top brawler first. You know, we were early to the party. We're trendsetters. We like the Finks as well. And And yes, that is one of the picks that he raved about before it became popular and came online. Now Suzuku's going to be picking it up. Zeta Division are going to be running this on the lane. It is so strong, and it's actually a really good reaction to the Tara, because the Tara can't really accurately pull you. It's going to slow down any projectile, and yes, that Tara super is a projectile. It must land on the ground first.
Whoa, another Squeak pick here. This is an interesting call, I think, especially this early on in the draft, just because Squeak can be really squishy. I mean, now Toxic Lotus can make 2 selections here, try and counter that out. I imagine Toxic Lotus are going to want some form of health points, whether that's a really aggressive brawler, whether that's a tank. I'm curious to see what their spin on this situation is.
Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those that's just going to be good into Tara. I think we're looking at 2 lanes that are great against Tara. I'm curious whether Zeta Division will opt to run one of these at mid. There's potential to run some unorthodox things at mid, and since Zeta Division had that last pick, but they haven't gone for the mid yet, that tells me that they are thinking of something quite crafty. Lily, now sneaking in, going to be going for the bushes, also has that hypercharge that realms an enemy when it makes contact, also gets to bounce as well. A bit of an interesting thing that you don't really get to see used often, and on such an open map, might not get to see it come into play. But nonetheless, now we have to see the mid selection from Toxic Lotus, unless they decide to run that Elevate Cheese that we saw yesterday with the Rosa. It didn't work, by the way, so just a side note. But a mid selection for Toxic Lotus, they're going to be going for that max.
I think it just made sense as a 2-3 turn. Great pairing with Tara. Lily just into Squeak especially. That's what I was talking about with an early Squeak selection. Now we have Toxic Lotus that get time to think on it, react to it. And this is one of the better brawlers. It's not an easy one to play necessarily, especially into those long-range contact. But once she kind of gets going, gets that first super cycled, and then, gosh, once that hypercharge goes out, I mean, what is a poor Squeak supposed to do, especially with...
Did they pick the bow?
Well, he's going to receive some assistance from Buster, and we saw the Buster and the Squeak stay side by side on our last map. Zeta Division, they love to just stick to the same stuff and run it on every single map. If they are afforded that possibility, they will.
How is the Lily gonna play here?
This Buster and Squeak combo once more. So who is their mid is really the question of the day. They have some
Eeny with the 22 roses, thank you. Chat, how is Lily gonna play here?
Max, they are at risk of feeding, getting pressured back as well. This one's gonna be a mechanical masterpiece in my mind.
Certainly a fun one here. Set 4 underway. Toxic Lotus finally with a little momentum on their side. An Engine popping that gadget early. He's going to pop up right in front of Suzuku. A teleport back.
Wow.
There to save the day.
Totally unexpected by the looks of things for the Lily. Usually you can't get away with...
I think Zeta's gonna take this one, chat.
But Shitampo had the response. Now repositioning from Engine on the left side. Not gonna expend that super just yet. And Suzuku is waiting on the left side.
Oh wow, look at Squeak.
Levy on the right side. A takedown onto O.
Yeah, Zeta does need to wrap this up already.
Toxic Lotus just haven't managed to find a kill, and of course, one Tara pull can change everything here, but they're going to need some max speed, something to force them up the map. An Engine gadget just kind of forced early. He's hiding in this grass, pops up, and there's the counter matchup that we're looking for. Squeak handling it well, but now she has a hypercharge at the ready.
This is huge. Going to be looking to get something onto Finks, who can teleport away unless he's placed in that Shadow Realm.
Wait, low key?
To victory. Engine needs to hit this ability. And
Lily's hyper could literally change the game instantly.
They have Suzuku to block a shot if necessary. Here comes Shitampo with gem number 8, but now the speed in from Tok. Engine looking for the perfect opportunity. Pops the hypercharge.
Chat, I swear, Engine is not at their level. Engine is probably the only player that's not at everybody else's level.
In their pocket. Engine gonna pop up here in a moment's notice. Grabs one. Shitampo. Oh, so low HP, but he will survive.
Tok now trying to create the pressure once more. Gonna pop the speed on himself solo. Not even anything onto OU. But a countdown interruption is good. Number 10 for Shitampo not available. It's been completely denied. Toxic Lotus with the pressure as well. They could get another Lily hypercharge out here. Engine's trying to stay on the outskirts of Suzuku's range to get a super for free. And as a result, his hypercharge as well. Tok is especially going to be helpful in that regard. Engine gets the super. He's sucked in.
Chat, Engine's not it, bro. They have to kick him out the team if they wanna.
But they do have a Tara super.
If they want to play better next time.
Now they need a big pop-off play. It's a Finks super going down perfectly timed. Tara stopped mid-air. Tok left hand in, looking for tags. Face shift through. Not enough. Zeta Division on another match point.
They have to get him out. They really
for
do.
so long because they knew exactly what was coming. And you saw Tara also withholding in that regard. She knew that her super was going to get slowed down by the Finks super. There's so many matchups that you can win as Finks with that ability. It's an incredibly oppressive brawler. All of these things you see not taking place on the screen, it is this unspoken counterplay that exists simply with a rotating dash line under the brawler.
Engine this time waiting a little bit longer to use that Lily gadget. Gonna show up right with Shitampo. Suzuku there to cover him though. Great bodyguard work. Talk though, gaining a little possession of the map, but there's just so much from the red roster. 3 members standing tall. Tara has to go away, and they just haven't found a way to consistently.
Specs with the rose, thank you!
Decisive also have switched up their lanes here. They're placing Levy on the left side. Engine and response is going over towards the right side. O struggling to make it past mid. The Toxic Lotus have gotten a couple of gems under their belt. Now the super out from Shitampo. TOC and Engine in a dangerous position. Engine at risk of going down, forced to go into the Shadow Realm, trying to pop out, get Shitampo, little teleport back, but survives only by a thread.
Suzuku now getting aggressive. Buster, much more of a bodyguard up until this point, playing alongside his teammate. Now the speed goes through.
Chat,
Talk all alone once again, and Zeta Division are taking over the entire map.
Chat.
3 more gems to go. Make that.
The Lily is not it.
Another. And O is holding back. He's going to have to go for.
I did, Annie. I said thank you for the 22 roses. Anyway, thank you again for the 22 roses. I really appreciate you. Gunned out with the rose, FHB with the club power, Specs with the rose. Thank you guys. I appreciate y'all.
They're going to need one more miracle this weekend. Engine stays alive, has a hypercharge super, and he has to make direct contact. 7 seconds on the clock. Engine charging up, dueling against Suzuku. The pull goes through. Engine can't go through. Reflected! And then, oh, they got the reset!
Oh, what are you doing?
Not over yet, folks.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
10 seconds to go. Zeta Division as safe as can be. 5 TOC Engine OU Toxic Lotus pushing in, but Suzuku is
there. We go.
The mechanical monsters.
Now wrap it up.
Now master tacticians.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
LCQ slot for
wrap
East
it up.
Asia.
That was hilarious.
An incredible weekend for Toxic Lotus. Shouldered a nation and represented it proudly. You know how much it meant to these guys. But at the end of the day, Zeta Division are still a lot to handle. And they'll take the LCQ spot for their side.
My goodness. This is the best that we have ever seen out of Toxic Lotus, though. They make it to a top 4 in the entire world. From a region where the expectations were that they would get grouped. Now to make it to top 4 is simply the unexpected. Mainland China is on the map, but they are not top 3. Like our victors, Zeta Division now on the stage.
I've got Suzuku here from Zeta Division. You've managed to secure your region an additional spot at the LCQ later on this year. Please tell us what that means to you and your team.
お疲れ様でした。3位ということで、LCQ の東アジアでの追加枠獲得ということになりましたけれども、ゼータディビジョンについてとってそれはどんな意味になりますか。
まあ僕たちは世界一しか狙っていなかったので悔しいです。
We're looking at only number 1, so it's kind of regretful, but.
Yeah, I understand. I can tell by the body language as well. But, you know, the draft has seemed to be something that you guys have struggled with. Is that going to be your main focus going on into the second half of the season?
前半のシーズンの前半ではドラフトに苦戦されていた一面もあったかと思うんですけれども、今後シーズン後半に向けて課題とか鍛えていきたい部分、どういったものがありますか。
まあ全部修正して次の世界大会で1位になることが目標です。
Back. We're going to fix everything and we'll go to number 1 to the next world final.
I love that mentality. Give it up one more time for Zeta Division DreamHack Dallas. Incredible performance. We've got the grand finals coming up. Stay tuned.
Chat, check me out.
Thank you, Barney. Zeta Division.
Chat, check me out. Check me out.
But as you mentioned, Kenny, I don't think it's
We got.
the last time we see Toxic Lotus on the global stage.
We got 3 eggs. Oh, we got 3 eggs.
It's been an incredible run. One of the
2 chicken
we've had in Brawl Stars.
and some potato.
I mean, this has got to be one of the better teams people have.
Some fries.
And they're bringing home another LCQ slot for East Asia. Zeta Division makes it 3 slots in total for this region. I'm sure
Yummy.
a couple of other teams in that region that are happy about that already.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, there is definitely a top 5 in East Asia. They were
Oh, Scott, weeks of protein. Bro, this is probably the fastest thing I could cook up.
to see Zeta Division take down Toxic Lotus.
But yeah, I'm hungry, bro. I'm starving.
Man, did Toxic Lotus put on a show. We have never seen mainland China be this good. And there were some buzzer beater moments there.
So much to take note of.
Oh, it's hot.
And the fact that this weekend was this region's first ever best-of-5 win.
Was I gonna have some? I got you, bro.
I
Here.
didn't believe in them coming into this. Most of the folks at home didn't, so credit to those who did.
Take a bite.
Incredible stuff so far. I'm sure the region was pulling for them, but nonetheless, I mean, so much pride,
Yummy?
so much emotion coming out of these guys. It's really special to see that human element from them.
I got you, bro. Don't worry, bro. I got you.
I had a little fear for Zeta Division. It wouldn't be the first.
All right, I'm not gonna play Brawl Stars because I'm gonna eat my food. So we're just gonna watch them.
Reverse sweep against Loud. Now they almost, or at least started a reverse sweep against Zeta Division as well. Shitampo is gonna be our MVP.
She just said shit.
I think
She just
we
said
did
shit,
that
Tampo.
goal or that title every single time we had the MVP vote for this roster.
I mean, you can't really argue with it. He's one of the greats of Brawl Stars. His teammates even regard him as one of the
Chat.
most fantastic.
Has Zeta ever won a competition?
Everything that he is doing as a team leader seems to be working.
And we're gonna have one more view at the brackets before our grand finals. Zeta Division takes that spot number
World
3.
Cup twice? Ah, okay.
And now we're ready for SK Gaming.
Ready for the finals? Yes, come on.
It's kind of insane. This is our first North American event in a while here ready, and yet it's 2 EMEA squads. It's been a tough week for the PR department, I'll tell you what.
That's definitely true. We're gonna give you all a little breather. We definitely need it here at the desk of this exciting nail biter that we just witnessed. And I'm very sure the next one is gonna go all the way one more time. It's an EMEA special. Basically, I'm on.
Bro, the commentators are so good, bro.
Versus Humble.
The Miko pick, by the way. Me and chat have Humble to win. The music is so jolly. Yeah, I know, right? The Grom here sold so many times. Look at the engine miss, right? Oh, never mind. It didn't show it. Nah, Team Humble for me. Let's go, Humble!
One thing that people probably don't know is that I'm not fully German, but that my both parents come from Kosovo. So I'm actually like roots from Albania.
Oh, that's cool, that's cool.
The closest I am is probably to a third in line. I'm fourth in line, so my bigger sister. And I went with her as well to the
Oh, that's so cool.
European Championship. That was a lot of fun, honestly. First time in London as well. It's really, really cool. It was a really fun experience, and my sister's also someone who enjoys playing games a lot like me.
That's cool, bro.
I think I have been pretty competitive my whole life, and any other game that I touched, I basically became top of the leaderboard, and that's not even like willing to go for it. And then when I stumbled upon Brawl Stars, just because of the Superstar universe from Clash Royale and Clash of Clans, I just wanted to be good at it, then the best at it, the best in Germany at it, and then suddenly I became best of Europe at it. And
wow, that's cool.
So I think it's just my drive to compete and to be the best in the game that keeps me playing the game and the joy of the game.
Thank you, Thug.
The joy to Brawl Stars. I'm always happy to play it, and yeah, that's why I just love it so much.
So,
fans around the world watching here live from the
I didn't know Zeta was that good, actually.
I hope you're ready for the grand final. It's time for another EMEA match here. We have basically a monthly final. I teased that already, but just on a lot larger scale. Since we are actually on a huge stage over here, we had 3 very grueling days for those 2 teams. They had a lot to fight for, and they fought very well, Kenny.
It's crazy that out of groups A and B.
Chat, how much money are they gonna win? How much money does the winner get, chat?
Defending world champion, one has just found their stride this year. Honestly, I think this is going to be one of the crazier ones. It's been a back and forth in the season. Obviously, SK Gaming winning both those matchups, but some of them were some close calls.
This is the El Clasico from EMEA. EMEA. I guess now it's also the
$1
we're gonna watch this year. I'm sure we're gonna see those two battle off against each other again on a great global stage. And yeah, so undecided we are because it's just such a close match. In the BSC matches, SK has always come out on top so far, winning 2-0 in the monthly finals against Humble. Both of them were standing in final number
Just a
1
place for the World Cup? That's it?
February and April.
Are you for real?
Other third-party tournament, Humble beat them undefeated so far, also in sets.
This is very true. Most recently, we saw them in Brawl Ball League, where Humble went completely undefeated. So, when it comes to Brawl Ball today, folks, I would keep an eye on Humble.
This is the first suey while eating.
Now preparing for that inevitability. They have looked so strong throughout the tournament. Unlike Humble, we have seen them been tested.
I think this is such a tough one to call. Humble have looked in prime form. They really have found their stride towards the later end of the season, but SK Gaming, I mean, speaks with the resume, right? They are the #1
I'm
seed
eating
in
chicken and fries.
when it matters most in the BSC. Humble have yet to beat these guys. Their drafts are great. Their mechanics are great. I really believe this could be the...
So Humble has yet to beat SK, huh?
I think at the beginning of the season, you saw the union of exactly the formula that SK Gaming needed to succeed. You have the two pop-off players. You have Yoshi as the firm foundation to form everything underneath. And last year with Lynat, I don't think they
Take a bite.
drafting prowess that OPE is now going to be offering.
That's a healthy piece of chicken, chap.
When it comes to the draft, now you have Pedro, you have Yoshi, Joker.
Some fries and sauce?
Forces to make this happen.
Open.
Always the calm voice behind the SK roster. Always gives them a little bit of a ground to stand on. On the other side, in Humble, that must be Symantec. He's the loudest player we've ever experienced in Brawl Stars. Still, he's the constant for his two team members, the one who gives the calls. And Humble
Chicken from Chicken Guy.
Though they did not win the monthly final.
The restaurant is called Chicken Guy.
Third-party tournament leading up to this one, even.
But the fries are from my house, and the eggs I made them.
Last week for the Brawl Ball League, and it just seemed like his headspace was in the right spot. They really care most about this postseason run. Just the building blocks along the way. Sure, they've had some second places that they would rather win.
Angel with the heart me in the popular vote. 1090 with the heart me. Thank you.
They're conditioning themselves, improving, and I think with the scrim rate that we've been seeing and how unchallenged they've been so far,
Freddy!
They should be the favorites. I don't know.
Exactly the factors that you just mentioned are what swayed my judgment because
So SK is the favorite here, huh?
Convinced that SK was going to take this overall, but I stopped to consider the preparation that Humble has been putting in, especially in terms of like the fact that we haven't seen them really been tested, and their star player Lukey has been popping off on some of his most signature brawlers, and they got to be a big consideration in the band phases.
Yeah, he's just something else to be dealt with. It's such a great roster and a great story. Obviously, last year they were huge underdogs in the region, stepped up when it matters most, and then at the World Finals went mostly uncontested. There's something about these international competitions where it just seems to click.
On one side, we have the world champions defeating a title that is not really getting taken.
Thank you guys for 225 new followers. I appreciate y'all.
And on the other side, for SK Gaming, it would be the first win on a global stage. Let's see if they can do it. First up, though, let's meet our two finalists.
Go Humble!
Two EMEA teams from Grand Finals. Let's show the world why EMEA is on top.
Our opponents better be ready for us.
The European glaze is too much.
Well, this is what I predicted from the beginning.
Somebody gotta nerf them.
In the Grand Finals, EMEA guaranteeing themselves with LCQ and the World Finals. What a way to double down in Dallas. We've just come in as a region and just embarrassed North America. I love it.
Playing against Humble in the final would be really interesting, but we already faced them twice.
Wait until I join Tribe.
I don't think that Humble have really been tested.
Just wait.
This
I'm gonna humble y'all.
I think there's obviously great expectation on this team as world champions, but they've been shown to be fallible in their home region by teams just like SK Gaming. I think they need to prove themselves to the world.
But she shut your
stand at the pinnacle of
Who's that? Shut up, bro.
SK Gaming.
Yo, I'll be right back. I'm gonna clean this plate. I'll be right back.
Is this an MSI or is this another EMEA Monthly Finals? Looking forward to them to face them once again, and we're a big stage now in Milan. So yeah, maybe we get our revenge this time. Let's see.
The time has come. an EMEA Grand Final. This one's for pride and to be crowned most dominant in the region. DreamHack Dallas, go crazy for your first finalist. It's SK Gaming. It's Joker, Ope, and Yoshi. And their opponents are Humble. It's Boss, Lukey, and Semantic.
Here we go. Go Semantic. Let's go, chat. Thank God I didn't sit on the iPad. I almost sat on the iPad. Yes, we are ready. Yes, yes, we are.
Whoever takes this one is the first ever champion. The title Pro Cup has never been won before. And there's still that coveted world final slot on the
Come on, Humble!
Who will bring it home to EMEA?
Humble will.
SK Gaming or Humble? Humble so far didn't drop a single set. Yes, they did against Zeta Division.
Oh, they're gonna ask him before. Nice.
One set down. Let's go to the stage. Barney, take it away.
Uncompete content creator for Humble when? I mean, if they want to reach out to me.
Joker.
That'd be
Take
awesome.
the monthly finals into consideration, okay, as we rightly should. This is SK to maintain dominance or Humble out for revenge. Joker, Humble are coming for you in this one. Is this going to be the same story as earlier this year?
We will do our best that it's finished the same.
I like that. Out for revenge, possibly. How the team feeling going into this match?
We just take the second place. That's fine. They can have it.
A competitive mindset. I like it. Shake hands if you want to. I like that. It's an EMEA Grand Final. Take your places. Let's get it on. It's time for the Grand Final.
Come on! Humble, take this one all the way.
Many sweeps from both of them. SK takes the first monthly final in EMEA against Humble 3-0. And Humble, this tournament has been their rush through the competition. Every other team from any other continent didn't really put anything up against them. 3-0 against Toxic Lotus, 3-0 against Loud, and then 3-1 against Zeta Division. Humble is looking very fierce. Can the German powerhouse here, SK Gaming, put anything up against them this weekend?
Very on brand from Semantic there too, saying he's going to lose. I think he's said that constantly. I think he's been throwing shade on the event website too. There's been people betting against them all weekend long. Brawl Nation is more...
He's trying to unjinx himself.
There's no reason why they can't win this one as well.
You can't just unjinx it. He's really giving his best effort to say that he's not going to win in an effort to keep himself humble and be the underdogs coming into this matchup, which they certainly have been. 2 second places in the monthly finals this year, now possibly culminating in a breaking of curses.
We have 2 coaches on stage here, Pedro and Kanan, helping out their rosters. And with those brains behind their draft, we're heading into our first one very soon. First up though, the predictions from the people at home.
56-44?
Clear.
That's not that bad.
SK has brought 6% more fans to this one.
It's always a good sign when the final match of our tournament is this close in predictions.
Yes.
I think
Go Humble!
Just like us, truly don't know what to believe. Humble obviously coming into this scrim's perfect.
Humble!
It's so reminiscent of the run last year.
DU with the Harmony, thank you!
Wins till about halfway in the season where they finally claimed one. This year, 0 monthly finals wins, but they dominated at the World Finals run.
After 2 days of Brawl Cup already, with this grand final, we have a pretty good idea of the meta so far. We have Hank, Finks, a couple of those brawlers that show up in every single match so far, but then we have a couple of outliers from those 2 teams specifically. We had a Pam, a Shade, and a Daryl from SK Gaming. Nobody else played a Daryl before. And then we had Mac, Clancy, and Jae Young, a couple of those signatures from Humble.
Hyper-intelligent picks just have to be an expectation at this time. Gray, the first selection here on Hard Rock Mine, is a very strong brawler, but it's a bit untraditional in terms
Gray
of
on Jump Grab?
from Hard Rock Mine. Though keep in
What's up,
mind
Lena?
that Humble have gotten rid of simply the best brawlers in the game, coupled with good
Here, I'll make it, I'll make
characters.
it.
Then, of course, there's Lumi topping the leaderboards in terms of ban rate. Usually this would communicate that a team doesn't have a plan. There's not a doubt in my mind that Humble has planned out so many different possibilities So now it's really a mystery as to what they're going for.
Big brains on both of these teams.
Click up here and vote, chat. Let me see who you guys are gonna win. It's free to vote. Free to vote.
Plus tank, but there's so many.
Option A, SK Gaming. Option B, Humble.
Aggro, if you will. Lily, of course, an assassin, but Hank, just so much beef to him. Janet on this right-hand end, such a safety net. Obviously, the visibility is a big reason why she's going to show up here. And of course, being just invincible when she's flying through the skies makes her a perfect candidate to be a gym carrier.
Hypercharge is super strong. I'm looking at a turret that can be thrown down on the ground to...
Melina with the heart me.
These players have
Annie with the 4 roses. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the gifts. Guys, votes are up here. It's free to vote. Only TikTok can vote, by the way.
Unorthodox as well. It does have some pressure if it can place down
Nita?
these lanes as well. I anticipate that maybe the Nita could be here to deter some like tank action on the lanes. One of the expectations
Nita
for seeing this Janet is the ever-looming threat.
That is weird.
That he can bring to one of these lanes. So Humble are safeguarding themselves against tanks quite early on in the draft. They don't want to risk the 4-5.
Well, now SK Gaming are in a little bit of a pickle here because they wanted to get something cheesy like a Rosa up there or something like a Jackie. Well, it's going to run a little more of a risk, right? Because Nita's already been selected so early. Carl hasn't shown up quite as much as I would say with past months, but the Incendiary is still good. I think especially with these close quarters and no wall break really so far out of maybe a walking cane with a little perfect precision. You know, he's going to be able to throw down these shots rather quickly.
Man.
Open range, something of concern for
What could
Carl,
they even pick against it?
It's
Buster?
going to be a pretty solid lane into both the Nita and into the Janet, though we've already seen the mid selection out here from Humble. It's likely going to be that Janet.
Chester?
Quite strong there. And the last pick is best reserved for a tank. Here comes Frank, and that's what the Nita's there for.
How?
To keep this Frank safe. Frank into the Jackie as well is going to have the damage to take her.
Chat,
down.
Humble draft
And
is
look at
already
SK Gaming's
shaky.
Composition. Interestingly,
Din with the
it
heart
almost
me,
tells
thank
me
you.
a lack of confidence. If you're running the gray Jackie here, that's a cheese strat here on Hard Rock Mine. And they don't feel confident in playing the control matchup.
Yeah.
Only one banner remains here.
I don't think there's any mods on Twitch right now. Sorry, Twitch.
Battle of Regions.
How many watchers are on Twitch and YouTube?
It's round
I can't see them.
SK Gaming versus Humble. Give it up, DreamHack Dallas. Let's get this grand finals going.
Ope immediately establishing the pressure at mid. Lukey.
Nice, Mitchell, nice.
All of these shots coming from
Oh, nice, KB.
Synergy now between Ope
Tell me how
and Joker.
YouTube has more viewers on Twitch right now.
Has to retreat. Semantic on the right side needs to break this wall as soon as possible. The more damage he takes, the closer he gets to this super. On the left side, Joker also cleaving through some of these walls on the boss, who's been dropped down to just
Nita's
one.
actually not doing that bad.
Ope, who's now got the teleport set up for Jackie.
Teleport perfectly established as well, and Jackie just lurking on this top right-hand side. There's a little reveal. Lukey going for the jump. So he's going to be getting out of harm's way very easily with just the click of a green button.
The Gray's doing really good.
Semantic retreated, but he has moved over to the left side where he has a more optimal matchup. It's challenging for Joker to punch through all of this HP, but he's going to use the walls as much as possible. Hypercharge in from Ope. Initial damage on Lukey, and the pinch could be coming down from Jackie, but they're not going to exercise their hand just yet. Semantic now taken down, and the pinch on the bottom side. Now, Yoshi at risk of being taken down. It's absolute chaos in terms of the matchups. Things have been flipped left to right instead of top to
Yeah, what's
bottom.
going on? They're all
SK
over the
Gaming
place.
Are profiting.
Well, they finally removed the little parasite in their back spawn. Joker with a little stat boost, though. Incendiary goes down. Now he's rushing right at Semantic and gets a kill there. Right hand in. Boss, Lukey, all alone. Yoshi with the pull. Lukey has to jump away.
Oh,
Perfect
way.
prediction, though. Tanky Jackie now off to the races on the right hand in. Boss there to counter. And all the gems extend back into the hands of Humble.
Ope has a retreat route. He has the super if he needs it, and he might need it now. Teleport over to the right side in the hypercharge. Lukey laying down as much damage as possible, but here comes Yoshi, popping that hypercharge for additional speed. Semantic looks for the stun, can't get around the indestructible. Teleport over to the left side. Now you see me, now you don't. Now back to the respawn, and 15 to go for Humble to interrupt.
Now they've
Big
got
Bear.
Bear down as well. Yoshi, the man to watch. Bottom right-hand side. Boss rushing forward. Semantic there for reinforcements. The stun won't go through. He's
Nice,
still
nice.
away.
No!
Oh, it finally goes down. Flight from Lukey. Semantic popping a hypercharge just to scoop up a couple gems, but they have to escape.
Joker gonna get stunned here. Hypercharge now out from Semantic. Yoshi take it down. Ope with the interruption. Can't get out of there.
Get him!
Super gets it just in time, but the gems are already on the ground. Boss now rushing out of there. Joker taken down. Now the Bear going for more. Yoshi now to the side of Humble. It's chaos. SK Gaming have the gems that they need. And
What a game!
Now running it back to the home front.
12 gems in SK Gaming's pockets, one in the mid. It's have to take another perfect run here for Humble. Walking cane, misconnection, right-hand side. Lukey can still take flight at a moment's notice. Yoshi
I feel like Semantic could have grabbed a little bit more gems.
The pull goes through, and it's a reset. Blue team gonna get it again. Lukey
No
just
way.
has to stay in the skies.
Now down on the ground.
GG's.
Obey, nothing on the Joker with a protection
GG's.
pirouette out. The clock ticking down. Humble using whatever they can, but there's simply not enough time. Joker is simply too safe in the back lines. It's a game one.
Wow.
To SK Gaming.
Wow.
Grand Finals. 26
Least
gyms
stressful
at the
gem
round.
grab game.
Unbelievable. Two fantastic teams from EMEA showing off on the stage. And it's been close. Humble been relatively unchallenged, but finally it seems they've met their biggest foe yet, and it comes from their home region.
It could not have been a more chaotic scramble at SK Gaming spawn. Humble, they almost made away with those gems, but the respawn cycling from SK Gaming was just on point. Obey got to teleport just in the nick of time to stay alive. Same lane matchups as last time. Semantic has smartly.
Oh, what are you doing, Lukey?
Favorable thing, that's 2 takedowns.
Lukey!
Gaming. Semantic left alone in the mix. He knows he's going to get some super out of this, and now that he has achieved it, he's just aiming to dodge some shots. Now going to fall. Some gems deposited on the side of Humble, but Yoshi is here in these bushes, providing so much pressure and keeping.
Chat, what was that?
He's not even moving.
No, that's a very popular opinion. Gem grab is the worst game mode ever.
Makes him that much scarier. The mental game, something that Semantic now has to deal with. The pull goes through. It's a perfect counter there. The pull, nicely done by Semantic. A great counter opportunity. SK Gaming just down to 2 members, and now it's Semantic's turn. He's got a super flashing, and they're going to group up together for now. They have to find a way out of their spawn.
Teleport from Opay over to Boss, who now gets a hypercharge.
Opay has a hyper now. They both have hypers.
Joker now out with the swing. Baited the super from Semantic on the right side. Yoshi trying to run down Nita, but is unsuccessful. Ends up feeding that super and the hypercharge, which is going to come down onto Opay. Circling around towards Opay, now hypercharge. He's going right for the gem carrier. Luki forced to jump to the skies. It's good! What? A kill from Opay! He's completely estranged on the enemy side.
No way.
Yoshi comes in with the pressure from the bottom like a hydraulic
Chat.
press to extract every gem from Humble.
The great pick was amazing.
Matchup. Now
Oh,
SK
wow.
Gaming have to escape one more time with a countdown. Luki taking to the skies here. Flight looking for that 5 gem connection, and it's quite enough to get through.
Wow.
They still have to find a way out of this. Joker back in the middle.
This is probably the most insane gem grab match I've ever seen.
Oh, Semantic though! The pull! The counter opportunity! Luki once again forced to go high.
Now retreating to the back lines, Yoshi in hot pursuit of the enemy gem carrier, also providing some distraction so that Joker is not at risk. Boss almost yanked through that wall, dodges that final shot from Opay that would have sent him packing. Yoshi now taken down. Only 10 seconds for Humble to get to the enemy side, and prohibitive wall of flame, keeping them from doing so. Luki now trying to drop the bombs onto Joker, but he has no support. The clock's ticking down to 0, and SK Gaming walk away with set 1.
What a tight
Humble,
fight.
lock in!
So close all around, but SK Gaming somehow managed to put 2 games on the board. I think this is going to be a great example of how crazy
Gotta
this
fools
match
with the
is
heart me,
going to
thank
be.
you!
That was an unmatched back and forth between those 2 teams from EMEA. You can clearly see this is not their first rodeo. They were so ready for each other. Every single time Semantic had a stun ready on the Frank, Yoshi was there to take him out of that stun immediately. Just the animation cut short. Opay, the star player here with 11 takedowns.
And he got those teleports up and ready. They were going all over the place and had them at exactly the right moment. That game 1 scramble was so difficult to follow. It was everywhere. In the draft phase, we knew that this one was going to be quite interesting, chaotic, cheesy.
What a win by
all over
SK,
the
bro.
place.
They
Now,
played so
Humble
good, but
did
that was such
follow
an
that
intense
lead by taking
game.
the Frank with
We need
expert
Humble to
position,
pick it back up,
but they
chat.
could not keep up with that instant teleportation. Look at that, 4 teleports down on the ground from SK. How was Humble even expected to keep up?
Beautiful chaos, to say the least. I'm not going to be one to keep track of how many resets we had in that game, but it wouldn't surprise me if that was an all-time for the year of most back-and-forth exchanging of gems that we had. It just felt like no lead was ever safe, so the fact that SK Gaming could walk away with it, really good on them.
We're gonna head over to Layer Cake next, and that is one where Shade could come in once again. And I mentioned it, how it's a little bit of an outlier, at least in this tournament. We didn't see him as often as we might have.
They're very
expected,
calm.
But SK Gaming did bring him in before.
Bro.
So let's see if they will do it this time.
Thank you guys for 240k likes, I appreciate y'all.
Plenty here for both of those teams. Make some noise for SK Gaming!
Was bro mewing? Nah, they need me there.
Already. What a foundation for the remainder of the match to come. Sonny, you mentioned that Shade. I cannot wait to see it again. On Layer Cake in particular,
Freddy with the 8 roses, thank you. Daman with the heart me, thank you guys, I appreciate y'all.
20 kills.
Before we head into draft day, I also want to hear the fans from Humble.
Oh, I thought.
I'm sure they can feel the energy on stage, Kenny.
Should be a tight one here. It's all EMEA fans present and then some North American haters.
Worst bounty map ever.
It's going to be a good time here on the Brawl Cup stage. Let's see what these bans go through. Obviously, Shade, a star player here this weekend and across monthly finals globally, but Kenji...
They banned the gray. That's very good.
And because you see that on the left side, well, it's going to definitely be the red roster with the first pick.
It's no surprise to see once again Kenji, Lumi, and Hank banned out. It's really the curse of the last pick in this one. Yes, you get the last say in what you want to have as a brawler against the...
What would you even pick first here, guys?
From your opponents already.
I don't even know what you would pick first. Gene?
Decide who you want to ban.
Oh no, not the Gene curse.
Down, and in many situations, you're simply faced with a decision of, okay,
oh
well,
no,
what do you even want to let the enemy have? And there's not a doubt in my mind that they didn't want to give Humble this Gene, but they were forced to anyway, and it's a first pick now from Humble.
I think it's a really good one. It's so frustrating to deal with in general. In Bounty and Knockout, you've got a gadget that gets instant connection from across the map, poke damage, and you can heal your teammates up too. So the good news is, something like a Buster, Humble actually took that away, so if they wanted to find a more perfect pairing, it's not going to be as simple. That's a passive-aggressive strategy that really works in Brawl Stars because they can wait to the final moments, get the heals from Gene, while also letting Buster just sit comfortably by a teammate to get that super, and obviously very valuable. So it makes sense why that goes down. Instead, we're going to go with long range. So I see Gus, definitely interested to see if SK Gaming want to pick up a more aggressive brawler like a Melody or something alongside this.
What's Humble gonna even choose here to counter that?
Or a last selection, something like a Daryl that can get in close range. You mentioned the Buster that generates value from staying close to its
Buster's
teammates.
banned.
I'm looking at something from SK Gaming. Wow, that's going to be an assassin. Ollie, absolutely a top selection here. And seeing
That's a
also some of the
tank.
stuff that we saw on Layer Cake earlier, one pick
Perfect with the heart and the
actually
finger
was
heart. Thank
Juju.
you.
And Juju requires some kind of aggression to be taken down. Since Ollie will be able to jump onto a thrower, something like that, get the hypnosis down immediately, that is going to be a solid selection to prevent that threat of a thrower.
How could we forget those throwers too? Especially on a map like this. I feel like Brawl Stars more recently has been so health point dependent. So the fact that SK Gaming scooped this up early and the hypnosis is such a free way to get kills. There's that thrower you were talking about. Humble a team that are willing to go with the Willow. And it's a really interesting kind of thought process that goes into this. Because you're going to see somebody like
he called Ollie an assassin, yeah.
And dive right at you. But where Willow comes into play is when those aggressive run-it-down compositions are coming your way, she pops a super. She's one of the better throwers that, while she is squishy, has a mechanic in her super that can take over an enemy and just lock them on back.
I'm curious to see whether the reaction of Willow here is to deter that Ollie in the event that he jumps on her, because if that is timed perfectly, then you can totally nullify what the
I don't
Ollie
understand
has to
what's going
offer
on
with
here,
that
chat.
gadget where he usually jumps over a wall to get the free kill. Now that he's able to attack
Juju?
during that duration, that has been the thing that brought Ollie on
Juju.
the map. Juju is chosen nonetheless. SK Gaming got that pick secured. When we saw them select this before, the strategy was to pick up that star early on and then walk back to the spawn, play around the water in the bottom left corner. You'll see it in a moment, folks. It was so strong from
Yo,
SK.
cameraman's in love with that girl in the corner.
Two masterminds in the draft stage, but ultimately it just comes down to how you play.
The cameraman has put her up on the screen for like at least 15 minutes over 3 hours. Felix said me too.
Looking to continue their streak against the defending world champions here on Layer Cake.
Bro, I keep missing her, bro.
Blue Star up for
Pay
grabs.
attention.
Anyone's game. Semantic gonna go for it immediately. Yoshi waiting, not really wasting much of his ammo in hot pursuit of it. Joker now going to provide some heals so that Yoshi can take it down. And now the Blue Star belongs to SK Gaming. They've gotten an inaugural kill onto Willow as well. They are in a phenomenal position.
No way!
Joker inevitably.
No way!
Goodness, he managed to get out of there. The teamwork from SK Gaming is on point, and now they're back to spawn.
Blue Star resting with Yoshi on the bottom side. SK Gaming can play it patient. You're going to see it all the time in professional Brawl Stars. Once you get a small lead, even something like 3 stars, including a blue one, you don't have to push it. Semantic on this left-hand end, of course, could be a
oh, nice pick. Oh!
Range pull, mechanics persevering early.
Joker now looking to punish. Now
nice Semantic.
Hypnosis onto Luki. Boss trying to close the gap.
Oh, he's dead though.
1-2 shots, but no. The super's out from Yoshi to keep Joker alive. SK Gaming with a comeback.
Blue Star resting with Humble, so
Cementic
one
kind of sold that there.
to get them a lead. Still plenty of Brawl Stars left to be played, though. Throwers battling on the left-hand side. One of the benefits of Juju, when that grass is up, she has such an extended range. It doesn't do the most damage in the world, but it's going to deter Semantic for a while. Joker, though, feeling aggressive, jumps in, walking Lukey on a leash, has him on a tightrope and a takedown along with it.
5-star lead for SK Gaming. Boss looking to interrupt. Maybe a bit of wall break could do the trick. Looking for the poison gas. Joker bound to fall. Yoshi needs a super desperately to keep him alive. Oh my goodness, he's going to come down to 426 health. Expires thanks to that poison gas. Lukey
nice! Oh! Come on, Humble! And they have a hyper!
20 seconds to
Come
go.
on!
Joker still has a comeback mechanic. Nope, of course, can bring assistance with a 4th brawler on the map. Yashi has to hike up this map now, and it's going to be Humble, cornered, diving under just to stay indestructible a little longer. Semantic, low HP. Here comes the hyper.
Nice hypercharge!
For Humble, Yashi looking for a flank. Joker still has a super available, looking for some good timing with it. A jump in, has the hypnosis, the contact, not enough.
Come on, Humble! Come on!
Last minute aggression.
W's in the chat for Humble, bro. Let's see some dubs, man. Come on.
Was sitting on top of that hypercharged super for so long, waiting for the perfect moment. One pick is all they needed. Chester's
come on, guys.
Strong. It got nerfed some time
they
ago
need to win here.
With the hypercharged charge.
This is their time.
But that super is still so strong. It is a guaranteed kill if you can hit it onto someone. And for a brawler that's residing behind walls, they cannot be safe from that projectile.
Felix and Brian are
Lukey
SK
was doing
fans.
Everything in that game, number 1. The gene pools were unbelievable.
Semantic's dead. Yo, Semantic, you're selling Semantic.
To stay up a little bit longer, but
oh,
not enough.
No.
Oh, and another double tap there coming in from Gus. Instant lead here for SK Gaming.
Humble also trying to get Joker on this right side. He's jumping out of range. Lukey now in with the Vengeful Spirits. Makes contact with Joker, but no kill just yet. They're continuing to establish this pressure. Semantic trying to come around the left side as well. It's going to order rotation of Ope over there to contest him, but they're also steering clear of any open passageways because they need to be safe against Semantic.
You know what? To buff Willow, what you could do is
for SK unless they have Joker's super
activate, like unactivate her super after using it.
Joker getting aggressive. Lukey has a pull. Oh, nice reflexes there coming in from Joker. Burns a critical super out of Gene.
Ope now on top of the water, invisible on the left side. Can't catch Semantic off guard, though he knew exactly how that was going to work. This is the precise position that Juju has resided in successfully so many times before for SK Gaming, and they're playing it to perfection once again. Here come the Vengeful Spirits from Gene. Humble are gradually whittling away. They know that their best odds of victory are going to be in the final moments, and Joker knows that. He's got to interrupt.
No,
takes advantage of Boss on the left side. That's a 7-star lead for SK.
Little 90-degree turn there, and Joker gonna be able to claim another one for his squad. Humble yet to pick up a star this game. The good news is they do have a Lukey pull available. They're gonna need every bit of it here in the final.
They need to get Gus.
Semantic's got the mind control. Lukey has the pull. Boss needs a hypercharge and a super at the same time. Joker gives him a little bit of value, but not that much. 10 seconds to go. Ope invisible on the right side. Gank onto Semantic. No, he's got the reaction time, but he's a dead man walking. And here comes Joker in to keep up the pressure for SK Gaming. Not a single star offered to Humble in this Game 2 win for SK.
Wow.
Flawless game out of SK Gaming. And the perfect response. Humble came away with one. Some nasty gene pulls came out of Lukey in that game number 1, but game 2 completely different.
Sprout would have been better.
No momentum there for Humble, just flat-footed. And this is about to get scary. If SK Gaming come away with a 2-0 lead here in sets, Humble would have all the pressure raining on them.
They're being repeatedly punished by this Ollie, who's opted to never even think about getting close to the Willow. But what if Humble flip the script and don't allow that entirely? What if they get the blue star? Boss is taking the hard job, now getting that blue star, escaping relatively without a scratch. A lead for Humble. Now they have to be able to appropriately defend against Joker.
Nice,
okay,
Boss.
Right hand in. Yashi with the long range tag, and he'll go underground. Semantic pops back up. But just enough distance to
Willow Gadget, you work for her to move.
Poke damage. Just trying to keep SK Gaming at bay, but Joker is just a menace on this left-hand side.
He's providing so much pressure, and him getting
the
super
Juju is
just
just
an inevitability.
Better than Willow,
The
chat.
Spirits make contact with Yoshi. Real standoff between SK and Humble at the moment, as both teams do not want to make the first move. They'd rather get their super first. Once Joker
nerf
gets the
Juju
super
reload time.
He'll be able to receive that shield from Yoshi, as well as the additional damage. But do SK know that there's
nice! Good grab!
Out of nowhere, Joker's pulled, and the lead advances for Humble.
What a prediction coming out of Lukey. Now some Vengeful Spirits. That's the first kill of the game. First couple here in the set. some early action, but right now it's neutral all around. Humble falling to their backlines. Yoshi now looking to encroach. Here comes the SK Gaming side. Joker with a super available. Look out for that super gadget combo.
A pull onto Joker is easy. It's free. He's going for it, Lukey, but he's
nice,
holding back as
Semantic.
well.
Nice. Good job.
They only have a few seconds.
Lukey has another grab.
All the way back and utilize their utility. Ope's ready with the super. Joker also ready to go in and tank. But the pull's available for Lukey. Humble needs
Lukey, you have to hit this pull.
Destroy the target that they wind up pulling. Joker's ready with the super. He's got to make it. His hand is forced. 10 seconds to go. Joker now pulled in. Another takedown for Humble. 3-star difference between the two teams. Hypercharge now available for Lukey. No pull required, but you might as well go for it in the final seconds.
Come on, Humble! Come on! W's! 1-1!
Nicely done there by the
Come on, Semantic! Win this for us!
Looking to hold on to their title and show their presence at an international level. Look, it's been a pretty easy walkthrough, I would say, relatively this weekend. Even in some great teams, they just have found a way to stay on top. Reminds me a lot of last year's run at the World Finals. Boss with a pickup of 4 there, 238 DPS, Yoshi to match, but, I mean, look at the kills. It was so even.
It was remarkably even. In terms of kills, in terms of the score line as well, it went all the way to game 3-2.
Come on, chat.
Humble, they put Boss on that hard job in game number 3, and if you ask me, that's why they wound up winning it in the end.
Come on, Humble.
We saw Boss, he had to weave his way in to get that blue star. My
Yo,
goodness,
Gene
and the
actually
pulls from
played
Wookie
so
were
good,
simply
chat.
on point. But when we saw game number 2 come online, that's when Joker really upped the tempo and grabbed that blue star. We even
Perfect with the sub. I appreciate you.
Moments.
Perfect.
SK
Thank you.
Gaming,
Thank
they
you so
weren't
much
able
for
to
the
generate
sub.
victory
Thank
there,
you.
But this is when Joker started to shine.
And Joker was always the
Thank
best major
you.
player of SK Gaming. Last year, they had Lena playing the tank in their roster. Now it's Joker stepping up, filling in, and his talent was hidden in the shadows. A phenomenal ollie. In match number 2, they did dodge a lot of those incoming pulls from Lukey, but round number 1 and 3 were just Lukey dominating all of Humble. Very well deserved this set.
I mean, down 2-0 would have been a tough look
Let's
there.
go Semantic.
Humble, obviously, defending world champions, but the number 2 seed in this region. They have yet to win a monthly finals this year. Let that sink in. And now they're in a grand final at an international level of competition in North America. I think it just goes to show the caliber of these two teams, and honestly, could be a predecessor for later down the line when we have even more EMEA teams enter the fray.
That is so, so true. SK Gaming and Humble really putting on a show and showing why EMEA is...
Yo, you guys hear that guy in the crowd? He's tweaking!
To the grand finals here in the first ever Brawl Cup, bringing home some regional slots for their region no matter which way you look at it. Set 3 coming right at you. Hot zone inbound.
Of course the cameraman goes right back to her, bro.
We do have something open here from Humble. SK Gaming's their arch nemesis. They never beat them in a BSC match. Monthly finals both go towards the side of SK Gaming. Now they have a chance to step up here. So far, they only dropped 2 sets in this whole tournament.
It's an impressive feat. I don't care what team you are. I don't care who you've played of this top 8. Brawl Cup is tough pickings.
Ban
Open business for
Lou.
set number 3, and obviously
Ban
set number
Gray.
3, a very telling one.
Ban Lumi. Ban
Anywhere,
Finks.
anytime. Getting a 2-1 lead gives you a little bit of an extra safety cushion. Because otherwise, you're the one that has to play perfect the rest of the way. Very
Okay,
common
awesome,
bans
awesome.
going through here, though.
Awesome.
Lou on both ends, a B, a Draco, Finks, Lumi. Kenji's still on the table, but I'm not sure what Humble are going to want to do here with this first.
Humble, I'm not gonna lie, the Kenji is
one of the
good!
strongest options here, and it's been made available by SK Gaming. They've been quite deliberate about the brawlers that they've allowed Humble to have. No Lumi, no Lou.
It has to be Kenji.
On the table, available
It
as a
has
first
to be
selection,
Kenji.
Trying to pressure Humble into a difficult situation. They're faced with, do they first pick it? No. They're going to go for the Hank.
Why? Why, bro? Every time I've seen Hank, they lose!
Something pretty
They
good,
lose!
but anything that's vulnerable to assassins, when Kenji takes to the skies, gets those...
Every time, chat, every time!
That's when you're in trouble.
Hank makes a lot of sense. We see Draco,
No, it doesn't make
Pete,
sense.
and Lou being banned. All of those very telegraphed ways to remove great options into Hank. And Humble, of course, love their Hank. They have no shortage of play rate with this guy.
Hamada with
so
the
now
heart,
it's gonna
thank
be up
you.
to SK Gaming to come up with different options. Because especially in open business, somebody like Lou would have been a nice asset. And even they banned it. Griff going to be going for the wall break, I imagine, here. And obviously with that hypercharge that he got, can dish out
Where
some
do people
serious
play
damage. I
Doug
think
when
the
there are
biggest
Wasabi
key
powers?
to
I don't
bring
think they
down
play
somebody
Doug
like
when there's
Hank,
Wasabi powers,
especially
Luca.
when he can keep himself alive with that super and keep healing himself, you need that quick burst of damage. Otherwise, he's just going to keep being a nuisance.
As far as wall breakers on this map go as well, probably one of your best options. In terms of wall breakers in general, sometimes it can be tough to get into position because you do need to place that piggy bank down right underneath yourself.
Piggy
So
dank.
something to consider for Humble. They've left this open. Now Frank going to be taking up the mantle. Keep in mind that B has been banned out. It's one of the strongest counters to Frank. Humble are going to have to be quite inventive with how they did.
The cameraman loves her. The cameraman loves her. Chat.
Clearly what SK Gaming want. Frank the Tank going to be an option for that once that hammer connects with any wall.
Telling y'all, bro.
I think that stun very important. Make sure that Semantic, whoever ends up piloting this brawler, can't just pop a Hank super to save himself.
Chat is glazing the blondie, bro.
Kill that they need. Obviously, it's going to take a little bit, and it's not that easy. But in this professional interaction, I think that's just what you have to go for. 4-5 turn here. Barry coming in. Love to see it. This is a classic Humble composition.
They do like this Barry quite a lot. Now the hazard
Love you, cameraman.
with picking Barry is that once those walls come down, then you're going to lose a bit of your tempo. And also, he's quite vulnerable to other throwers. This is one, honestly, where SK Gaming could decide, yeah, we're actually not going to break down walls at all, and we're just going to play Barley. Maximize the damage. Barley is an incredible selection in hot zone scenarios where your enemy's decision is we're going to stay in one spot and we're going to heal as much as possible. You can't sit down there. Oh my goodness. It is the crab. So their choice here is to level this up as quickly as possible. That is the hazard with Clancy. You have to hit level 3 with him as early as possible.
Clancy is a direct answer into that Frank.
We're so close to 255k
likes. In a sneaky scrim brawler, because once he gets that hypercharge, obviously it's hard to charge. That's the biggest con with Clancy, and I think why on pro leaderboards and across our tier list at home for our fans at the casual level, it's really hard to play this guy because if you're stuck at tier 1, he's arguably the worst brawler in the game. But when you have a Frank standing on the
Thank you guys so much for 255k likes.
So Clancy can extend a little bit quicker. And there's that Barley that you were talking about. We see that very naturally, a thrower into a thrower on the other end. Barry just somebody that might struggle in the 1v1 interaction a little bit more. Once those walls comes down, who knows what's going to happen?
This is very true. Yeah, I would say Barley is a very natural reaction to seeing Barry come out here because Barry in no thrower matchup is pretty good and he's a fantastic support. But once he's against another thrower, he's going to be outdone pretty much every single time. And Humble, where they're going to be trying to heal up as much as possible, stay in one little area. That is when they're going to be taking most of the damage from Barley. Set number 3 now coming right at you. It's open.
Come on, Humble. Honestly, the draft from Humble looks a lot better.
That tier 2, the silver stage. Semantic pressing against this wall, gets the slow onto Ope. Herbal Tonic going down to try and preserve his life. Yashi dueling, Joker trying to do his best. But
Semantic, what are you doing?
Early super now from Yoshi was fed to him by Hank. And he is profiting so far. Boss doesn't mind walking around on it a little bit though, and Lukey now laying down the healing. He's simply one of the best berries in the game. Not a doubt in my mind that that's what was going through their minds when they put him on this brawler. Boss already at level 3. That is a huge threat.
Now an opportunity for a little bit of a takeover from SK Gaming. Semantic keeping himself up a little bit longer. Boss, of course, on this stage 3 is now officially a problem. SK Gaming have lost 2 brawlers and Humble have retaken control.
Boss has the super ready as well. Here comes Ope on the left side. He's going to be wide out in the open.
Boss, what was that?
Stay behind some of these walls if possible. Looking for the stun onto Hank. A kill as well. No, Semantic stays alive. Meanwhile, the mid matchup, Joker gets the takedown onto Boss. And Lukey playing as an assassin. That is how Lukey plays this berry. Looking for the takedown on Yoshi, who has the hypercharge and super ready to go. But he's running medical use. He's going to be healing with every single attack.
Lukey is more than just a support brawler and demonstrating it there. Once again, Hank versus Frank, left-hand side. Semantic finding that super. Now he can get on the aggressive. Ope just forced away.
Nice, Semantic,
and a quick little killer there is not enough. Now SK throwing down the Herbal Tonic, and at this point, it's really starting to get away from them.
Boss has that hypercharge ready to move. Lukey now with a kill. Piercing super of justice. One takedown onto Boss, the most troublesome enemy for them on the field. Lukey's got to be up next, and Ope's considering breaking down some of these walls. He knows that Lukey's going to dash out of the way, and here it comes, all the way behind, but he has to limb off from the rest of the team.
Nice, Lukey!
To 85%.
Let's go, Humble! Good win!
Something about hot zone in this Humble squad. It seems to click. The berry composition.
Good win!
Working once again. Clancy let loose one more time, and it will
Come
be
on!
up to 100%.
Hamada with the 5 popular votes. I appreciate y'all.
Nice and controlled all of the way through. Nothing looked too frantic from them either. Lukey looked to be incredibly comfortable on that berry. Even when he was getting pressured, even with the looming threat of the Frank stun coming in, he had the super at the ready. That's discipline right there, and it also speaks success. He's getting his shots, he's getting the necessary heals onto the rest of his team. But let's talk about Boss. He got that super charged up really early on in the game. Level 3 within genuinely just a few seconds.
Semantic now on the left hand, and this time
Boss is so good at getting the level 2 really fast.
on the right hand side. Little crowd control, and now the last call goes down as well. Semantic rounding out this corner, trying to approach Yashi, but he just has such good range now, and Herbal Tonic as well to keep him up a little bit longer. Much better start, I would say, for the SK Gaming squad, especially with Boss going down there.
Okay, Ope with the takedown. Now Luki's looking to avenge his death, but he needs to get a super to get the maximum value. A hypercharge almost popped for nothing. Look at that, he only needed one shot to take it down.
Oh, wow! Oh, wow! What?
Assassin has put Humble
This guy is actually him!
Workhorse just popping off here for Humble. Now SK Gaming right back on the back heels. It's 35% in climbing.
This guy's actually him on the berry chat.
Also, super threatening with the use of his super. Impending, Luki's ready with another hypercharge and super. This man is charging them left, right, and center. Doesn't even matter if he has to face the tankiest brawler in the game. He's going to pursue that position. Stun down onto Luki is a good takedown. Boss on the right side also trying to peel Ope away from this point. Not successful. Ope gets the takedown. One more to go. Semantic retreats. Not really useful to pursue him. Just stand on the point and
Semantic has a super.
Ope relying on this
Hyper?
three-pronged wall in the middle. Now an Herbal Tonic on the ground. Yashi trying to heal him up. Semantic hypercharge, receiving damage. Luki there to heal, and now the hypercharge clicks. Semantic homing missiles in, forcing the team back. Joker clicking one of his own. Boss dueling. Luki looking to get over on the other end to get a little control. There he goes, diving again. This time a stun goes through. Ope will win that right here.
A brief distraction. Semantic.
Oh! What a snipe!
Torpedo! The super to keep him alive and get the point back. Pressure established. Yoshi and Joker attempting once more for the push in, and Boss is ready with a deadly hypercharge and super combo. It's time for SK to act, but do they have any moves? Checkmate! Humble!
Come on!
For SK.
Let's go, Humble! What a win! Oh my god, their games are so good!
To the defending world champions. Their fans loud in the arena here in Dallas. Capacity crowd cheering on both of these EMEA squads. We've got a battle.
This one's for the ages. My goodness. The Crab came out and he delivered 10 kills for Boss. That's what the doctor ordered. But in terms of ice cream, I'm looking at Luki over there as well. So much damage.
Wreckers is probably jumping out his seat with the Hank snipe, actually, though.
Thank you. Relax. You have good lead.
Good for you guys.
Rank gold, Luki.
I'm making a lot of push here right
I'll
now.
grab some.
Who's blowing on their mic?
That's insane, boss. It's insane.
Well played, well played, well played. They're going body left at the top. What the fuck are we doing? We just cancel it.
Give Humble a berry in the hank and they're gonna be grateful. They got both of them. SK Gaming's draft slipped out of their hands immediately as this draft started.
Come on, Humble. Final match! Final match here, Humble. Come on!
Does he have
They
any
look
counters?
defeated.
He said no.
SK looks
They
defeated.
didn't know what to play against him, really. They tried to come up with a draft here that almost worked out, but Humble still looked a little too dominant for my liking.
Barry is just so good with Luki. I mean, oh my goodness. He was playing so aggressively, taking on a Frank in those solo interactions. How many times did we see him dive in, click a gadget, bounce Frank back, disrupt things like supers? I mean, there's no business being that good.
How is a brawler with
Luki's
5,000
so
HP
good.
so fearless in close range? My goodness. It's the
Yeah, this is
everything
it, this is
brawler.
it.
He heals, he throws over walls, he dashes, he does damage on the ground that lingers, and he has the stun in close range. This was a moment, though, where he overextended just a little bit. It afforded a bit of time for Boss to
The
stay
snipe
alive.
from Semantic.
That's
No,
when
you
Semantic got
skipped
an
it.
Insane play. Hit the torpedo perfectly to take back the zone. Things looked overall like a win for Humble, but the individual plays came together to perform a resounding victory.
Sometimes you don't want to play meta. Sometimes you want to play your comfort picks. And Barry, definitely one of those for Humble. They got him paired together with a Hank. Perfect composition here. Now we're heading over to Bell's Rock. We're knockout, and we haven't seen
Come on,
SK
Humble.
on knockout yet this week.
Come on,
This
Humble.
is going to be the first time. On the other side, Humble played it a lot. We have seen a lot of Gene, B, Finks. The more range, the better for Luki, right?
All valuable shouts for sure. Now's the big time to try and make a comeback and win this game mode, am I right? I mean, what a tough look here. 2-1, the number 2 seed Humble, taking on SK Gaming. And for SK Gaming, it's been close calls for a long time, but they have never really been the X Factor, the number 1 squad in the world. Top 4s galore, interchanging roster. They have the pieces that have come together, and they felt like this was the year. They took care of business on home turf, but this is a different ball.
Kenji's open.
They can take down Humble in their home region. But at LAN, Humble is simply a different beast. Each of their players performing at the top of their game. I'm looking to Luki to make some of the plays. Let's observe some of these bans as well. Kit banned out by Humble.
Gus?
Too strong to lend.
Gus pick is good.
Last pick. First pick available for Humble. They're going to go for Gus. We've seen this be such a strong foundation for any composition choices. You can combine this with something aggressive. It's generally a high health brawler. He can defend himself in close range as well.
Standard, safe, first pick. You love to see it here. It's easy to let drafts get away from you, but I feel like both of these teams have done so well with it all year long, and even at this international event, when the arena is loud, when the pressure is high, they've managed to bring it once again. SK Gaming have to come up with an adequate response here, and with 2 seconds on the clock, Pedro and the boys come up with
Angelo.
Angelo's going to offer the potential to get some picks before things really get started. Once the poison closes in, he can be kind of weak. It depends on whether he gets his super and his hypercharge charged up in the meantime. Buster is going to be a fantastic in-game brawler. Also provides the potential to get an early push in towards the enemy's side since he's getting his super for free, and we've seen how useful that Buster shield can be in generating a 2-man push.
It's a good 2-3 turn. Got the range, safety net and Buster. They've got their passive aggressive, which oftentimes professional brawlers.
I don't even know what they could pick here. Kenji now?
With the 4-5 turn. Now going to be looking to kind of
Mr.
give
P?
Gus that assistance. And that's quite the opposite, actually. It's the squishiest brawler in the game.
It is. He's able to heal up with well-oiled, that star power. Oh my goodness, and RT coming out as well. Wow. This is an extremely safe comp from Humble. They must believe that SK Gaming can't generate the necessary aggression.
So they're probably going to pick what?
A very safe
Sprout?
position from Humble. SK Gaming, they were going something pretty burst heavy. At long range, Tick is pretty much
Sprout?
the king of passive damage. Yeah, he's going to get the Tick super every now and then, and it's probably going to die, but it pushes back your enemy a little bit every single time. Humble's goal really is to chip away at the enemy and survive in the final moments. Piper now coming
Wait a minute.
So we're looking at a battle of two really different
Wait a
ideas
minute.
here. SK Gaming focused on forming a push, a spearhead that can get a kill and then get a victory from there. Humble looking for survival in the final moments.
I mean, in terms of aggression, honestly, this is about as neutral and
I think Humble wins.
we've really seen. I mean, I'm so used to seeing these bulky brawlers come through. Humble getting loud in the audience here. The number 2 seed, the defending world champions, are 1 set away. SK Gaming, kings of Europe, are looking to lay siege to the rest of the world.
Already, Yoshi in with the Master Archer and does get some damage on Semantic. You're able to hit 4,000 HP through a wall. It's a huge ability to have on your side when your focus as a team composition is to
The tick right here is going to be so good for like squishing the other team in the corner.
Literally, honestly, he's focused on getting this super so that he has survivability in the end game. Joker also coming out with the signature EU curve as well onto an enemy that is max HP, but you go for the curve for pressure nonetheless. Ope is also pretty estranged from his teammates as well. He's looking to threaten Luki in close range, and here's the wall break as well from Joker to diminish the value that Luki can offer as a thrower.
And on top of that, it's going to allow for Piper and Angelo to have a little more limitless range. Bad news is they still have Gus and RT on the other end. Maybe not quite the range of something like a Piper. Maybe not quite
Nervous
the
for this
damage,
shot. I'm really
but
nervous.
nonetheless, still very healthy.
Some utility earned for SK Gaming so far. They have Yoshi's super. They're gearing up for an end-game push. And Humble are trying to do the same. Luki's getting some fairly consistent damage onto SK Gaming. He's got another Tick super ready. Joker is in a threatened position. Ope now closing around the right side. Tick super placed over Ope. You can't block that one. He has the face tank, and Luki now.
Nice!
Again, the Tick super out. Is that enough? Yoshi can't get the damage.
Let's go! Come on, Humble!
On for round 1.
5-head plays.
So smart!
What a
And the
dropping
tick
of
play's
the
so
base
good.
there. Boss keeps his team with hopes alive, and from the grave, Luki sent one last super to keep him up. That's just the world champion difference.
SK Gaming, they give an honest attempt at getting that in-game victory versus Humble. Now they have to get some early game aggression. Joker out with the hypercharge, curve blocked by Luki. It was tanked and he had the shield active. Just expert play and communication from Humble in that moment.
Now low HP for Luki, gonna have to back off here. Joker going for a jump. Goes with B by his team. Ope there for coverage. Long range.
Hyper on Tick.
So close to bringing him down. Nonetheless, SK Gaming in deep trouble.
Yoshi's got this gadget ready, predicts the shield as well from Luki, baited it out and got into pretty low HP, but he's healing up so quickly. That's one of the benefits of playing Tick. He's so consistent, he heals up from low HP rapidly. As a result, though, Yoshi's gotten to farm up his
Tick hyper.
charge. That means his super is going to heal him when he pops it, and it's only a matter of time as the poison's closing in now.
2 hypercharges going down for SK, bounced away. Now OP marching forward. There's the reflection there. Projectiles connecting. Humble down to 2. Luki with the bounce back though. Boss too low to stay up.
I felt like Tick should have focused more on the other side than Angelo.
Successful response now from SK Gaming in disturbing that Humble defense that they worked so hard to establish even in the face.
DC with
of
the
a
heart
Tick
me, thank you.
hypercharge. But it's only a matter of time before Tick gets it once more. He's also flashing that super in case Yoshi hits him with a high-speed projectile. And Yoshi's going to be ready with the Master Fletcher once again. He's got it now. No impact on the boss. SK Gaming opting to retreat all the way back to their base to keep this range matchup going.
Humble just laying it down. I mean, for such a passive squad, it's been all aggression, but here comes Joker. Hypercharge being popped. Now OP, shield available. Boss just forced to go away. I thought SK Gaming were surely going to go at them.
They're threatening
Does needs to keep that pressure right there on the
OP
buster,
flashing
yeah.
it, and Semantic's working on getting his hypercharge and super combined as well.
Come on, Semantic.
Really only a matter of time.
Nice,
Loki's able to
good
get
job.
into range.
Hyper
Semantic
super now.
profits Has the super ready now. Yoshi also at long range attempting to pressure back Semantic, but he's feeling all of the heat from Luki. Now the 2-man push is starting to form. We expected this with the buster on the left side. Semantic looking to pinch in from the right as well.
Nice!
Also from the Tick super, everyone's low, and the final moments ensue.
And now Semantic
Nice, Humble, nice!
OP, the last hope.
Nice! Come on!
Enough.
One more!
Humble.
Match point!
1 game away.
W's in the chat for Humble, bro. Come on!
Their way here.
Come on!
3-0s in the group stage, 3-1 earlier, and now possibly another 3-1.
Come on, chat!
But not without a response from SK. SK proved that they are able to take down this long-term composition plan from Humble.
SK Gaming have beaten this squad all year long. And they're going to have to find a way to drag this one back.
Michael with the heart meme, GG's, thank you.
Round number 1 of our game 2, and SK Gaming once again on the defensive. Semantic from the long range. Boss on the left-hand end, just easily able to hunker behind these walls. And Luki, of course, just continuing to lob up some easy mines.
SK Gaming have retreated just like they did in the previous rounds, this time without even breaking open walls. Joker's also going to go for that curve. By the looks of things, he's actually doing that to get his super this time for some additional survivability, also the wall break that'll keep Boss back, since he is supposed to win in this thrower of 1v1.
Now Yashi knocking an arrow, looking for contact, doesn't make the connection. Boss down to 5,300, but OP, a walkway on the left-hand end. Super available for Luki. He's just going to pause. Lobbing up these shots, just trying to slowly gain control, because both of these teams know it's crucial as the fog closes in.
Hypercharge now from Ope on the left side, sucks in Boss. He's got to use his super, but there's no way for him to get it back. Now has to fend off
Nice!
the side. That's damage. That's a
Come on! One more round! One more!
He can
One more!
Together, but denied. Humble 1 round away.
1 round Humble!
World champion and number 2 seed. Looking to finally end SK Gaming's run. Opening on the left-hand end. Nice job there from Joker. It's just going to be a slow play here. Ope knows how high the pressure is, has a super, and they're going to have to rely on this buster to get them in the middle of the map.
Ope also with the super ready to move. He's going to go aggressive, trying to reflect some damage back to Semantic. Also looking to bait out that hypercharge from Luki. Now he's got it. Hypercharge mines top of the ground. Ope!
Nice! It's over! It's over!
3v2 situation. Humble with the numbers here, and now a super.
Let's go!
Joker, the last man alive, and he's just running forward. 20-24 pins coming out. 2v1 situation. Joker trying to be the hero that SK Gaming need. 510 HP, curveball gadget, not enough. The fog closing in. Semantic.
Let's go! Come on, Humble!
Here, the kings of EMEA.
Let's go! Bro, the cameraman literally loves her, bro. The cameraman's like in her face.
The curse is shattered.
Let's go, Humble!
Humble, not anymore. Your 2025 World Cup champions.
Let's go!
Great job, everyone. Great job. Oh, come on, guys. Great job, everyone. You can follow me over here. Humble, your champions of the Brawl Cup. Semantic, you know what? It didn't look that easy.
Brandon, yes.
Momentum was going. You guys
Go for that
picked it
Piper
up and looked
Prestige.
unstoppable.
I mean, I think we're just better at LAN. I don't know. SK always wins in online events, but at LAN it just shows that we're composed, we adapt, we know our stuff, we perform, and when it matters, we're there.
I absolutely love that mentality because being successful and being feared on LAN definitely has its advantages, doesn't it? Now try to put into words what this victory means for you and for the rest of your team and obviously going forward into the second half of the season.
I mean, this is first and foremost to shush the haters, to everyone, humble is washed. Screw you, man. Like, we're so much better than everyone. Just relax a bit.
Say it!
And then, yeah, it's just an important victory just as well for us, for our ego itself. To show that we're there, we're still good. EMEA is on top as well, like SK banger team. Like, no, I would not like to share any, I don't know how to say it. Like, SK is the best team to be on the final two of us. That's what I want to say.
I love that. And of course, you have all these fans here at DreamHack Dallas and everyone watching at home as well. Is there anything that you would like to say to them? Maybe give your thanks.
Thank you very much to every single fan. Thank you very much to, like, look at this crowd. They're all screaming humble the whole time. It's absolutely unreal. Thank you, America, for having us. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, everyone.
An absolutely phenomenal performance from you guys. Give it up one more time for Humble DreamHack Dallas.
Come on! Let's go! Come on! That's awesome!
I'm going to keep you guys right here on the stage because I would like to now invite onto the stage some very, very special guests. It is the general manager of Brawl Stars and the gameplay lead of Brawl Stars as well. It's Frank and Adrian to come up here and to dish out all of the medals for our top 3 teams.
Frank and who? Adrian?
In third place over here, we of course have Zeta Division securing an LCQ spot for their region.
What is LCQ, guys?
Is there anything that you guys would like to say to your fans?
Thank you very much for supporting us. We'll come back stronger.
Let's give it up one more time for Zeta Division.
They play good, man. They all play good. These are literally the best players in the world. Cal with the heart me in the popular vote. Thank you.
I'm going to make my way over here to our second place finisher.
Last chance qualifier. Oh, okay, okay.
SK Gaming. Let's hear it for SK Gaming, everyone.
Whoa!
Okay, the grand final didn't work out for you, of course, but has this just fueled your fire going into the second half of the season?
We will win next time. That's it.
I like that. That is it. That is all we need to know. And as Frank dishes out the second place medals,
what's up,
I
Sephora?
have to say, you played incredibly throughout this entire tournament. Congratulations. And back over I come. I know, Lukey, I know you hate it when I start talking to you. But you know what? Is there anything you would like to say?
That's a nice medal.
EMEA on top.
EMEA on top, and that is right, taking first and second place. Congratulations. You guys look good in gold. That's what I've got to say, man. You look good in gold.
Thank you. You too. You look pretty fancy.
Really fancy, thank you so much. And for the final time, as Frank places the final medal on our winning team, let's hear it for our top 3 teams. Zeta Division, SK Gaming, and your champions, Humble! Dallas, you've been absolutely incredible to all of the players.
Jacob with the Super GG. Thank you, Jacob. I really appreciate you.
Such a fantastic job. You guys, the fans, have been amazing both here and at home as well. We will see you next time. Until then, see you then.
Oh, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, chat. That was pretty good. That was really good. That was actually lovely. It was fun. My favorite team won. Yeah. Very, very happy. Very, very awesome. Collab with Snake Thug. I think, how would I even get a hold of him? I'd probably get a hold of him through records. Plus, I'm like not even that popular on YouTube yet. I would have to get really lucky for him to respond. Nice. Good three-piece. By far the most entertaining tournament. I have to agree, bro. Nice. Every time I go and put 3, it brings it down 25%. Right there. I just need to go up one time, just one time. Yes, GG's. Let's go, chat. Come on. Good win. Jacob with the roses. Salim with the 2 roses. Thank you guys. I really, really appreciate y'all. Oh, I have one more. Okay, one more. One more. The Barry team wipe was insane. Almost a team wipe. Almost. Let me finish my last game and then we'll see what we can play until we hit the 4-hour mark. There we go. This should be an easy win. Oh, almost done. One, two, three, GG's. Let's go. Star player again! Easy. Legendary? No. Not happening. Okay. Loki, this could be a cheeky map for Lily. No, chat, no. How much down I am? Bro, I'm down so bad. I'm down so bad with this brawler, bro. What do I have to get to? 1,750. What's up, Woofy? Welcome. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you. Guys, I'm gonna give it a try. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's see who we're gonna verse. Okay, not bad. Wait, did Lily's wasabi get reworked, chat? Cause look at this. Be patient, be patient. Here we go, chat. Easy. Easy. I think it got reworked, right? Nice, she gets her super and her what's it called automatically. They could see me. I'm just sitting in the bush, but I forgot they could see me. When did they rework all this, chat? When? Does anyone know? That's my own business. There we go. Chat, we ready? Watch this. Okay, never mind. Do not watch it. Bro said watch this. L. Yes! Come on! Guys, how could I check what the rework is? Where is it? Is it in news? May 5th? No, that's not it. It's not here anywhere. It's not here anywhere though. What changes? So there's changes for the wasabis. I like this. I like this. We're gonna keep going. Byron Amber got nerfed. Wait. Fasul with the GGs in the heart me. Markery with the heart me. Wolfie with the heart me. Thank you guys. Welcome to the stream. Humble did win. Yes. I like this rework for Lily because she's low-key a lot stronger now. How'd I miss that? GG. Let's grab this third one. Because every time you get her hyper, it's pretty much GG's. I want to take out this Lily chat. Airballed. I'm low-key feeding bro right now. There we go. Not anymore. Get him out, Kenji. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Here we go. Here we go, chat. Little hyper now. I think we can get first place here, guys. What are you doing, little bro? Nice, nice, nice. Good, good. Lovely. Let's go! Come on! Lily Prestige! Solo Showdown! Good starts. Wow, only one box for me though? That's very unfortunate. I think we could eliminate someone early though. Nah, leave him alone. He has 4, chat. Lucky shot. Lovely. Okay, awesome, awesome. We're close to getting the super now. Hannah with the heart me in the popular vote. Thank you. Nah, Cactus is blocking him. Let's hide. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Airballed. Let's go ahead and move, chat. I don't think they saw me. That's cool with me. I didn't expect him to just be in the bush like that. I didn't expect him to be in the bush like that. Also, should I have ran away from the buzz? He was a lot worse than me. It's okay. Run it back. You have to be more aggressive. You're bad, kid. I'm gonna get that back. Told you. I told you I'm gonna get that back. I told you! This one now? Ooh, Lily right there, chat. We could be more aggressive. We have the... I'm scared there's gonna be an Angelo in one of these bushes, chat. I'm not trying to find out. I'm gonna go for it, but the hyper is very valuable. Where are they? There's gotta be someone in the middle. Oh. Lovely. He volunteered. He volunteered himself. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yo, the rework for Lily's actually crazy. Why did nobody tell me about this? We could have been played Lily. Finks is going to be really hard to deal with. Chat, ready? Nah. Let's wait a little bit. We almost have hyper. We almost have hyper. Smart. I don't really know how bro popped up like so fast here. How am I supposed to get Finks? You gotta go here, chat. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect for it to work. So I backed out. It's okay. We get the win. Come on! Nelly with the roses, Dominic with the 26 roses, Lucky with the heart me, Hannah with the heart me's. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. I appreciate y'all. Let's go. Not a bad start. Lily seems really, really strong in with this little buff. Bro, what am I hearing? Why do I hear Kenji so much? Why do I hear the whole map? I just realized that he could see me. What the hell am I doing? Oh my god, he does so much. And it's gone. How could I hear Kenji across the whole map? You know what? Get me out that lobby. That was annoying. Annoying sound. A person who thinks. No, I don't have 2x game. Oh, I do have 2x game sound. I do. Thank you for letting me know. I completely forgot. Should be a lot better. What's up, Moo? Welcome. It's because of your big headphones? Okay, buddy. Will that hit? Nah. Oh. Chat? I mean, I know the Piper's there. Hold on. You dancing too much, little bro. Hold on. Let's go gambling! Oh! One more time. Oh! I'm dead. GG's. Gotta use the hypercharge, man. How's your hypercharge charging? I guess that's the rework for Lily. It's just it's automatic. What am I doing? Okay, we have hyper. Oh. I only have one cube. Come on. So who's weak? Oh no, not the Meg, chat. Definitely not the Meg. Damn it. I don't even know what to do. Nice. Maybe she could be low. Nope, she's not low.
Bye-bye. I'm going up to the big jungle gym in the sky.
Okay, out of everybody, he goes for me. Why did Primo go for me? 1,600? I'll take it, though. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Come on. Do you think Wasabi's better than Mutation? Yeah, it's a lot more fun. In my opinion. A lot more fun. Okay, alright. What a start. If I can get hyper real fast, that's like really, really game changing. Awesome. Awesome start, chat. Three cubes and a hypercharge? Oh. Oh. Goes all the way down there. I want to go for it so bad. This is where I clean up! Oh. Come on, quick. No. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Kids? Oh, wombo combo, bro. Wombo combo. Good. So glad no one saw me. Yeah, come on. Let me get hyper. Let me get hyper and you're cooked. Well, that's the wrong person. Come on. Come on. Dang it! GG's. Yo, doing good. I am doing good. Maybe we can get that, maybe we can get the prestige. What's up, John? Is Primo gonna pull up? Primo's pulling up. And I got bullied by Primo, chat. Oh my god, everything I just worked for, down the drain. Everything I just worked for, down the drain.
Mythic.
Dude, literally. 10 minutes worth of gameplay down the drain. That fast. I think we'll pick it up another day. Guys, that was the last game of the stream. I just want to say, if you guys are new and you have enjoyed today's stream and watch party, make sure you guys drop a follow. I'm live daily. If you haven't seen the YouTube video, make sure you guys check it out. All you gotta do is go to my here and then click on the link right there, bang, and then click on the YouTube. Last but not least, let's go to raid some lovely streamers. Guys, Trainwrecks and A7AG are live. Raid them and say SKR raid, SKR raid. I love you guys so much. Have a good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Today's stream was 3 hours and 45 minutes. Bye-bye.